Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on the YouTube, join our cult. Hello and welcome to 2025 and the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
Shazam.
Yeah, shebang. You're listening to the dulcet tones of Maffew, joined by Ross and
Hello.
Jack. I thought he was going to say something, he didn't. And Ross.
Hello!
And Jack.
Hello.
They said something.
And Joel.
Hello!
Hey!
Looking like the Edge this year, Joel?
The Edge.
Oh, the Edge.
The Edge.
From
No,
YouTube.
it's called the Cope.
Not the
Cope,
Cope,
yeah.
the Edge.
The Cope.
Wa-chow.
Yeah, he's all effects.
I googled recently why the Edge from U2 was called the Edge.
Why is it called
there
that?
Was three. There was three possible theories. The other two that were mentioned after the primary one were it's something to do with his guitar style, which I didn't find particularly edgy, but okay. Or because he's quite an introvert and he likes to be on the edge of situations. He doesn't get amongst it. But
Okay.
but the first reason was that he's got an odd-shaped head. And it looks like an edge or something.
Yeah. Do you think he was asked? It's not a school. It's not a school nickname. No.
No.
Everyone's just staring at his head, trying to see.
I was
What
going
the
to
edge
say,
is.
the Edge is quite a subtle
really
school
loud,
nickname if it was a school
The
nickname.
Edge.
It would just be like funny head, wouldn't
Sounds like a name he would have given himself. Oh yeah, I'm the Edge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how nicknames are in school, aren't they? Yeah.
200.
Very complimentary. Hey, it's handsome.
it? Hey, it's stupid head.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Joel.
So, Jack,
Happy New Year.
how was your festive period?
I, for 3 days, went on holiday.
Ooh.
Ooh, so my girlfriend's birthday's in the limbo period between Christmas and New Year.
Crimble limbo.
So she's always like, oh God, I just want to get away from my birthday. And this year we did. We went to Lanzarote because where else would be warm? The Canaries at this time, I suppose. That's not too expensive to get to. And it was just a proper lazy one. Not a touristy holiday. Just sat by the pool, drank drinks. It was all very good. That was it was weird though being away I wasn't away on Christmas Day obviously, but it was weird being away in Crimble Limbo. Do you like the Santa's up and that on the strip? But like, it's hot. No. It's
bless you.
mad.
Yeah,
Is he still dressed in a big outfit, like? Or
Yeah, they keep him.
He's not got
all
sexy
this-
Santa gear on.
No, he's not got Santa Speedos.
Oh,
No, so
shame.
Yeah, good.
Fair enough then, Ross.
I'm fine. I stepped on the scales this morning. I've got electrical ones. It was like, Happy New Year. So I was like, whoa, this is going to be good. Then it was like plus 4.4 pounds.
It's Christmas.
Which tells you everything you need to know about my Christmas life shortening.
I
as
think
it should be.
everybody puts on weight over.
Mate, it's shocking though. Every bloody advert leading up to Christmas. This festive period, get the pigs in blankets, the deluxe spuds,
I did.
and chocolate galore.
Go on, yeah.
The day after Boxing Day, you fat heifer, get in the gym. What's wrong with you? You're like, what?
It's just
hang
the way
on.
the scales turned on by going, psh, had little like firework effects, like Happy New Year, and it was like plus 4.4 pounds. Like, what's this?
I don't
about?
want it. I don't want to be on the
like
pit.
that.
Withings? Is that the brand? I think it's called Withings. Terrible brand. Awful people. But
I don't want a bloody weight thing that has like a pinball display. Oh no, gutter ball.
It's like a sound effect. Oh,
Just annoyed that Mario makes me die. Doo-doo-doo.
tell you what, though, film of the year happened over the Christmas period.
oh God!
Wallace and Gromit.
I've not seen it yet.
Have you not seen it yet?
Unbelievable.
You don't get Lanzarote.
The best film of the year by far.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I'll need to watch it.
Feathers McGraw's comeback was everything it lived up to be. It picks up from the end of The Wrong Trousers. And
Do you need to
then,
have watched the third one to get it? Because I've never seen the
no,
Were Rabbit one.
No.
Or the
Third one,
or the
what?
one with the. I've not seen the one.
The
with,
loafy
I've
one,
not seen the
yeah.
one with Shaun the Sheep, and I've not seen the Were Rabbit one.
Curse of
You
the
haven't seen,
Were
wait,
Rabbit,
you haven't seen Close Shave?
No.
What?
I've seen the Moon one, and I've seen the Wrong Trousers.
Wow.
I know, yeah.
They're the best ones.
They're the Godfather
Well,
1 and 2.
they're rarely shown, in fairness.
Yeah.
But this film, my goodness me, I was blown away.
Ah.
So I was down south for Christmas because, of course, I was surrounded by Southerners. They were like, "Oh, Wallace and Gromit,
No.
the poor Northerners." Oh. So I was 6:05 or 6:10, whatever time it was on. I was sat there on my own, ready to go, and it did not let me down. What a film it was!
Fair.
Fantastic scenes. That should have been my Hall of Fame. It might still
You
be.
can still pick that, surely. Oh, no.
I'm with.
Oh, no.
I'm not a good poker player, to say the least. But
Even had a diddler mention. Wallace says diddler. Fantastic scenes.
I think yes.
When he's
Yes,
on
he
the
did.
on the longboat.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's the
fantastic.
diddler.
If you're a wrestling fan, you'll love Wallace and Gromit.
It's not like there's a scene where him and Gromit are watching World's End. Those Death Riders, Gromit, they're dirty diddlers.
Basically was.
All right.
The John Moxley of the piece was labelled a diddler, if memory serves me right.
Okay.
Feathers McGraw.
Yes.
Yeah.
The John Moxley. I'm here to rise up, Wensleydale. But yeah, I also had a lovely time going back to Bish. What little there is left of it. To say hello to the family and hello. And me and my brother, third Christmas in a row, making Christmas dinner for the parents.
Oh, it's precious.
Because me and my brother both realised it's so much nicer going home when you're able to be an adult. Because I don't know about you lads, but when I go back home, my mum is just like, "Oh, hello, I'm a little sonny wunny." I'm like, no, Mum, I'm 38. I've got back problems. Stop doing that. And so going to see the dad and stepmom, it's like, all right, let's make Christmas dinner. And it's also because my dad insists on making turkey, and he did it this year. We did the rest. He made turkey so dry, when we're picking up to serve it, it was crumbling apart like sand. And we're like, oh. Well, we made big, fat, juicy brisket, which slow cooked overnight.
Yeah.
Red wine and veg and all that other stuff. We did everything. It was fan-bloody-tastic.
Lovely.
But we have realised, I mean, you hear these stories about Malcolm and Wise when they were like, if they did a bad Christmas special, people remember it. All my stepmom remembered when she was talking about last year's Christmas was, oh, the gravy wasn't very nice. I'm like, that's what you remember from the spread we gave last year.
It's literally
Make sure you get the gravy right, because last year, and she remembered it to the exact detail how bad it was. I'm like, not the meat, the veg, the potato, no, just that. So we were like, me and my brother, we didn't go out and get pissed the day beforehand, because that's what my brother did last year, and I had to bloody weekend at Bernie's him over the stove to make sure he could actually do it, so that maybe have some thing there. But this year, we were like, right, we're beating this. And yeah, they're like, oh, it's very nice.
Ah, well done.
too thick or too thin last year.
My brother intended to put the remaining amount of fat from, must have been whatever meat we cooked last year. It was a brisket then as well. And I think you forgot to put the right amount of gravy in, so it looked like, you do your George Foreman. It was like, here you go, put this on your plate.
This
Like,
feels like
Truffle, the drippings in it. Oh.
yeah. I think a bit of misunderstanding there. So
This feels like a Fraxium sort of situation with you and your brother, but this year you've got it together. And
yeah, that's right. We never split up. And then it was very telling of how old I'm getting. We went to the Green Tree in Bish, and it was a very small group of our friends, and we're like, oh, these are just the people that are free and also want to come out and hang at this point in our lives. And it's like, all right, fair enough then. But we were messaging a few people, and that's, again, this shows my lovely Bish friends that I love with all my heart. Hey, are you out? I messaged one of them, and he went, I've been out with the dog, if that's what you mean. I'm like, well, thank you. That's what I was messaging you after 6 months. He said, oh, I didn't know there was anything happening tonight. I was like, you mean the thing we do every year since school? Yeah, no worries. But that aside, went to Darlington.
Went to Darlington?
It certainly did. Saw me mum's side of the family. They're all happy.
Good.
Saw me Auntie. Oh, God, you're going to love this. My Auntie Eva, she's 85 years young, dragged her around. She was like, I'm very happy to be here. If I wasn't here, I'd be going out to Domino's with me friends. And because she said going out to Domino's, the way she said it,
I get what she
I was
means.
like, oh, so what do you have when you go to Domino's? Like, use your cup of tea and a biscuit. I'm like, no. Like, when you go to Domino's, what do you? My relative had to go, no, playing Domino's, Maffew. And I, honest to God, thought like me wonderful old 4'6" and a 6-inch boots. Auntie was going out with her mates. Hey, let's go to Domino's.
No. Your Andy's BSK all day. That's why she's playing dominoes.
Yeah.
She's throwing bones.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And then just came out and died in Newcastle and done absolutely nothing for the last 5 days other than just nurse my sore head and stomach. But my heart is nice and warm.
Good.
All the better for seeing you, lads.
We should probably talk about this.
Wrestling?
This is a slightly different podcast because we've all been off. We've not had a chance. Well, me and Ross haven't had a chance to catch up on all the wrestling, but you've.
Oh, what type of Doylan would do that?
But Maffew missed the memo and watched all the
Or
wrestling.
17 memos.
You're up to speed.
Again, I've not been my best this week. Don't worry, I know all the things that's happened because that means I'll be able to answer these questions a lot better. What is the thing we're doing, Jack?
Instead, and I believe this was Ross's idea, we're doing. I think it was. Wasn't
If
it?
it's a good idea, Ross will take credit for it.
We're doing predictions for big things in wrestling in 2025. Stuff like Royal Rumble winner, WrestleMania main event, future champions in both major Western promotions, that sort of thing. We're going to be doing all that. But remember the golden rule. It's not what we want to happen. It's what we think's going to happen. Yes, I thought about saying that on the way here. I was so excited. I was building myself up. We'll also have the Hall of Fame in the mailbag and all that stuff.
Yay! Let's get cracking.
With the knacking.
Good lad.
Oh, get a pool cue. Oh, yeah.
Why is it always me? So we've got a little bit of news, I guess. The main thing everyone's talking about is WWE's move to Netflix. Fast approaching. It's approaching now. This is an old bit. So currently on Netflix, there's a placeholder page for each of WWE's weekly shows and for each WWE pay-per-view too. The pay-per-view sections each has a start year of when the pay-per-view first launched, so expect to see archival footage of all existing WWE pay-per-views. When it comes to EC-Dub, WC-Dub, and NXT D-Dub, there is nothing to see. There are several other sections right now. There's WWE Raw Classics. Big E hosts this must-see collection of Raw matches and moments featuring WWE legends and superstars. WWE Top 10. I think it's a YouTube thing I think just put on there, to be honest with you. Road to WrestleMania. That goes through Raw and I guess just there's a pre-show to WrestleMania and stuff like that. Superstar profiles, legends profiles. That's it. The network is kaput. It is no more. There's an X network.
Leave the memories alone.
So is this... I've seen a lot of conflicting sort of opinions on these new updates to Netflix that people are kind of using to gauge what it's going to be like when it fully launches and that. Is the outlook optimistic or pessimistic? I mean, it's not as complete as the network, so...
Oh, people my age are like, oh, how am I ever going to be able to find episodes of Championship Wrestling from 86? And I'm just there going, I have no idea how you can find wrestling online.
Maffew.
What?
Okay,
That's
fair
what they said. It doesn't translate the tone and the body language. But, yeah, what I find most confusing is that it's not a separate... I'm not sure about the other things they've got in America, the Peacock, but, like, there's no separate section. It's just, they're just there. So if you search for one thing, there is the possibility of, a Saudi Arabia show from 2019 coming up when you're searching for, I don't know, Jason Statham.
I don't like this.
And I'm like, wait, and also there's always bothered me just as in terms of putting things where they're supposed to be in a way that makes sense for wrestling fans. Putting the pay-per-views grouped together via name doesn't work unless it's Mania or Rumble or Series, I guess.
Per year.
Right, but I want to see that one. I guess if you're finding one specific, but if you want to watch it as a collection or as a series, that doesn't work at all.
Right, yeah.
So I'd have to group them together as a playlist, like WWE 2017, as well as what they've currently got. They make more sense, but it's just like, no, I want to search for all the other films, documentaries, which is all just murder ones on Netflix because they're good at that. To find a specific thing is just like, okay, this is going to take some getting used to, and I wonder if they're going to have a separate section because there's just so much of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be one of those things that takes months to get sorted out. Because I've seen screenshots on Twitter this week where people have been going, oh, there's only 9 episodes of Raw from 1997. This is a disgrace. Whereas obviously, surely we'll get the full quota eventually. But when eventually will be, we've got no idea.
They have to drip feed because if they have the entirety of WWE stuff on there, there'd be more WWE than Netflix stuff then, surely. So
Good.
If there's a separate bit, like, what do you want? It goes, is it ye, kids, whatever, or WWE fan, whatever. Same as a kid, I guess.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, actually, because does it show that Netflix are really big on this deal? Like, they're all in on trying to make WWE as big as they can on their platform? Or
Netflix
is it just...
have notoriously been tight-lipped about what does what numbers.
Okay.
It's a thing that they're a trade secret. Then they'll whatever they need to be, I guess. So I think they will, which means they're custom made for wrestling in that case.
So clever.
Oh, look at Maffew the cynic. Other news: Mustafa Ali came very close to winning the Money in the Bank in 2019, even the point of being told that he was scheduled to win the briefcase. I forgot about this. I didn't realize it was this late in the day. Ali was speaking to Chris Van Vliet, him with the chin, and he recanted the story. Jimmy Noble comes up and goes, hey, boss man. Sorry, no, hey, boss man. No, wants to talk to you, so I wasn't calling him boss man. That would be very nice. Hey, the boss man wants to talk to you. Go talk to the boss. I was like, okay. The entrances are happening. Vince is looking up, and I come over. Now, mind you, Gorilla is completely dark, so I just have these red lights that are flashing on Vince's face, and he's all shadowy. So it must have looked like the thumbnail for the Netflix McMahon.
Yeah.
So you can see the picture that I see. He goes, change your plans, do the match, everything you called. When the time is right, I want you to climb up the ladder and grab the briefcase. Someone's just going to come out. I want you to hold the briefcase and just... Do you understand? He went, no, not really. But you obviously did it. Prior to the match, the other competitors had preemptively congratulated Ali on the planned win. Oh, no. They revealed that the faces of those ringside when Lesnar came out were not all too impressed. But he did commend Brock on his professionalism. And looking down, Brock hits a ladder out the way, and it just completely annihilates a cameraman named Rico. I do remember that. Just hits him in the head. He goes down. He needs stitches. I'm watching this, and I'm like, he's going to murder me. I hope I'm not destroying the mystique of Brock here, but what a pro. Gets to the ring, grabs me, looks up to me, and he says, hey, kid, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, nice and easy. 1, 2. And the thing is, he was so nice about the push that I was expecting this violent thing that I hurled myself off the ladder. I ended up hitting the top rope with my mouth, cutting my mouth.
Oh.
Completely my fault, hurting myself, and I go down. He's just pro, man.
I mean, I get on one hand wanting to keep things a secret backstage in the modern era with leaks and sources and all sorts of stuff going on all over the place. But sounds delicious. Leaks and sources all around.
Yum, yum, yum.
But it does feel a bit like I bet Vince got like a weird sadistic pleasure from ruining his dreams as well. There's got to be a better way of doing it than just going, you're going to win. You're going to win. Oh, you're not. Sorry.
Yeah, change your plans. I have absolutely no faith in you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Go and have a good match.
Well, everyone was when Lesnar came back until he started being silly and dancing with the boombox briefcase and that. But I remember the first reaction when he came out was like, "Oh, they've gone back to Lesnar again."
Yeah, and it was such a wait. Hang on, what are we doing here? It's like, hi, I'm in the match now.
Yeah,
I've won the ladder.
and he was there with it.
Like,
Didn't he?
what do you mean? You
Pull
just showed
pull
up.
it down.
He hung Sami Zayn upside down. Is that the same show? Is that a
I think
different
so.
show?
He got found backstage, and it's like,
Yeah.
who's going to take his place? Yeah,
Oh, that was how that works. Oh, right.
Yeah.
and then Ali was there. He had it.
Yeah, my turn.
But he was scared. He was too scared to win.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep, and the only other bit of news I could find that was worth bringing up, it's actually 2 bits. So, at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view in 2021, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, known as RK Bro, were set to defend their tag titles against AJ Styles and Omos, because Omos is really good at winning tag titles. Orton and Riddle were engaged in an entertaining odd couple partnership, blah, blah, blah. Riddle was provided the chance to take his stoner gimmick to the next level at Crown Jewel when he made his entrance riding a camel, something not seen all too often in the professional wrestling world. Whoever wrote this, clearly not a fan of WrestleMania 19. 9 even.
I was going to say.
The former The Reese star spoke up in an interview with Developmentally Speaking, revealed he tried to get Orton up on a camel too, but was shut down by the boss. Quote, I remember we were in Saudi and I rode the camel and Randy was like, I'm going to ride a camel. I was like, yeah, Randy, get Randy on a camel. And then Vince was like, no. And I was like, why not? He's like, your character wouldn't ride a camel. What a simple answer, you know?
Randy Orton wouldn't.
Thanks, Riddle.
Yeah, no, at the risk of siding with Vince McMahon, I kind of understand. I don't think Randy Orton would ride a camel.
He is right about the character dynamic. It's way better having Riddle come out and going, whoa, and Randy going,
No.
hey, what's he like?
And I think
Like Billy Elliot's dad.
he'd only ride a camel if he had a chance to leap off it into an RKO on someone from out of nowhere. That would be the only time.
Or just RKO the camel. It's way easier.
Oh,
that's disgusting.
You mean if that happened, you wouldn't have popped?
maybe.
Disgusting.
Go, you dumb
I'd
animal.
have felt awful though.
Camels aren't dumb, right? They carry water for thousands of people
Yeah.
around the world.
carry this.
Yeah.
Just
Made that up, I don't know. They're
No,
all
no,
camels.
they carry water in their humps, don't they, for themselves?
Just for themselves.
In their lovely lady lumps.
In
And
my
then-
mind, there,
Check 'em out.
the people would then open the zipper on the hump and then take the water out.
You need to keep hot things hot and cold things cold.
That's why we've got two, one for hot
Yeah.
water, one for cold water.
And finally, so you know in 98 when Mick Foley made history by appearing in the Rumble 3 times as Cactus Jack, Mankind and Dude Love?
Yeah.
Those 3 spirits that visit you. Charles Wright had the potential to do that at one time, which I wasn't aware of.
Old Bear.
Old Bear, yes.
I'll take his name for
Little
it.
bear.
Little Bear.
Hello, Bear.
So they're doing the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in 2020. Well, it was scheduled. Obviously, didn't quite happen due to COVID. But he was going to be booked in there. Apparently, he was going to come out as Karma, get eliminated, come back as Godfather, get eliminated. And the last thing was going to be Papa Shango. The lights were going to go out. And everybody was like, oh, it's Papa Shango. And then COVID killed it. I had no idea about that. Damn it.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there's been so many like Rumbles and Battle Royals since. Why can't we just have it happen? It's been, 4 or 5 years now. Get it done.
It's a lot of effort.
Imagine when Karma comes out next
Yeah,
start
yeah.
of February. Everyone's like, listen to the Def Rebel remix of Karma's theme. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Rollins is out on the balcony. What a shame that never happened. Oh, no. Get what's his face back in the business. That's what we need from WrestleMania 2000.
Oh, Ice-T.
Yeah.
Grab your...
Grab your...
Godfather's in the house. And I was like, yay, bitch. Just dead noise. And then he says bitch.
It was the attitude here.
Big pimping popping off. That's what I'm there for, yeah.
That was the match that made Bill Buchanan for me.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
That there.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you meant from the...
We've broken the record for how long it took us to bring up that tag match at WrestleMania 2000.
Just Bill Buchanan in it.
Oh,
Leg
he's amazing.
drop. Oh my God.
Get Brooks Jensen on that in his move set. Sorry, CM Punk. In his move set.
Yeah.
Don't call things move sets, apparently.
I know you're not allowed.
It's for nerds.
Dates all the way back to so many years ago. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Hangman. No.
No.
It's actually not. I think
It
Ross
wasn't,
went and
yeah. I
found
found the tweet, yeah. It's not. 2021, I think it was now, if memory serves. We spoke about it on the last podcast in person.
That was a year ago.
Yes.
That was the news.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
The prestigious Hall of Fame. First one of 2025. 2025. I haven't practiced saying that yet, sorry.
know.
And let's see, in condescending order from last week, we have Magnus Carlsen 316, 21%. And that's only heated up since then, hasn't it?
He's been all over my Twitter this week
Yeah.
with his jeans.
Lost the title due to Gene. Ooh, that's hard to say. Go on.
I'm gonna nominate him again. Shut up. Save it.
More on that later on, maybe. Amazingly, Stephen Flo, the Pearl Jam wrestler, only 33%. Harley Cameron, a lady with many talents. The latest being ventriloquism. But I tried, mate. 46%. Wow. A lot of Jeff Dunham fans, I guess, watching this. But yeah, no, in fairness though, Harley Cameron, very talented, very deserving of all the success she gets, even if that's the most success she's had in ages, is winning this Hall of Fame. The very prestigious Hall of Fame, don't get me wrong.
She's won the hearts of the nation watching AEW Collision. I guess it's more so Collision than Dynamite, obviously. But yeah.
So, yeah, but by, drinking a glass of water without moving her mouth or whatever dummies do. That's the thing they do, isn't it?
They drink, the ventriloquist themselves drink
ventriloquist
water
drinks
while
it.
the dummy's still talking.
Oh, is that it? Right.
But I don't think.
How do they do that?
I don't think they're really drinking the water. It can't be.
Was it like a wet shirt?
Then? Yeah, it's down the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't it just easier to have the dummy drink it?
Yeah, but that's not as impressive.
Hasn't got a throat. Where would it go?
There you go. There's the.
Just fall out the sides of its fake mouth.
Oh, right, I'll work on this next time then. So, well done, mate. What have you got for us?
Thank you, Joel. Could you get a picture of Feathers McGraw?
Sure.
Yeah.
But also, I've got the Hall of Fame board for 2025 if you want to have a look.
Oh, yeah. Well, get
Oh,
Joel.
there we
A completed
go.
board.
Oh, yeah.
And can you do stuff in the background or not? Or is we're not technologically advanced as that yet? I'm slurring like there's no tomorrow.
Well, I might already have a picture of Feathers McGraw up as well.
Oh,
Well, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the big
Oh,
board.
you missed the biggest bit of news, by the way. Cum made his comeback to Instagram this week.
He came back to Instagram.
I thought you were going to say NXT.
No.
Instagram.
Also,
Baby steps.
from when I read the NXT recap that I read, so the person who called out for Andre Chase was just Hank and/or Tank because he was teaming with
I've
them.
not seen this
I
week
hope
yet.
that wasn't the resolution
Me
of
neither.
that.
Yeah, that's
He,
disappointing.
Andre Chase did appear and wrestle and stuff
And
like
then
that.
he
Obviously,
walked out
can't
'cause he's
confirm.
sad,
But
yeah.
that was it.
I don't know.
disappointing.
It can't
That-
be.
He's doing the
it's
the bum Baron Corbin thing anyway. Where he started doing the give me a C, give me a head. That's what I used to do. Type thing, which I'm all right with, to be honest
It's
with
a
you.
classic Fed herring if it goes nowhere.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the ball. Let's go top left. Kurt Angle's
Can't go through
meme.
all of them.
Where he's
We're
he's
just
just
gonna have a little, I think we're just gonna have a little.
his confused, startled-looking
it's-
face. Morrison's. Oh, the Morrison story.
We can't do all of them.
Yeah, we can.
There's 52.
A cat.
No, that cat's about. That's obviously the Willy Wonka thing next
That was
door.
recently, that cat. I can't remember why.
No idea.
It's a Jack's cat.
No,
Oh, okay.
I think you nominated it.
I can't even see.
Just a cat.
I can't even
Doesn't sound
say.
like
Have a look on my lenses.
Cartoon Network died.
Is it the cat
R.I.P.
that managed a train station? Because Andrew nominated that, I think.
Nah, because that's not a picture of it.
Right,
All
sorry.
right.
That was the X-Men theme. I remember that one.
Oh, Jack pushing the line.
Rest in peace.
No,
With the
yeah,
anime, dramatic anime filter.
It was called Gary, and I
Yeah.
didn't push him.
Rest in peace, Gary.
Well, the picture says
R.I.P. Gary.
otherwise.
Oops, I brought you some new legs.
No.
Ronda Rousey's. Oh God, her ask me anything. So then we've got.
Jack next to an old man.
That was the
What's that
whole.
about?
That was when you went to see the holdovers at the BFI festival.
I did go to the BFI Film Festival.
Yep.
Oh, that film.
Yeah. It was great.
A skull?
Really good.
That was
Dead blow?
Jack's The Power of the Human Cranium. 'Cause when you fell over in the shower for the Daddy
that was
Long
a
Legs.
horrible
Oh,
day.
yeah, when Jack Lee died.
Oh, that's because there was a spider and it startled me and I slipped.
Yeah.
And Maffew was like, "Well, you just shouldn't have fallen over." As if I chose.
Did I say that?
Something
What a
like-
prick thing to
No,
say.
it was because the spider was there. Your issue with the spider was there, and I thought I'll just have my shower. I couldn't be asked to get out of the shower, get something.
Oh,
get
there
rid of
we
it.
go,
So I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll just shower around the spider. Right, okay, that was
that
the
might have been funny.
And then it moved, and I got a fright.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you for justifying past Maffew. Cerveza Cristal.
Cerveza Cristo.
The football mascot that joined in the
Moment silence of
moment's
remembrance.
silence. A drunk duck.
No, that was the scrambled for a pick that week and went for like a news story of a duck going for a pint at a pub. I can't remember what the
I
pub
starting
was
to fight with a
called.
dog. I remember that
Yeah.
one now. Pervert Jack. Yes.
What? Oh, in WCPW,
hell
yeah.
Why's your mum there?
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, the
we went-
Wagamama story. with
Yeah,
the
we went
wrestlers,
at AW at Wembley and we sat next to two wrestlers. I won't say their names. Brody King and Orange Cassidy. My mum spent the entire time going, my son. I was like, no, mum, please, Jesus. Burning down the house in AW. That's nice. Alvarez and Meltzer. That could be anything, really.
I
this
know,
week, couldn't
yeah.
it?
That was when Alvarez sneezed and Dave didn't cover it at all.
Dave stared at him. Thanks for covering, Dave. Gillette.
The best a man can get.
Thank you. Ken the Box. I'm amazed that one. I'm very happy. Like,
It was the taunt. That's what did it.
yeah. I don't know what's happening now.
That's a thumbnail that we did for a pictures video that Joel made of Drew McIntyre kicking Larry the dog off the top of Hell in a Cell.
I remember that now. Oh, Bret Hart bragging about punching Vince. The Screwjob says the best thing he's ever done, and everyone went, hell yeah.
I guess we just nominated Terry that week, did we, when he got released?
Probably.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
big cum. Your head with.
That'll be me from 2016. then.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a recent
oh,
one.
I
yeah.
get it. Yes,
yeah.
Emperor. Right, okay, that's good. A photo. Oh, Gary Barlow's massive son.
He's tall.
Unrelated to Joel.
That's me.
Why are you in there, Joel?
It was yours. You nominated Sesh.
The nickname.
Yeah.
I remember
Not the
now.
man. Of course it was the man.
The Ventrilo customers have established. SG Dub, which has not aged well, I guess, just because of where the money went. The Bears riding the boats.
Oh, that.
All right, great. Whatever wins. Don't know what's happening in that photo then. Oh, was that story of that bloke? He was the pirate.
Huh?
And
Which
he-
one?
Wait, what's that one down there?
What are you looking at?
I realize I'm trying to point at something you can't see. There's a bunch of people sat down.
Oh, and that's the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, bollocks.
That's
different
technical
Olympic
round.
pick. Yeah, there we go.
It was the technical round of the Great British Bake Off.
Because it never gets the respect it deserves. Yeah.
Yep. A roll up or a pin.
That'd be Cody Rhodes winning at Wrestle.
Cody Rhodes
Oh, no,
winning,
is
yeah.
that Drew McIntyre and CM Punk?
Yes, and it was the Scottish woman reacting to it and shouting at the telly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
All you had to do was leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go home.
Yeah. Invisible Vampiro. Hell yeah. Another thumbnail.
That was just the podcast after Mania,
Oh God.
Ah,
You know,
the big one.
the big one.
When we got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Biggie getting turned on. Phrasing. Popcorn. The smell of popcorn. Yes.
Can't believe
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
just the graphic.
It was,
popcorn.
it's because when Matthew was telling us that he was nominating popcorn, we got you to bring up a picture of popcorn. As if me and Ross had never seen.
What a great moment.
That looks like the bottom half of Sam, is it? Oh, no, it's me trousers.
Trousers.
I thought I was his sleeve. I can
It's
picture
the
Sam
right
wearing
trousers, Gromit.
A sleeve with words on. Very Sam, that.
Hang on, then there's some more trousers. Oh, it's the slimming running trousers. Was
Yeah.
that,
Oh,
that was
Tom's
Tom, right?
Great North Run one, yeah.
Yeah. Then there's even more popcorn.
God knows what's
Go on
happening
the
here.
cinema.
Yeah,
there.
no, the popcorn one, but then this was just the Hall of Fame segment as a whole. You know.
Oh, okay.
Meta.
Oh, very nice. Emperor Ross again.
Me world record.
And your
aye.
lovely kettle.
Yeah, me kettle's there.
And your world record. Fantastic.
Yes.
MGF interviewing Jack and...
No, the other way round.
Inbred
No,
Jack.
that's how I
what
remember
was.
it.
Sorry?
Inbred Jack.
Inbred
Inbred
me.
Jack.
Yeah, that was that was
I
what it
wouldn't
was.
have nominated that.
Who's that in the
you
bottom
wouldn't.
corner?
Yeah, who's that in the bottom
That's
corner?
Gary. That Jack pushed.
Why is he there twice?
Because he won
was-
on his own, and then he
dead.
Because I think the push won, and then I think you felt so bad for Gary that you nominated just
Not for
Gary
his
as
family.
well.
Yeah, obviously
Oh, no,
for his
I think-
family.
Did he come visit you at
I
Christmas?
think I nominated Gary because he made the
Yes.
video, and then the
we
next
watched
week,
it We watched the video and
the next episode of Tiger King, the story deepened, and Maffew and Ross realised that I pushed him.
Assaulted.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman says, "You are not my tribal chief." Jack and
Scottish
That
ladies.
was Jack's crazy prediction.
I won 60 quid.
You put a
couldn't
bet on
believe
it.
I put a $5 on it. And
Wow.
it was like 20 to 1 or something. I don't know. I can't do the math. 12 to 1 or whatever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was there live for it. What a moment.
Oh yeah. In Scotland, yeah.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien.
The Irish.
Oh no. Oh, okay, there we go.
Wait. He's American.
The
Or
Irish.
Canadian.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Canadian is what I said.
Canadian.
Yeah.
It's part Irish.
O'Brien, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
Irish is
I
big,
know.
yeah. Look at him because he's Canadian. Joe Hendry, famous Canadian. Jack reading a book.
Okay.
What's War and Peace doing there?
I can't remember.
But
I remember this rubbish.
I do remember realizing that Tolstoy looks like a really old Richard Tubman. And then we found he does. The man who wrote War and Peace. It doesn't matter.
Then we've got
It wasn't a good pick.
it's Maffew, Pacitti and Jack.
That was, remember Jack's Hall of Fame pick about, it went a bit mental about him stalking that Instagram.
Oh my god, that one was. I forgot about that period for you. Are you all right now,
Yeah,
Jack? You got some rest. You've been on holiday. You've seen Sexy Santa. You're all right
I
now.
hope that came shortly after the shower one when I fell and hit my head.
Bloody
Because that
hell.
would explain it.
How many family pictures did you see on Instagram and you thought, oof, imagine if I was there
No,
around the table with
I've
them at
not.
Christmas.
I've not stalked them for a while.
He's not listening to his family. He's listening to the tables next to him going, would I be better if that was their kid?
I need to go back and stalk that band again and their friend and their wider circle.
No, you
Okay,
please don't.
fair enough.
That's Polish referee.
Oh, he looked like-
looking how I
looked like you.
feel. Ross looking up and he's...
That's my too good to go Toby Carvery, I believe.
Oh,
Why
yes.
have you got the weed thing on your
I
head?
don't know.
You also nominated weed one week.
I
Yeah.
don't even.
That would explain
You're a
why.
weed guy.
That was early on,
Don't
yeah.
even go that way.
Is that just a cheap pop? What will the kids? What do the kids vote for in the Hall of Fame? Drugs.
You got to be tactical in the Hall of Fame sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll say.
You can't just be wanking yourself off willy nilly, can you?
No.
No.
Glad to have a think there. Sorry. Well done as the winner of last year. You get to win this time.
So Feathers McGraw, please, Joe. This is Feathers McGraw as he is presented in Wallace and Gromit. He is
You know that
clearly,
up quick, didn't you?
clearly a penguin. But the gag is he wears a little rubber glove on his head, which turns him into a chicken. Everyone thinks he's a chicken when he's being evil. Fast forward to the picture I've just sent you on Slack there, Joel. I'll try and fill the time. The new film that came out over Christmas is a big chase scene at the end, and we're trying to find Feathers McGraw, who ingeniously there camouflages himself. Clearly, he's a nun. And Wallace, the policeman, the one that Peter Kay plays, goes, oh, sorry, there's the female police officer who's like, whoa, he's over there on that boat. And the policeman Peter Kay plays utters that quote there, that's just an innocent nun out for a pleasure cruise. When that moment happened, oh my God. I can't do it justice. It's in the height of one of the greatest chase scenes I've seen since The Wrong Trousers in film, just in general. And yeah, just that quote there is unbelievable. That's just an innocent nun out for a pleasure cruise.
I didn't even know Peter Kay was in it.
Yeah, he plays the chief constable of the police.
Yeah, he did a bit of voice acting. He's not just doing his voice.
Makes sense.
Good
He's
for him.
from Lancashire.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're from Yorkshire. Wallace and Gromit. They're from one of the two.
They're from Yorkshire.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Lancashire, isn't it?
They don't like
There
one
was a
of them.
debate online. Because they don't.
They go to the border and they go, oh no.
Yeah, because
I've
when it
seen that
says
clip.
something and
they're
stay
in-
out.
Yeah, they're in the Lancashire side.
Yeah, they're in
because
Lancashire.
when
They're
they
not,
go-
yeah, because I remember people going like, I love you, Yorkshire. People going, they're not. Love you, but
I think it's from one of the ones I haven't seen because I don't remember it that
It's
well.
okay.
Okay.
I just don't want you getting in trouble.
I'm glad.
Again.
I need to watch it, but that does sound like a good bit. But please don't spoil
fantastic,
any
yeah.
more.
Nah, I'm not gonna
thing.
say
Oh,
anything
right,
else.
okay.
And you see the bit at the very end, and you paid after the credits. I was like, oh, what's this? And it was just a teaser for the traders.
Is he mad? Is he
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, I thought it was
sorry,
really well done.
all
No,
right.
it's not like a spoiler. It was just like,
I
it's like,
missed that
oh,
bit,
is
yeah.
it? And he just like took something and goes, the traders coming. So it was like, oh, that's good.
I also need to watch the trailers.
Have you seen episode 1?
I'm not.
I saw episode
I was
one
watching the
last night.
Sunderland match. Sunderland.
I cannot believe
2-1.
the way the traitor starts this year is unbelievable.
Really?
3 sacrifices off the bat. That's all
Oh,
I'm saying.
my word.
But you know they say that's not a spoiler.
right, okay,
That's how
right.
they just set it up.
Oh,
Unbelievable scenes.
I need to catch up.
Oh,
My
anyway.
favourite bit of that whole thing was when he's Feathers McGraw. This is breaking into Wallace's computer and pretend you're not a robot, he goes, all right, identify these 3 things that are cheese. And he's like, all right, that's cheese. And it shows a picture of the moon, and he's just like, Does I think about it and clicks that. I was like, oh, well done.
It's a callback.
Well done. Look, this is nostalgia bait. And you know what? I loved every bit of it.
It was fantastic. But that scene there was probably the pinnacle for me. Yeah. And also the North News presenter. Named Anton Deck.
Anton Deck.
It's classic stuff. That's going to be lost on all of America.
Oh, yeah, got like, if you're from a specific part of England. Ooh. But yeah. So, wow, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for taking my Hall of Fame pick. So I'll...
Well, no, I'm going to nominate that particular line from the film. I didn't know you came with that one.
I'm going to nominate for this. Oh, no, I'm being foolish,
you can have
course. You can have...
It's a win for everybody. Split
the vote.
I can't talk today. It's the 2nd of January. It's too early to be doing this bollocks.
Yeah.
I felt like the ref who was supervising the Newcastle game on Boxing Day who kept missing goals. I understand that.
On Boxing Day?
He's that kind of goal disallowed.
Oh, the Aston Villa game.
Rightly disallowed.
3-0, classic.
Oh, no, wait, I'm thinking
First time watching bloody football match with my dad and Newcastle won. No longer the Albatross.
Oh,
on
because
fire.
John Duran got wrongly sent off. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, he kicked him in the back. You can not land the foot on someone's back, John Duran.
Anyway.
He's been banned for more now.
He kicked a water bottle. Do you see it?
Oh, did he? Is that why? Oh, right, fair enough.
Thousands of children got wet.
So... No, I can't. No, you've taken that, man.
No, I haven't, Maffew. Don't ruin the new year. You take that.
I'm ruining New Year. Look.
I'm having a particular
Mine's a
quote
better
from
quality.
film.
Ha ha.
There you go.
Fellas McGraw. You may know this person from everything Ross has just said 2 seconds ago.
One of film's great bad boys.
Again, one of my
God,
favourite.
that's
He's up there
one
with
of
the
film's
best.
great bad boys.
Darth Vader.
Maul.
Darth Maul.
I remember hating him in the wrong trousers, to be fair. He's
Darth
a good,
Maul?
No, he's a good heel. Yeah.
Well, the story about them was Wallace is trying to make more money, so rents out his room to
Yeah.
him, and then he basically takes over from Gromit by licking ass.
Gromit gets basically kicked out, yeah. It's that sad scene where Gromit's on his own outside.
Oh, it really gets you.
But don't worry.
And he
It
stays
all
there.
works out.
He's playing that awful song on the radio, and then Middlesbrough comes in. He's not even been in the house all day, and he breaks down crying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
He gets him back, though. He gets his revenge, does Gromit.
he
Good
certainly
lad.
does. But
I
there's
love
so
that
many.
bit. It's so good.
One of the great chase scenes.
It's unbelievable.
Until the next chase scene, I guess,
Yeah.
in the barges. But
Gromit is one of the great good boys of film.
absolutely, he gets a good pat on the head at the end of that. He's very happy. But favorite moment in the wrong trousers. Oh, that'll be good. I'll say the wrong trousers then. You want to say this new one?
Oh.
Oh, go on then.
Go on then.
Tete-a-tete.
Wrong trousers where he's in disguise because he's got a washing up glove on his head. And he says, "Have you seen this chicken?" And so he's got this on and he takes it off dramatically. And Willow goes, "Good grief, it's you!"
For wrestling fans, it's comparable to when Mankind took his mask off and Cactus Jack was there and Triple H couldn't contain himself.
Yeah, that's what Triple H yelled.
Good grief.
Good grief. Oh, another thing, by the way, obviously I know that Peter Salas, he passed away a while ago, but I know that he did a lot of recording beforehand. I genuinely didn't know it was him. It wasn't him until it came up with the credits at the end.
Yeah.
So well done for that person doing the impression.
Jimmy Carter, the American president, died the other day.
Yeah.
Apparently, I saw this online, he's the only ever president to have visited Newcastle. Apparently,
I didn't know that.
Apparently, he said there was pictures from like the 60s or 70s or whenever it was.
So the other day, the press conference he holds, and he says something.
He says, "Away the lads."
Yeah.
But I saw a comment that said, "Ich bin ein Greg sausage."
That's
Yeah,
good. That's good.
It was very good. But
I was going to say, what was he doing in Newcastle?
I don't know. I couldn't work it out. There was lots of pop-ups and that on the Chronicle. I was like,
Oh, it's on the... Forget it.
yeah. Also, they didn't really tell you why. I was like, where's the journalism? The Chronicle. Sorry.
Yeah. It's come from wrestling podcasters talking about Wallace and Gromit for 10 minutes. So, yeah, mine's wrong trousers. Yours is a...
Vengeance most foul.
Foul, F-O-W-L. What is yours, Jack?
I'm going for Magnus Carlsen again because
Makes sense.
I'm gonna. I suppose I'll write it in as like Magnus Carlsen brackets again, because I was a week out, wasn't I? I chose the wrong week. What did I choose him for? For the promo for the King of the Ring Austin 316-esque. I don't know what god my opponent believed in, but he was helping me. I was like, now, since then, it's all kicked off. There was the jeans gate,
Crazy.
where they wanted to stop him from playing because he was in jeans. But I think they went back on that and went, no, you can play, it's all right. And he wore his jeans again. But there's more this week where he's like, him and his opponent aren't taking the competition seriously or something, and they've like pre-agreed to draw the match. And there's allegations now.
I haven't seen about that, really?
Allegations of match fixing stuff. It's been non-stop. Basically, I think the long and short of it is, from browsing the r/chess Reddit.
Oh, hell yeah.
subreddit, which is a bit of a minefield if you're not. I'm not that knowledgeable. I know the rules of chess, and that's about it. But from what I can tell, Carlson's. A lot of people think he's trying to undermine the authority of FIDE, which is the FIFA of chess. And in doing so, people think, is he going to try and establish his own rebel organization, his own new chess,
NWO,
his new chess world,
chess.
yeah, the CWO. So yeah, I'm gonna have to nominate him again because he's taken over the world.
It's a good pick. This. It's a developing story.
That could be like Phil Taylor back in the day.
I'm interested that you said that you've seen him all over, because I thought it was just my algorithm, but no, he's been making.
It might just because I've been sat in this room and we've said his name 50
and he
times.
appeared.
Yeah,
I believe
I've been Magnus Carlsen.
Clap.
But no, yeah, it's all.
Yeah, I saw similar to you, what people were dressed as on r/hobby drama, and people going, we'll just summarize this and bring it to you. You're like, hell yeah. And they were saying, like, yeah, that he wants to wear jeans. He says it's not that big of a deal, but he just wants to undermine and just shows how old-fashioned everyone is. Well, I can't wear jeans.
He's also, I think one of his opponents often that he clashes with is Hans Niemann, who has been accused of cheating before, although it was never proven. And Magnus does not like him. He doesn't like him at all.
Oh.
Magnus is like the cool bad boy. He's a bit of an anti-hero, I think, but this other lad's a full heel. Like, he's just fully...
Hans Niemann can't be anything but a heel.
Yeah, with that name.
That name.
And his interviews, he comes across really like... Ugh.
Let's have a look at Hans Niemann.
Oh,
please, Joel.
I'm not saying he is. He gives huge...
It's just going to be like a normal-looking guy, isn't it?
No, he gives huge incel energy, I'm afraid.
Slicked back blonde hair. Oh, no. Oh! That's an evil professor if I've ever seen one
It's
in my
like
life.
the chess world's got all these characters.
He
It's
plays
amazing.
with chemicals on a Sunday morning, this guy. Grandmaster Heinz Niemann.
Yeah, they're all grandmasters.
Banging it.
It's not just him who's grandmaster.
All right.
Magnus Carlsen's a grandmaster.
No, that's his
as well.
title. He won it.
They're all grandmasters at that level.
Oh.
But it's not...
I thought God, that one
I would
that you
love it
just
if his
said.
first name was Grandmaster.
I thought it was like KFC thing, yeah.
There's so many characters in the chess world.
How do you get to a grandmaster then? What do you start as?
Yeah, I don't know. You've got to reach a certain rating.
A Padawan.
And I think all the top lads are like between
Padawan.
2,500 and 3,000 rating. Magnus Carlsen's the highest in the world.
And he started as a rookie.
Okay.
I love that you said, like, oh, look at his chess winner. It's clearly an insult. I was like, yes, he's a chess grandmaster.
Yeah, but
You're dressed as
Carlsen's a handsome man in some pictures.
He got accused of cheating, this Hans Niemann, but it turns out they could only prove that he cheated online. They couldn't work out.
Oh, I
how
think
he
I've heard
cheated
about a
in
few
person.
people who were like
Yeah,
being accused of cheating online during like COVID
They
or
thought
whatever.
he was
like,
wearing a vibrator inside him. What? No,
That
do you
was
remember
such
that? Yeah,
that was such a ridiculous
him.
thing because I read about
was
that
him.
and there was like it was one person who said it. There was absolutely no evidence to support anything he said, but they started to do scanners because of the attention it got because of the insanity of it.
Is that the vibrator on the left picture there?
Maybe.
He's got in his hand.
Can't see.
Go left, Joel. Keep going left. Keep going left. That's the one there. Is that the vibrator there?
I see.
That he had shoved up his ass.
Right.
Yes, thank you, Ross.
Cheers, thank you. All the best for the new year.
Yep, there we go. Yeah,
He reminds
there's
me
that lad humour that we're known for.
He reminds me a bit of like Mandark from Dexter's Lab or something like that. He's like a villain.
It's a chess master.
Yeah. What do you mean? Of course he's. Yeah.
He's horrible, isn't he?
He's a great heel though. You need that.
Yeah.
You need a great. Magnus Carlsen's only as good as his biggest adversaries, and he's one of them.
I hate him, me.
I've known him for 5 seconds and I hate him.
Imagine if chess was like the darts. Like you go live and everyone gets really drunk. It's like, "Yeah!"
I've never watched it. Is it like?
He moves his paw.
Is there any atmosphere at the darts
No,
with the win?
A dart?
At the chess, sorry. when
No,
they
I
win.
watched it.
It's all these drunk lads dressed as chess pieces at the
Just
front.
before the first Magnus Carlsen story, it had been the Chess World Championships, which is just a one-on-one match that takes place over like 2 weeks.
There's a guy, yeah.
They're in like a sealed room, and the journalists all watch through glass. It's so
Oh,
silent,
my
and, like,
God.
and they take like 20 minutes over each move. Like one of them will just get up and go to the toilet or something. The other one sat there. It's boring. But like fascinating in its own way.
There's a guy who goes, "The Queen's Gambit."
I see that Luke Littler's the favourite now.
Yeah.
The others have dropping like flies.
Yeah,
apparently.
Humphries has been knocked out by Peter Wright. Snake bite.
But
Peter
he's out
Wright.
as well now.
Yeah, he's out now as well.
Geordie Man's in still.
Chris Dobie is
And
still in there.
Is MVG still in
He
as
is,
well?
yeah.
Oh.
God,
But I want
All these
Mr.
exciting
Stephen
sports.
Bunn to win, Maffew. That's the one. The People's Champion, Stephen Bunn.
People's Champ.
The one that comes out of titanium by Sia.
Can you remember what Stephen Bunn looks like?
Bunting.
Bunting.
He used to
Oh,
look
because
like,
he's always celebrating. I get
looked
it.
like Peter Griffin back in the day, but now he's a bit older.
That's a proper
That's
actor.
That's
Yeah.
a baby face.
It's
Only
the
a chess
same-
malarkey.
That's
He's
a darts player.
He's the same age as Cristiano Ronaldo. He is unbelievably fantastic. He did a video just before the World Champions. He's like, how I'm preparing. He's like, I come in my room for 3 hours and I sit down and play Fortnite for 4 hours.
He
That's
plays
how
Fortnite.
What a man.
He's brilliant. I love Stephen Bunton. Comes out with titanium by Sia. He's got such stage presence. Meltzer would love him. That live performance.
Live show
presence,
charisma.
That's the one. When he's miming along, he's like, I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. He's got all the movements. I've just done a Trump there. There's nothing related to that.
Does Littler still come out of green light?
He does, yeah.
Good.
He loves wrestling.
Yeah, he does.
Deep down. Anyway,
I bet he knows us. I bet he does.
I've sent him many drunk DMs. It's not happening.
Has he not replied?
No,
I love you. I'll call you Big Bigler.
Big Bigler.
Well, you know,
It's Big Bigler, Luke Littler. Quite works, yeah.
I'll,
got on board with that.
Magnus Carlsen again. But I'm gonna keep abreast of this chess situation because I feel like the more
You should say chess, yeah.
the more we go through the world of chess, I think more characters are going to emerge. And it's going to become like a wrestling promotion itself.
It sounds it. I mean,
Yeah,
this
there's
is why
characters
people
all
say,
over
like,
the
look,
place.
narratives and stories, that's what gets people in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these are some amazing stories.
2 weeks is too long, though. I mean, Test cricket gets criticised for 5 days.
I'm
Can
thinking
you get a picture of him with
jeans.
jeans on? Sorry. For
I'm
and
thinking of
he does
going-
look like Bulldog in 99.
I think there's a picture of him very proudly with his jeans on
Look
Twitter.
how sexy he looks in that top left one. Metro. Oh,
That's the one. That's,
okay,
what he's-
yeah.
that's the one he took after he got let in with his jeans. He's like, look, I've got my
He's
jeans.
doing
I've
the
got my
oh,
jeans
oh
on.
dear, oh dear.
Red flag. Jeans with black shoes.
Oh.
Red flag.
Magnus Carlsen was 1 minute and 11 seconds late for 3-minute game. Was buying new pair of jeans days after this.
That's not. What is this world?
What's that video? But is
that real or not?
Carlsen jeans controversy. This isn't about the jeans.
What a thumbnail.
I have to subscribe to
genius.
Chess YouTube now to find out what's happening.
This isn't about the jeans. I saw my favorite thumbnail of all time. My favorite thumbnail of all
Chess
time
reaction
was
channels, here we go. Go on,
it was a video called like the biggest scandal in like Paralympics history or something.
Oh, yes.
And it's like, oh, I wonder what the biggest scandal is. The thumbnail was just the words they weren't disabled.
I know the exact one you're talking about. Yeah,
That's
come up many a time
You
on
can't
the
put
thing.
that spoiler in the thumbnail. Oh, anyway.
Well, no spoilers here. It's a great week for Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So we've got the wrong trousers.
A foul most vengeful. Oh my god! A vengeance. Oh! A vengeance most foul.
And
Tell you what.
Magnus Carlsen,
Brackets
Jeans
again.
Diddler.
No, Magnus Carlsen again.
Oof. If any of you are still awake after that, you can go to patreon.com/Cultaholic. The 2025 predictions. Ooh,
Huge.
massive.
Gnarly. Sorry.
Thank you. I was going to say, that's good, that, but he was too busy looking at pictures of jeans anyway, so.
No, I'm looking at my notes.
Don't be silly, you need notes. So, start off with Rumble winners. This is the Royal Rumble in February this year.
February the 1st, yeah.
That's still February.
It is weird. It is.
It is very
You're
strange.
not going to mulligan it in like golf. It's still February.
Does that
Not
mean
a
we've
short
got
month.
Elimination Chamber in February as well, or has that been pushed back to March?
Ooh.
Oh, let me have a look while you tell us who you think's going to win the Rumble.
Who's starting off?
You can.
Go on, then you go.
Men's and women's? Should I do both?
Do both.
Do both.
My
Be
men's
cool.
one is John Cena. Oh, Matthew looks. It's not what I want to happen. It's what I think's going to happen.
Yeah, take your heart out of it.
Yeah, John Cena.
No.
Because I think that I think we'll talk about it more in the WrestleMania main event section. But I think he will get a big title match at WrestleMania, and I think that I don't think you'd have John Cena win the Elimination Chamber. They could do, but I think the quickest way to do that is with a big Rumble win. It would also be would it be his third Rumble win? It would level him with Austin and Michael. Just Austin.
Just Austin.
He's only won it. He's the only one who's won it 3 times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sexy boy.
Michaels was 95, 96.
Yeah.
And that was it, I think.
Yeah.
Austin was 97, 98, 01.
That's right.
Yes. It would level
So
Cena.
Cena was 08.
The Ryback
13.
year.
Yeah.
The Ryback year.
You're right, though. Yeah. Bastard. What's the other year Cena won then?
I think that's it. I think he's only won it twice. So I think this would level him with
Okay.
Austin.
Yeah.
He's featured in other ones heavily, of course. He nearly won.
5.
He nearly won over. Well,
Shinsuke!
so yeah, John Cena, and then the women's one, I've gone for a returning Charlotte Flair.
Boo!
It's not what I'd want. I think because there's never been a 2-time women's Rumble winner, and it's quite short history. But all the big names you'd expect have won it. So like Asuka, Becky, Charlotte herself, Bayley won it last year. Rhea Ripley's won it already. I think maybe now they'll be like, right, we've done enough unique winners. Now it's time to do the first 2-time winner. And I think not that WWE have a history of giving accolades to Charlotte Flair or anything, but I think they might give it to her. They might give her this one. Might throw her a bone. There you go.
Good girl. Okay, I can see your thought process there. I've seen a lot of other people. I went like that for Cena, not because of you. You're a lovely human being. It's just because I've seen people say the exact same. I want John Cena to do this, and you know me. I like nostalgia when it's plasticine chickens in the skies. It's when it's nostalgia bait for stuff like this. I'm like, you can just have him appear.
He doesn't need a reason for a match at WrestleMania. It's John Cena.
Yeah.
Just give him one.
We're so used to these
I
Disney
agree.
endings for everything. I'm like, no, he's all right.
No, I agree with you. Yeah,
But then again, it would have people going absolutely acca. So
it would. Not me, but I think that might well happen.
And I think Charlotte, will be interesting to see if now we're in the Triple H era. Charlotte's one of those people that has been obviously very, very heavily featured in the previous era. Is Charlotte a Triple H person?
Of course she is. Go back to the early days of NXT. That's one of his children.
He's a big fan of her dad as well. Probably helps. Yeah, he wishes he was him sometimes.
Yeah.
And he was him in Japan against Tajiri that time.
Yes.
That we all saw.
that was so great.
Tajiri's coming to Newcastle, by the way.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's north of announced him for next summer. This summer.
Just come and see the dart.
He's been announced for the big show, Thunderstruck, yeah.
Goodness me.
I know.
And the Elimination Chamber is March the 1st.
Oh my God, everything's off.
It's weird, though.
WrestleMania in May.
On the moon. But yeah, so what have you got, Ross?
Similar vibes, really. Similar vibes. John Cena, I went for the men's,
okay.
last eliminating CM Punk, maybe thanks to Rollins. I was spitballing here, spitballing. And then a returning Becky Lynch.
Oh,
I went for the ladies. I think
that's more like it.
That's a little story about her acting role is obviously true, but I think it might be put out there to throw people off the scent, so to speak, of a potential return. Because she was featured on the Raw Netflix advert, so I've leapt on that.
Okay.
And I think
Didn't notice
the division needs her back because I feel like Rhea and Liv's feud is coming to an end on Raw this week. They've mentioned the promos over Christmas that it's got to come to an end. It's the last one, this, that, and the other. And I think it needs Becky to get the division as a whole back on track because it has lost its way a bit.
So yeah, the division has just been those two for the past 6 months. So absolutely. Yeah, I can see that being very nice. It's because it's division's in jeopardy.
Why? But she'll not get no points here. She'll get all of them.
Yay!
Including a big belt.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is a question: who's going to win the Rumble? I'm going to. Those are both good. I've already said Cena, and I've already agreed with you, so I'll move on to me because I'm egotistical
Go
like that. Jade making her RoboCop-esque comeback. You know,
Can see it happening.
she's a bit more flexible than RoboCop, and just Bianca Belair going, "Oh, hi Jade," like it's good to see you back.
Do you think it was Bianca Belair?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, come on.
CCTV's getting whapped out
Yeah,
soon.
oh,
Yeah, absolutely. Triple H.
Bianca!
Wow, I can't
What would
believe
be
it.
her motivation for doing such a thing?
Stealing the spotlight.
Yeah, taking my position on the card, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the tag team division. We got rid of you. I can rise up.
That one time she fell on a springboard. Bianca's never got over that. She's like, oh, you embarrassed us.
I hope Jade's got a new gimmick, though, because I saw Tom quoted a picture of Jade that she must have uploaded recently. It was just today. If you wouldn't mind getting Tom's Twitter.
she's not wearing jeans
Is it a bit
again,
not
she-
safe for work? I don't think she's wearing much at all.
She's got enough on. She's covered
Hang on.
She's covered in jam. Covered in jam. I was thinking like if she does
Gromit.
if she does make the return at the Rumble, she should cover herself in jam.
In jam.
No one will get her over the top rope then. She'll be too slippery.
Are we allowed to show?
Probably not. No.
I think that's fine.
Bloody hell.
I think it's a bit too bloody.
Oh, grayscale it, baby. Anyway, she's covered herself in jam, and I think she should do that at the Rumble.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
How can you pick someone up covered in jam?
Well, it's funny you say that, because next week, live on the podcast. And as for who's going to win the men's Rumble, well, I mean, anybody would... The fun thing about the current period in WWE is there's so many people that could win it, and it would be great.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a cop-out, but no, to put them over by what a great thing this is right now. Drew, fantastic pick, because he wants his blue revenge, especially as he goes, right, you know, there's people I named or listed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll eliminate them in this match then. But then, again, if with, you know, Punk and Rollins, if they finish each other off, Joel. Did anyone else hear that?
I know. Yeah.
Disgusting. Well, they then I want another shot at you. Goes, well, I'm past you now. I've got main event of WrestleMania to be thinking about. Oh, what do you know about the main event of WrestleMania, Punk?
Roman.
And all that. Roman, again, so many great picks. But if you put a gun to my head because you're the weirdest killer that's ever lived, and say Rumble winner, I'd say Drew, just because of the delicious promos we'll get. That won't confuse me like Punk and Rollins did last time.
I still need to watch it in its entirety. But
It was good, the intensity was there and stuff, but it was just like, I'm like, now, who are you supposed to be? Are you Austin in this scenario? Because no one sees you like that.
It was good by and large, but there was a couple of lines where it's just like Rollins speaking about the revolution. Like, you can't be part of a revolution when you're even the prime time player of the number one promotion in the world. You're not Roman Reigns, if anyone, you know. That didn't quite make sense to me, but yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
I'm
also,
all right,
one bad, messy, not even say bad, but messy promo doesn't ruin a good feud, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was good. Just a couple of lines, wasn't it? I forget what Punk's was that made me go, ooh, but something did.
Oh, it's when Punk went, you're dressed like a gay.
Oh, that was weeks ago. That.
Oh, no, sorry.
Liberace's cool, man.
And yeah, when Punk looked at the camera, not that there's anything wrong with that.
He referenced AEW, didn't he? When you went to the
yes.
competition and look how that worked
How that
out.
worked for you. When Rollins went after the children bit, you don't know what children feels like, do you?
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah, he hates kids. I love you, Rollins.
No,
No, Punk.
He's saying that because he's got kids and Punk doesn't.
Yeah. Because Punk had to go.
Oh, I love you, Punk. You don't have kids.
It's the Chris Coleman argument from Son Until I Die. Where a fan gives him abuse in the car park and he's like, I've got a wife and kids. How can I be a dickhead?
Elimination Chamber winners in March in Toronto.
Men's CM Punk. I think he will also
I think
be
we'll just skip ahead and have all these answers here, including who's going to be the AEW Women's World Champion. Is CM Punk from Jack this year. Go on, pal.
I haven't picked CM Punk yet. I picked John Cena.
Last eliminating who?
I didn't say.
Anyway, sorry, what have we got, pal?
CM Punk for the Elimination Chamber. I think that his favour from Paul Heyman. I don't think Paul's got enough sway in kayfabe to get him in the WrestleMania main event, but I think he could wangle him like a spot in the match or something like that in the chamber, and I think that'll lead to him getting a title shot. Yeah, I wouldn't say against who yet, but that's next. The next question. The women's one, I really struggled with this one. I wasn't sure who, but I ended up going with Bianca because even though I played devil's advocate before, I also think she attacked Jade. And I think that would maybe further get her in a big spotlight match at WrestleMania, maybe against a returning Jade or something like that. I think Bianca will win the Chambray.
That makes sense. Yeah, agree with both those picks. And see Punk doing well there. So
That was my other point as well. At first, I had Punk in for the Rumble, and I swapped him to the Elimination Chamber because I didn't Punk. After the Hell in a Cell and stuff, he likes to portray himself as like, I'm really grizzled and tough, like I'm really hard, and I think he'd want to win the Chamber more than the Rumble. I think he'd want to emerge from it all battered and that.
I'd be worried putting Punk in a Rumble than Elimination Chamber, even months apart.
He got injured in the Rumble as well.
He did.
That was because of a future shock.
That's right. It became the best thing of the year in WWE. What have you got, Ross?
It's what I think will happen, not what I want to happen. Remember, John Cena to retain his shot at Cody's title for WrestleMania against all of the
you're
odds.
going all in on this then?
And then some, yes.
To
Because
retain the shot.
yeah, well, Drew McIntyre went through something similar last year.
Right.
I do declare. I think I read that on Wikipedia correctly this morning. I might not have. I'm in a different time zone.
No,
I'm pretty sure that was to retain his shot for WrestleMania. And then Rhea Ripley to retain her title in the women's, as she will take the title from Liv on Raw next week. And she'll also have some sort of deck stacked against her as well.
Ooh.
Many decks will be stacked inside that chamber, I tell you.
So you think the women's one will be for the belt?
For the belt.
And Rhea, yeah, that makes... I'd like to change mine now to agree with Ross. I think that's correct.
Okay. Yes, you are right, by the way. Drew did retain that shot and was such a forgettable match.
Oh.
I mean, it was.
I can't remember it.
Who else was in it?
Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton.
Oh, I remember Logan Paul coming back in to screw LA Knight, I think, maybe. He'd been
No, it was
eliminated.
AJ Styles that flew all the way out.
No, in the chamber, I'm sure that Logan was meant to be... He'd already been pinned, but then before he got like helped out, he screwed someone. I can't remember.
And the main event was Ripley versus Nia Jax.
In fact, he might have played a factor in the finish, Logan Paul.
52,000 people.
We were all just thinking about The Rock at that point and what's going to happen on the other side of the card.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry, I'm blown away by that. So, in the women's, I think what I visualize, what I think will happen will be like Jade not realizing to begin with, like, oh, what's happening with that? No, we're just still teaming up, you know. Naomi's just keeping your belt warm and all that, and she's kind of friendly. And then in Elimination Chamber, like, Belair just pins Jade, whatever. Oh, I think what'll be good is to go, Bailey must have attacked you. And that's a moment, like, Jade's about to beat up Bailey, and then, Belair gets her. Then would I have, like, Bailey just... it wouldn't make sense to have like, her win and go on then, would it?
All we know is that it wasn't Piper Niven. That's all we know.
Oh, yeah.
It could even be Jade.
Kojak.
It could even be Jade herself doing an Eddie Thor. Throwing herself onto the car.
And then I think Belair, trying to like weasel out of it, going, well, you know, I just took advantage of the situation. Yeah, Belair wins the Elimination Chamber. But Jade just like, nah, it was you, wasn't it?
And then what? Jade will beat her at Mania.
Yeah.
Bianca's the Undertaker of the women's division. She's never lost at WrestleMania. She's on like 3-0 or something.
I can see it being a longer feud. So maybe winning at Mania via dirty means. I'll go, it was me, Jade. It was me all along.
It's an interesting one. I changed my answer to Ross's, but I'm glad we've got Bianca representation in there.
Thank you. Yes. Well done. As for the men's, so if Drew is winning the Rumble, I can't have him win every bloody thing, can I? Damn it.
Of course you can.
Why would I need? I can see him going, why would I need to do that? I did that last year, you know, when I got screwed, so I'm not going to do it again. Because I like Drew, he's smart now. He goes, have the other idiots fight for it and do whatever. Yeah, and I can see that. So then, I can see Roman win. And maybe it's just an all bloodline related elimination chamber.
That sounds like something Triple H would like,
Yeah. Or a bloodline in every corner. And and Roman going, yeah, it's me, idiot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The temptation to have Jacob for 2 is there, but I don't think, not yet.
Yeah.
He's getting there, but not yet.
Next year is the year of Jacob.
Yeah, he'll look really, really, like the CM Punk 3-on-1 match, he'll look really, really good, and then he'll beat him.
Yeah.
So, yes. So then we move on to WrestleMania main events. Oof, 2 whole nights.
Oh, yeah. So building off, are we doing this? Are we specifying which one's night 1 and which one's night 2?
I've written down Saturday night :
Okay.
and then Sunday night :
So the big casualty for my predictions here is the big casualty for my predictions here is the women's division, because I think that Triple H will go for a double male main event this year, just because he doesn't. I don't know if it is maybe partly due to the lack of like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair star power at the minute, but also he's not really held up his end of the bargain either of investing real time and effort into the storylines, minus maybe Rhea and Liv. So I think this year, unfortunately, I do think it'll be just all male main events because there's too many big stars as well at the top of the men's card. People are going to miss out. Big names are going to miss out on main events. Night 1, I've gone for Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Night 2, I've gone for
Last time ever.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Cody would win, but I don't know because they'd probably like to have Cena as the 17-time.
I think that'd be very self-destructive to all the good stuff they've done with Cody.
Well, he would win it back, I guess. Anyway, we'll get onto the belts, what's going to happen with the belts later on. And night 2, I've gone for Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Gunther's a big casualty here because I've had Roman beating him on the road to WrestleMania for the belt. Maybe Kaiser gets involved or something like that as well. Gunther should be protected a bit in defeat. But I feel like haven't there been rumors of Roman versus Punk? Or like, hasn't it been floated as a possible match?
I think we've seen everything the past few weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to... I struggled with this one because I was pretty convinced on Cody versus Cena, but I don't know about this one. But I'll go Roman versus Punk just because it's a huge match and it doesn't look like, at least at the time of recording, it doesn't look like The Rock's going to be back this year. If The Rock was involved again, I'd go Rock Cody because Rock seems to hate Cody and want to beat him. And I don't want that to happen. God, he buries him all the time.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Ross, what have you got?
Saturday night, I've gone Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Tribal warfare with the Ula Fala on the line.
Nice.
I think that Rock will get involved in Raw somehow, and the Ula Fala will be the centre of his attentions, apart from Roman Reigns, obviously, himself.
I prefer that to Rock Cody, definitely.
Yeah. Then Sunday night, Cena versus Rhodes, where Rhodes will win, in my opinion. Surely,
you got Cena winning, you got Cena.
big passing of the torch where
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Cody becomes John.
I think Cena would win and then Cody would win a rematch, yeah.
Backlash.
Yeah.
There will be some, yes.
There would be a big backlash if Cena won. Yeah.
Interesting.
Backlash.
But I'm with the same as you. Like, yeah, let's put women up top, but no,
Oh
just
my
because
God.
of Triple H, you're right.
Backlash 25 is in Mexico.
Whoa!
When in December.
Can I change my Rumble winner to Dominic Mysterio?
I mean, that's according to enforcethesport.com. I don't know if that's the most...
I've never heard of them. What's the sport?
Enforcethesport.
Wow. That's good. I like that.
It's a good thing to chant.
Raise your fists. Enforce the sport.
That's outside the chess.
I think it is in Mexico.
That was interesting.
Maybe. I don't know, Jeff. It
Oh,
will be
anyway.
hosted in Mexico.
Okay.
Unless this is Enforce the Sports Twitter that's loaded. No, it's WrestleVotes via Triple H.
Oh, okay, Russell. Okay, we can trust them. So, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah, WrestleMania main events, the same thing you've said. Yeah, like a star power and the fact that there's only two women and they've done nothing but feud each other for 6 months and that didn't headline any of the pay-per-views. So, we'll move on to the men, and now it's who is Cody going to defend the title against? And if they're not going to do Rock Roman, which seems to be the one they've been building up to, or Rock Cody, the idea of maybe doing Cody Roman 3
Ooh, they
to
could
finish
do.
the trilogy is there, just to go, all right, so you're a good guy now. So, all right, yeah, look, we'll have a match. I want to see if I can beat you without the gimmicks, without the bloodline shenanigans, and having Cody beat Roman clean will be a nice way. Just, I don't think there's any reason for Cody to lose a title. Triple H made it clear that Cody's a license to print money at this point. Roman had the title for about 40 years, so yeah, you can have just go into Mania and retain it, no problem.
That is interesting because I think Roman's also a license to print money for Triple H.
So, but that's the point. They're both mega stars, put them in the main event against each other. And just that little, they don't need a lot of antagonism, just a little bit of like, well, a one elimination chamber, and just that will he, won't he aspect of it.
Do you remember,
Lots of Roman look at his hands. You know.
do you remember the mailbag, the last podcast, where someone pointed out that Cody looks like Derek Okora?
I've not watched his bedtime story yet.
No,
Derek
sir.
Okora.
No.
Fire.
Mary
No,
loves-
no.
No.
The whale, the littlest whale or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, he must have cried about Dustin. 'Cause it was about a little whale and its big brother whale, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah.
I hope
And that whale had a dad.
I hope one of the whales is all gold and sparkly. Who could it be?
like whales tend to be. He's got gig marks in his forehead. So that's, like one or two. Nah, it could be night two. No, I haven't got anything else to follow that. And then the other end of the scale, one thing we haven't mentioned is Punk Rollins.
Oh, again, a rematch.
Yes.
If they're not, just the fact that they've mentioned the WrestleMania main event aspect of it. Punk going, all right, you were able to beat me this time, but how about this time in the blah, blah, blah.
I thought you were going to go
Oh.
Punk Gunter.
No, because if I said that, I'd then say Gunther has to win, and you might go for me. I'm scared of you right now. I'm very vulnerable.
Apparently they had a class house show match in Chicago the other day. Yes, I think it was a cage match.
Oh.
Punk got screwed by Dom, who slammed the cage door in his face when he was about to win the belt.
Damn it.
God damn.
What the hell, Gunter?
I think just to screw Punk, I
My
suppose.
goodness.
Haven't they been house show nemesis for ages?
Nemesis.
That's who Punk had on the...
You know that whole Dom Gunther partnership they've got going on TV right now.
That'd be quite funny. That'd be
Dankeschön.
The Ring Generals.
Yeah, real salute each other at the very end.
I really want that to happen. That's very good.
Gunther inexplicably joins the Judgment Day.
So Punk Rollins 2, assuming this first one.
Oh no, I was going to go the chopping tenders. Trying to amalgamate
that's
chicken
good.
tenders and chopping.
That's good.
It didn't work at all.
Chopping tenders.
The chopping tenders. He did eat one in the ring, shoot style, Dominic, last weekend.
Shoot style.
Yeah, someone passed him a chicken tendy from the crowd, and he was just like,
Yeah.
"Meh, meh, meh, meh."
Nice.
That would be nice, actually. Like Gunther teaches Dom a new hold every week. He helps him win matches or whatever.
But Dom can't stop doing the crossface chicken wing. Because he loves.
He's on a roll.
But tenders and wings are different, Ross. I can see the plot holes in it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Happy New
I
Year.
thought you meant chicken wing. And Gunther's like, oh, Dom. Gunther actually really likes Dom and hates the rest of Judgment Day. Quiet, everybody. Dom is speaking.
Oh, they got a new theme as well this week. Did you see it?
Oh.
Oh, they've been Deaf Rebels, good and proper. It is awful.
You'll never guess it's got some digital sort of synthesized drums going on.
Yeah.
It's got dark atmospheric music. It's
Finn
got some
Balor seems to
rapping.
like it, but he's the only one.
Oh, that's how you know he's a heel. He likes the new song.
They'll walk out really slowly, but it doesn't. Nothing about it screams. It's the Judgment Day. Here they come.
Well, nothing about the Judgment Day screams that at this point, are they? They're about to fall apart.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Maybe that's it. It's symbolism. Anyway, Money in the Bank winners.
Okay. So for the men's one, I've got Bron Breakker, but I wouldn't want him to do the typical. I think the looming threat of Bron Breakker with the briefcase is enough to put the willies up any champion in WWE. But I think that I'd rather he did a Rob Van Dam and called his shot ahead of time because I want him to be really brave and cool.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a heel, but it's just not working.
I don't think he'd be a heel for much longer. Just even if they don't turn him, I think they won't be able to keep him a heel for much longer. And I like the idea of him having the briefcase, maybe calling it ahead of time. But even if not, just him running down to the ring with the briefcase. I just like the idea of that. I also think the match itself would be really fun with him in it, spearing lads through ladders and Bron Breakker.
Say, yeah.
My women's one is Roxanne Perez from NXT. I think just give her a push really quickly. We don't need to wait around with Roxanne anymore. We know how good she is in the ring, and her promos have improved a lot over the past 2 years or whatever. So just get her on the main roster. Give her the briefcase straight away. Keep her as a heel though. Keep her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she can't be babyface.
No.
Not now.
I'm assuming she'll be on the main roster by the. There's an NXT question later on, isn't there?
There
We'll talk
is,
about
yes.
okay.
I don't think she will, though. Ooh, spoiler.
Whoa.
She's only 12. So you loads of time for
Do you
that
remember
sort
her
of
first
stuff.
vignette? I loved playing the video games and playing as myself in the WWE video games. She's come a long
My
way.
mum had to buy it for me because I couldn't reach over the counter.
She's come a long way.
Yes. And what have you got, Ross?
I've gone West. It's a bit of a stab in the dark, the Money in the Bank winners, but I've gone Xavier Woods for the men's.
Yeah.
I think they might capitalise on the heat. We've had obviously Big E's moment with the world title, Kofi's moment with the world title. This could be a vehicle to get Woods into the world title to complete the set. And the women's, I was really, because obviously you're looking for someone who's a pretender to the main event scene who could eventually be a proper bona fide main eventer, unless they're Austin Theory, lol. I don't know why I had to say lol. I still think he's very good.
Austin Theory.
Piper Niven I went for. She might get the sort of machine push this year, whereby you get put in any willy-nilly role on TV, but you're knocking out the park every single time, like Machine has done in 2024. So I think she is obviously Piper's a better wrestler in that role than Nia Jax is. So I think that she could be a better Nia Jax, which feels like a weird thing to say, because Nia Jax is also very much improved. But I think Piper Niven is probably the most slept on in that ladies division currently.
I would agree with that, especially now Chelsea Green's been getting all the recognition.
Yes.
The women's one was actually really hard because of the two mid-card belts they're introducing, because everyone I could think of as a Money in the Bank holder is actually in the conversation for, like, apart from, I guess, is Lyra in the final? She's in the final, one of them.
I think it's her and Dakota, isn't it?
Yeah, the mid-card belts have really scuppered my other one was Tiffany, and I kept thinking, oh, what about Tiffany? And then I realised, no, she's already the...
She gets 2.
Yeah, she does.
Perfectly balanced, like
Yeah.
Thanos. Those are 2 good picks, again. But I like my pick.
Okay.
That's why it's mine.
Go on, then.
Sheamus.
Oh,
He uses it for the IC title. He's like, look, I think I don't like the idea of Money in the Bank anymore. I think it's just an overdone thing. So making it a bit more interesting well, the same old, because the last few months of it's Tiffy time. Is she going to? It's just if I want to see pantomime, I can't see Chuckle Brothers. No, I can't. One of them's dead. Oh, so sad to hear it. Remind myself about that.
Don't go on Paul's Twitter though this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Go on. Is he a Jim Ross type then? Or?
No. Just the video he stuck on yesterday or the day before was
Was it one of your favourites?
No, it was on my For You tab again. I just had a little browse in the morning and I could not believe my eyes. We can't show it on the podcast.
Oh, no.
That's all I'll say.
What's he done?
But what genre are we talking?
I don't even watch it.
God, Jack's.
I guess
Let's look at Jack's face and see if we can tell what it is.
Do you remember what Paul Gascoigne did getting off the plane once? He was wearing.
After Italia 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can show Maffew, but we can't show it on the podcast.
What's? Oh, bloody hell. All right, okay. Thank you for that. So, yeah, to spruce it up, make it a bit more interesting, have Sheamus going, no, I'm not going after any of the title. I want the IC title. And doing it as a proud baby face, going, I want it at this date. I'm not going to cash and do anything cheap. I've won everything else. To collect the set, to get a little achievement, come up on the bottom right-hand corner going, you got all belts.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. That's what he wants. And that'll be... yeah, I think it'll be because we don't need anything exciting at the top, and the top half in the main event scene is absolutely stacked right now.
It's
so
like
we don't need Sheamus. Will Sheamus be in? You're like, go away, Sheamus.
It's like
you'll
when-
interrupt a good story.
When Austin Theory held the briefcase and everyone was like, yeah, but Roman and Lesnar, where's he going to fit in here?
and
it
that
just didn't
became
work.
the story.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
going to cash. No, he's not.
God, I hope I remember what you said there for Money in the Bank pictures. 'Cause that'll be one of mine. I really like that. Thank you. I will steal it without credit.
Yeah. By the way, he wore his full normal clothes on Raw this week, and it's so weird whenever he does that.
Who's Sheamus?
Yeah, because I'm so used to seeing him just walk around in his pants.
He was dressed up like what's his face from Hello Hello, wasn't he? Rene.
Oh yeah.
Rene. Ooh, Rene.
The money in the bank. Anyway, so then we move on to the women's. Even though you've just said that, even though you just said about those titles, I'm still going to pick Chelsea Green because she could pull off that character, the one with the money in the bank, having the Piper Niven.
Yeah, she could, yeah.
Like all the stuff you expect of a character and the silliness and the I'm going to cash in. Oh no, I tripped over Piper again. Hey, what you like? She could pull off so well.
Who was the US champion? Was it The Miz? He had the briefcase and the US belt, if I made that up. Oh, he was the US and the tag champion, wasn't he? I can't remember.
Oh God, you know what? If there's one thing to remember, it's that reign of the Miz.
2010 was a great year.
I like The Miz.
No, I mean, I like certain moments of the Miz, but
yeah.
I can't remember that exact moment you're talking about, so I am sorry. But
I
I can
can't
see
remember it
Chelsea
either.
Green, like, rather than... I think Tiff she's been doing it, and it's not made her look good, because she's had to go, what am I going to do? Because, like, well, you're not... Your character isn't that you're dumb, it's just that you think you're better than everyone else. Well, Chelsea Green's thing is, nah, you're just a bit silly, but can get away with it, and it's very entertaining. So I think that would be a good cooperation there. It might be a thing where she goes, oh, you know what, Piper? You have this. You have this as a belt. Can't be asked carrying it around. I think that would work as well. And so we move on to now, who will win the WWE Championship?
For the remainder of the year.
Because right now, that is on,
Cody Rhodes.
yes, which is the Raw brand.
It's
No,
SmackDown,
SmackDown, yeah.
but I wouldn't...
But he's on Raw. Okay, yeah.
It's
So
gone a bit...
right now it is, but when the draft is coming soon, so...
So I've gone
Oh, God.
from Cody. I've basically done what I said before. Cody, maybe to Cena, but then ultimately back to Cody. And then I think Cody will keep it. I think Cody will keep it for the rest of the year. Maybe turning heel to keep things fresh. Ooh.
Heel Cody?
Yeah.
No.
We've wanted it since AEW.
Disgusting.
No.
Think about the children.
I think that's the sort of raw emotion that Triple H would want to give to his new generation of Netflix fans. Look what we can do to your emotions, children.
What,
Look,
stamp all over them?
Look at your hero. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the sort of wrestling you like.
For a good reason, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've just gone either Cody all the way or Cody, Cena, Cody. I can't see that one moving around too much, but don't worry, I've got a more spicy one for the other belt
Oh,
guys.
good. Thank you. I can't wait to hear the spice.
I've gone Cody retains at Mania against Cena to solidify himself as the new John. But then Jacob Fatu takes the title at Survivor Series I've gone for. Because from there you go from Jacob Fatu against Roman at next year's WrestleMania. And that'll be the launching point for that. That is what I've gone. But I can also see Cena keeping Cody keeping the title all year long.
I can see like Jacob beating up Solo or something at SummerSlam to blow that off, or even sooner, and be like, right, no, you're a bit rubbishy.
I like it. I like the Jacob thing.
Yeah, Yeah, if there was anybody I could see him losing the title to, Jacob would be nice.
He's got to be a SmackDown boy. I know there's a transfer window going on right now, so who knows what could happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Seeing his reflection in this title going, I love you, Fatu. Yeah, a really nice moment. But I'm going to go with Jack's picks, the same as mine. I don't see Cody losing this year.
Then I'll go for the little Cena back and forth then.
Spicy
and you
Cena.
can have the full...
I'll have the
full Cody.
Mild Cody. God, we're printing so much money while we change his formula just yet. Everyone online, like myself, thought, there's no way he could be this nice and normal and WWE and kids will just cheer him every week. Oh, it's exactly what happened. All right, fair enough then, yeah.
Do you think he'll just stay as that all year?
Yeah.
The old school. Do you think there's a risk of him
I think
becoming
the
Bob
thing-
Backlund?
The WWE strategy they're doing right now is going so well for them. Travel to different countries, hear people go, oh my God, you're amazing, yeah, and then just keep on traveling around, having great stories on TV, have people act like human beings, and it's doing very well for them. And I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
What a boring pick. World Championship, the one that's currently on Raw
I think Roman.
and
will-
SmackDown.
I think Roman will win it from Gunther on the road to WrestleMania somewhere, and then retain it against Punk at Mania if that match happened in my main event Mania pick. Then I think he'll lose it to maybe Drew as the culmination of Drew's revenge against the Bloodline. Then I think Drew will lose it to Money in the Bank holder Braun. And then I think Braun will lose it towards the end of the year, like Ross said, to Jacob Fatu. And we'll end with Jacob on top.
God, you're pushing. God, you're pushing all the young lads, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But, there's a lot of moving parts there, and it probably won't work out like that. But that's what I think could be the progression of it.
I've got one change, because Triple H. Rollins will take the title from Gunther later in the year, and then that'll set up once in a lifetime 2 at WrestleMania next year, Punk versus Rollins, which will be the main event because that's where Punk will cash in his favor.
Oh, he'll keep it until then.
What, a year later?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot about that then.
Doesn't matter. Long-term story. That doesn't make sense.
Video
I didn't
packages.
have the favor written down initially, but then Jack said it earlier, so I thought I'll try and shoehorn it.
Okay,
in.
there we go. Okay.
Punk versus Rollins for the title next year's WrestleMania, based off Rollins taking the title from Gunther later this year. That is all I've got.
Interesting.
Hell
I'm trying
yeah.
to predict what's going to happen this year because
It is fun, isn't it?
I don't think I've
Having
ever
a good
gotten
time.
a single prediction correct in my life when it comes to wrestling because I know so much about it. But it's fun to predict, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you reckon that, because my pick there would seem to necessitate Rollins beating Punk at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Or maybe Punk wins the one on Raw and then Rollins wins at WrestleMania.
That would make sense. Yeah. I can say that.
I can see Ron's beating Punk just so Ron's go, oh, you main evented WrestleMania. Oh, well done. But I beat you. Yeah, that'd be a nice way to just antagonize them both and
and
have
me.
them yell about obscure references some more on Raw.
That'll make me very sad.
Oh, sorry, John.
It's all right.
So I can see Proud Gunther, who I love with all my heart. He just have to lose the title, doesn't he? Pauls, I hate this. Why have you made me do this?
He can always come back and win it back once he's
No, it'd be
found
too
his
sad.
confidence.
Him and Dom. Oh my God. So he loses to Drew McIntyre. I say that's good. He goes, finally beat you. Ha, get it up you. And he goes to Dom. Goes, Dom, you need to train me. Now we've got this relationship because that cage match. Dom makes him fat again by feeding him chicken nuggies and chicken fillet and strips and everything. So then Drew takes on Fat Gunther, the
And
final
loses.
form. Beats him in 3 minutes. Beats him like Brock beat Cena at SummerSlam that one year. It absolutely annihilates him.
All for it.
So so there's the unholy alliance between Judgment Day and Ludwig Kaiser, I guess, who is forced to wear goth gear. Looks like Berlin from WCW. Yeah, and I think that'll keep us going until Dom he gives him a poisoned chicken wing one night, and then Dom finally wins the world title. So we get the loudest reactions of boos that we've heard in some time.
Yes.
You prefaced that pick by saying, I don't normally get predictions right. And yet, I can see this one coming true.
Yeah.
Yeah, something tells
Yes.
me. Yeah. It's certainly entertaining.
Imagine Dom as world champion in 2025, though. What a world that would be.
Just the heat alone just comes out there for 10 minutes, just eating. Eating his curds and whey as people are booing him. Oh.
Lowrider shaped like a big chicken tender. That was unbelievable.
Say, hey, Finn Balor, hold my title. Okay, man. Okay. So in AEW, who is going to beat John Moxley?
Well, I'm going to run this. I guess because the next question after that is who will be the AEW World Champions this year. So I guess we'll do them
that makes sense to do with it.
So a twofer. I think it'll be Darby Allin, and I don't think that's too adventurous of me. I think he's clearly been the one set up as like the sting of the situation. He drove a car into them because he's crazy. I think that was a shoot.
They said
collision.
it. Yeah.
Why? Anyway, but yeah, I think he's being set up as the one who can finally actually do it, and I think him and Moxley will be a really good match. He's also he's the sort of wrestler who's like can bounce back from any loss. I don't know what happens after that though. I've got Darby losing to a heel, either Hangman or Jay White or Lashley or MJF. Out of those, I'd rather it be Hangman gets another title run, and then I think we end the year with a big babyface win for the new champion Will Ospreay, who's just sort of waiting in the wings until it's time for them to go, yep, you're the champion now.
That'd be nice. They can go, you beat me at the Continental Classic, but I'm from the continent.
Yeah.
And then he beats him.
Yeah, that can be, yeah.
That's not a bad setup because, yeah.
So Darby to, let's say, Hangman to Ospreay. Yeah. I might have done too many title changes again. I feel like I'm going back to, I'm like Vince Russo. I need to remember these modern...
It's fun doing the title change. You can see where Russo's coming from.
I remember these...
This will be a great
do one
moment.
every week. Yeah. I remember I was looking back and like, oh yeah, we only get like 1 to 2 champions a year now.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best, but I've thrown that out the window there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ross.
Darby Allin, as Jack said, he's
Okay.
the one being set up to do it. I don't think this will happen for another few months yet. When Darby eventually beats Moxley, I don't know what pay-per-view, because normally you would think Revolution, because that seems to be like where the big thing of the year happens.
And it's the theme,
Yeah.
the revolution.
The Revolution. But I don't think it'll happen for a few more months yet. But it would be funny, because on one hand, I think Darby then retained until 2026. On the other hand, wouldn't it be funny if after so much of Moxley, we get the big Sting victory at Starrcade with Darby Allin, the whole roster's out there going, yeah, go AEW, isn't this a great place? Christian comes down,
Oh my
cashes in,
God, it will.
and
That's
takes
gonna be
the title away.
That's perfect.
He's going to do it, isn't he?
So I'll go for that. The 2 title changes this year, Darby Allin from Moxley, and then Christian straight away from Darby.
Yeah, I think the thing with Darby, damn it, I agree. Yeah, because I can visualize it in my head. Moxie's beaten all the people he said, well, did this. He'll have like a title defense against Cope at
If he turns out to be the hero of AEW.
Yeah, I do not want Cope. Thank God you're here, Mr. 50-year-old. No one else. All these young whippersnappers aren't able to keep up. All right.
Because I thought the storyline was about raising up.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So he beats him and goes, all right, there's no one, I'm so great. And then Darby goes, oh, yeah. Oh, you're that hardcore guy, aren't you? So Moxie gets so full of confidence. He goes, no holds barred, me and you. And then, just bouncing Darby around and he realizes, oh, no, Darby's an idiot. He does this for fun and just beats him. And then because he's like, yay. He looks like Pinhead from Hellraiser. Hey, how you doing?
I love Cope's rationale for being called Cope, because there's a bit with Renee where he's walking through an empty arena going like, this is my vision. He's like, I could see the marquee. It could say Cope versus Mox. And that's why I should be called Cope.
Oh no, he's
Mox
trying
is
to...
always called Mox, isn't he?
No.
It's John Moxley. Just write down Cope. What do you want to write down? Cope.
Is he trying
Call
to...
yourself Cope?
Is he trying to do it? Is he trying to put it in people's heads? He's trying to like...
Yeah.
Stop trying to make Cope a thing.
Yeah. It's just fun.
It's boomers, man. They're so funny.
Yeah, it was just Mox isn't even his name anyway. It's just his little nickname people use, not on the marquee and whatnot.
Yeah.
On the marquee. Cope versus Mox.
Does he realise that Cope is now used as like a... I cope, mate. Yeah, like if something hasn't gone your way and you're coping.
He's seen it that online.
He thinks it's a good
so
thing.
often. He's like, oh, that's cool. That all the
That's what
kids are
people
saying
keep
it.
tweeting me saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't wait for the promo. It's like, no Cope.
Call me my face when.
it's really like the OSW. It's like I don't like what trash.
Yeah.
It's very like that. Oh dear.
Ah. But yeah, I could see that. And then, Christian coming out, pinning him very easily.
Disgusting.
Then Cope versus Chris. 2 or 3 or whatever it would be.
Yeah, whichever one it is. Yeah, I could see that going well.
Yeah.
Yeah. AEW Women's World Championship.
The women's world title, I've gone Mariah May to Toni Storm in Australia because that just seems set up for it. And then I think, and I'll follow this up with the next question, then I think that we'll end the year with the champion being Mercedes Moné, who's no longer the TBS champion.
Very funny. Because I've also got down Toni Storm taking it from Mariah May, presumably in Australia, because that seems like a thing that's going to happen. Then Mercedes Moné taking it from Toni Storm because heel, and she won't have the title anymore. And I've ended the year with Jamie Hayter as the champion. It feels like we're starting now from the ground up in 2025 with Jamie Hayter, then making her a thing again. So I don't know if that last one's with a bit more heart than head. But yes, the first two are very interesting.
And then Jamie can be like, nice one, Mercedes, mate.
Mate.
I'll see you in the ring.
Pip, pip, cheerio.
Yeah.
Feed the birds. Yeah, so Women's World Championship, I'm going to say the same thing you just said. Toni Storm comes out, and because she's in a home, she can be all cinematic and do Mad Max.
Do you think she'll...
Or Steve Irwin?
Do you think she'll remember...
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
She'll remember that she's a veteran and not just a young whippersnapper on the scene now.
It would be nice if she just breaks character and break the fourth wall, darling. I've always been acting, I'm Toni Storm, acting as Toni Storm, acting as Toni Storm. And
did you see the bit of her, like, being too scared to change in the locker room and, like, going down the line of people shaking all their hands and stuff? It was really funny. It was really good. Yeah. So just here to make an impression. Hope I do well.
Yeah, but I'm looking for the bit where she just goes, nah, I'm pretending. I'm an actress. So that'd be good. And then I think because, as you said, reset, similar to that, but with Jamie Hayter, because she just returned, Julia Hart.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That noise can mean only one thing. Yeah, Julia Hart. I don't know, she's going to throw an hour at her or whatever she's going to be doing.
Spit in her face last night, didn't she?
That's right.
No.
Oh,
No,
what's happened to her? I haven't seen her for ages.
She's dead.
The Hawk Tour
The
girl.
Hawk Tour girl, yeah. There was a
God.
crypto scandal and she died.
Oh, the crypto scandal. Yeah, it was. That was the last thing I saw.
She
of her.
died of crypto scandal.
Crypto scandal.
Yeah.
I don't know, just things you see on the news from time to
Yeah.
time.
And just give her the TBS title. I think Monet hopefully loses to Statlander, which I think was supposed to be happening last time. They had that magnificent match I guess we won't talk about this
She
week.
beat her again.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she lost this one? All right. But I think it's because they got that bloody New Japan stuff set up already.
The Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah.
Blech.
How dare you ruin the booking plans of a fine company like AEW?
Well, the stipulation at Wrestle Dynasty is that there's the 4 women involved in the match now, and the winner gets to choose a title shot from any of the promotions involved, I think. So you can still pick your own.
Good news for Rev Pro.
You could still pick. They're not in. You could still pick your
What?
own.
No, she's on this week. She's going to
What?
Rev Pro.
No, the Wrestle Dynasty's Ring of Honor. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Wrestle Dynasty and New Japan stuff.
Yeah.
Like the 4 women match.
I've already lost interest in this.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think Chris Statlander will hold it until... Oh, who'll be good then? You've already said Jamie Hayter.
You can say Jamie Hayter if you want.
Yeah, well, I hedge all the bets, aren't we? One of us is going to win something. Harley Cameron.
Oh, you bitch. That's my TBS title pick as well.
I thought we'd combine the both things then, because it's...
I've got my TBS title one ready to go.
Oh, go on then.
I think Willow Nightingale will win the match at Wrestle Dynasty and pick a TBS title match because her and Mercedes have pre-existing feud heat.
Yes.
And then she'll beat her. And then maybe not at the first time of asking, maybe at the first time of asking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'll just have her do a Cody, what we expect from Cody anyway, and keep it for the rest of the year as an old school babyface champion.
That'd be nice.
But I've put in brackets, if not, then I'd like it just personally to be Queen Aminata, who has always seemed on the cusp. Whenever she's on TV, I'm like, use her more, she's brilliant. And then she disappears back to Ring of Honor for 8 months and then comes back again.
That Bandido debut happened over Christmas. All those wonderful
return.
vignettes on AEW shows. Wow, he's going to be a thing on AEW. Rocks up in Ring of Honor. Come on. I know it can't be helped.
Knocks himself out.
That can't be helped. That happens sometimes. But there's just the fact they built up for a few weeks there with really well put together vignettes. Wow, it's a proper gimmick. We're gonna have fun times with this most wanted man and his saloons and whatnot. And he gets put on Ring of Honor for his big return.
And you know who we're blaming for that?
Tony
Jericho.
Bastard Khan.
Oh,
What?
okay, fine.
Who did you
No, he
say?
gives us the money every week, remember? Chris Jericho.
Oh, Jericho. I liked Cardona's entrance. I've seen his entrance for that show. Apparently the match was a Jericho match in 2024.
I can't believe that, though. Why was he on Ring of Honor? Bandido, this is?
Maybe they need more star power. They're trying
Test
to
the ropes.
disperse the... They're trying to make Ring of Honor a bit more...
I don't care. None of us care, do we? Come on, say it.
Oh, he's Cope versus L. Anyway, others. Hall of Fame predictions.
I've got a full class. Are you ready?
So they've got. Do you want to? Because they normally break them up into sections, don't they? On Wikipedia,
I've
they've
not
released.
done that.
Because they have
On sections? Oh,
yeah, they have
I don't know.
singles picks.
Group.
They have group/tag team.
Oh, okay.
And then they have celeb.
And
That's
the Warrior Awards and that as well.
Oh, so that's not...
I've not
the
really,
Warrior
I've not
Award.
really done it that.
Yeah, no.
I've got a celebrity in there. I've not got a group. I've got.
Should we do celebs first and work our way up?
Yeah. The only problem is I googled my celeb pick after I'd already written these notes, but it was too late to change back. He's had a really controversial life after wrestling.
Did he?
No, it's Lawrence Taylor.
No, he didn't.
It's Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I didn't realize this.
Oh, yeah.
So I googled him and I was reading his Wikipedia. I was like, "Oh, he's regarded as one of the best defensive players in NFL history. That's wonderful."
What is the controversy?
There's so many. Just take
Oh,
a
no,
pick.
no, no,
He's
no,
done
no.
a bingo card. He's done all of them.
Yeah.
He's done a bingo card.
He's done all of them. He's done. I'm not going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
it, but
You can Google it by yourself, but I also thought, wait, the guy main evented WrestleMania 11? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, why is he not...
yeah. So there's that. So I couldn't think of another celebrity. You go for your celebrity.
Cyndi Lauper. Still
That's
his
such
name.
a better shout.
Yeah.
She's not in?
She's not in.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
I'll double check now while you say yours, Matthew. You can watch me Google.
I mean, I must like people Googling.
He was
just
thinking.
for-
To be fair, Matthew was thinking there.
I'll say.
Yeah, thank you. Like,
That's all right.
I'll
So
do,
you
I'll
did-
do
you
my
did your thinking
chest
face.
thumbnail.
It's
was
not
dis-
about the genes.
She was discussing with Drew Barrymore, a fan push to get her in the Hall of Fame for the wrestling.
She should
Fan pushed
100% be.
You
in
should
the Hall
Shaq
of
who
Fame.
pushes the fans. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not in there. There's a video from the 12th of July last year, Kevin Nash, on why Cyndi Lauper isn't in the Hall of Fame. Kevin's got all the answers.
Yeah, you know what? Thank God they asked Kevin Nash about that. Wow. Not Cyndi Lauper. Okay, so it's not LT, not Cindy. Steve Irwin.
Okay.
I don't think he was ever involved in
was
WWE.
gonna
I just
say.
think he's a mint guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. Might happen.
They can link it to Skinner or something, can't they?
Yeah. Even though Skinner.
Gold dust that time on Raw.
Oh, there you go.
Why did we mention Bindi last week? What's she been up to?
Bindi Irwin.
Bindi Irwin.
Because she does stuff.
I can't remember what it was.
She does stuff.
Anyway.
Oh, come on. Must be somebody bleeding doing this.
Yeah, Cyndi. I think Cyndi Lauper's the
She's
most
got to be the most
egregious
obvious.
one, yeah. Dwayne The Rock Johnson still not in
Didn't
there?
Dwayne get his mum in last year?
His
Or-
mum's in, yeah.
Yeah. Cindy's got to be in.
Yeah.
Just go with Cindy.
Wonder what happened to make Cyndi not in there already.
I know.
With waiting, I guess.
Time after time.
Oh, she wants money, you know. Well, you mean it's an honour and a privilege. Yeah, damn it, I can't think of any of Bret Hart, who's in The Simpsons.
Simpsons Bret
Yeah,
Hart.
there you go. Animated Bret.
Big celebrity.
Which one
Do you
now?
want to do groups? Because I
didn't
couldn't.
Right, go
There's,
groups then.
there's obviously Demolition on in there, but they're not
That's-
going to get in, are they?
No. That's the thing. They made a point of emphasizing, talk about the history of the tag team titles. And they're like, Demolition. It was like, Triple H is way more friendly now.
Ah, right.
So I was going to 100% say this, yes. And for, again, younger people who might not know, they had a very bit of falling out. And they were involved in a few of those lawsuits that went nowhere. There was a bunch of them in the 2000s, 2010s. And yeah, they've been persona non grata. And there's a stipulation and rumor mill saying that they had New Day finally beat them. Not just because they were over as hell, but just because they were sick of bringing up Demolition.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. Their time, if they count as a... Oh, yeah, they will count as a...
Yeah, it's group slash tag teams normally, yeah.
Then I'll steal that then because I haven't got a group
Yeah,
written
I
down.
can't think. Well, there's not many that are kicking about who aren't in there currently.
Axe, Smash, Crush. Mr. Fuji, maybe, I guess. Yeah. He was managing them for a bit. Sorry
Big
about
Barry. Big Barry D. Then like singles.
Singles. Well, did you have a different group or were you going to say
that.
Demolition?
Oh, no, I'm all in on Demolition.
My main top line one was Batista because
Yeah.
he was going to and then COVID and then it all got and he's just never been inducted since. So he's got to go in at some point and Triple H is his pal
If he's free.
if he's free. But I've also got. Wait, what other categories have you got there?
Just that singles.
Should I just go through the singles
Ladies
ones
or
I've got?
men's, yes.
China.
Oh, hell
She's
yeah.
in as
Yeah.
part of DX, but not on her own.
And again, now that's Triple H part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, do what he wants.
Umanga, just because everybody's it's all bloodline stuff at the minute. I think it would be quite. They might seize on that and go like, oh, we'll get you Umaga in now. And an old school one for fun. I googled this person to make sure that he wasn't in, and he's not.
If we've got the same name written down here, this is a staggering happen.
Where?
That one there.
No, mine's Rick Martel, who's just not in.
That's interesting.
And I was like, what?
Definitely deserving.
Because Tito's in. He's a tag, but wait, what are you laughing at? He is.
Bloody crappy Tito.
Legendary
career.
No, I really like Tito.
Yeah. But you know, Rick Martel, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
Beat Stan Hansen.
An
Sounds
iconic
being
gimmick, you know,
relevant.
like some people get in for being fun gimmicks, like Coco Beware or whatever.
You know, they might do him dirty like they did when they inducted the Godfather in. Charles Wright. Am I getting this right? But not just him as that thing he did one time.
Just
like,
his
wait a
gimmick.
minute, not him, the guy. Not Papa Shango or Karma.
Or Bear.
On Rikishi as well, didn't they do that and just go, Rikishi, what a great guy. It's like, hang on, he had like 10 gimmicks before then, other companies.
Oh,
have
no,
also
but Rikishi's Rikishi, though. I understand with Rikishi.
a bit weird, that, but maybe hedging the bets and go,
The
oh,
Sultan was it, though. That was the one.
yeah, that's clearly what we meant. Yeah. But yeah, I can see, Rick Martel, okay.
You should induct, like, the NWO game, but all under their like, it's ours! Walks out on stage and stuff like that.
I've got Brian Pillman, isn't
Nice,
in there
yeah.
currently.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but he's getting lots of mentions. Well, kind of references on NXT, I guess, instead of mentions.
Every week, yes.
Sid passed away last year, obviously.
Crazy he's not in.
William Regal, back in
that's
the
a good shout.
fold this year.
That's
so.
a lovely pick.
Did some spying for them as well, so that's good.
The UFC tie-in, I'm thinking with TKO, Ken Shamrock maybe.
I mean, that would be a very nice.
And
Like,
it's in
sorry about
Vegas.
deliberately ignoring you for 20 years.
Yeah, it's in Vegas as well this year, WrestleMania. So I guess, Nevada. So I guess that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Miss Elizabeth isn't
she
in
not
there.
in?
She's not in.
No, as
No
far as
way.
Google could say.
Wow.
And then I went for it because they always go for an old boy, don't they, from way back in the day. So I went for Danny Hodge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that the
Jim Ross always used to mention Danny Hodge.
Oh,
on
like
his
a
podcast
real
back
old,
in the
like
day.
an old,
Yeah,
before
really,
pre-80s, yeah.
Danny Hodge.
Oh.
At Rootin' Tootin' Danny Hodge. I don't want anything about Danny Hodge. Yeehaw!
This wasn't an actual prediction for mine, but just while after Ross has finished, I'll just jump in. I also said Jim Johnson, but like they're not going to induct him, are they? No, especially not now with all the heat on. They're not going to draw more attention to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's how
I get
good
what you're
we
saying.
used to be.
Yeah.
Those great themes that you don't hear anymore. Wow.
Imagine if Def Rebel made a Jim Johnson theme for the Hall of Fame for his walkout. Break it down.
Hall of Fame.
People get embarrassed as they're coming out. Like, really? Wow.
He has to wait for 4.5 seconds and then go, he's got to time it right.
Everyone said, look at the Chirons. Who is it coming out? All right. Wow, you've picked all the good ones. I can't believe Sid's not in.
Yeah, he's not, as far as I can
Now's
see.
the best time to be doing it
Yeah.
because, I mean, absolutely. So he's passed away now, bless him. Pillman again. I can't believe some of these people aren't in. But again, I think they can't put them all in at once.
Do you think Pillman's not in because they're a bit like,
That's a sad one. Sid Udy, also known as Psycho Sid, made a desperate plea to the WWE to induct him into the Hall of Fame on social media just a month before he died.
Oh, get him in.
Get him in.
Get in. Sid.
Yeah. Headline Mania and Starcade. What do you want?
Yeah.
I can also see if his contract's coming up or not. I can't remember reading about this or if it's coming up. Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin
Yeah.
He signed a new one over Christmas.
Bollocks. All right, forget that then.
is he's got to be, but is Terry Funk in?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Funk Brothers were.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was a big controversy because it's like, hang on, like they gave 10 minutes for all these people. 10 minutes for Funk and his brothers, the Funk Brothers, basically, both of them at
Yeah.
the same time. It's like, okay, great. Yeah. Stan Hansen's in.
There you go. On Christmas
Yes.
Eve, the Times of India reported that Dustin Rhodes signs a new multi-year deal with AEW.
The Times of India.
Times of India.
I mean, I'm happy for him, but bloody hell.
They used a picture of Goldust from his time in WWE.
Oh, during like
Okay.
him and Cody won the tag belt sort of era.
No, I think it's after, based off his hair.
Oh, wow.
It's when he got
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
long
I don't know
hair.
what that's a.
That looks like sort of 17, 18. If I was guessing a year.
17, 18. He's not old. That old, Christ. Wow. Yeah, you picked all the good ones. I can't think of any outstanding person next. Every person I go, oh, that person, they were already in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is difficult to look at them. to look
Cindy's a
forward.
big
Yeah.
shot.
Again, I was going to say China as well because Triple H went away to make his imprint going to screw that old man who said we couldn't put her in.
But what if his daughters Google China, Maffew?
then they'll see that she's proudly in the Hall of Fame where she should be.
Yeah.
What was that bloody Amy Winehouse video, which is she's in New York and they go past WF New York?
Oh, when she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you watch that wrestling, do you? It's like, yeah, who's your favourites? And she's like, straight away China.
Does she say that?
Yeah.
I can't believe that Amy Winehouse was a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
A smarty
I think
one.
someone, I remember in this, please, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but it's like, was she a Power Slam subscriber or something?
I saw.
rings a bell,
I don't
yeah.
know if we.
That's meant.
I don't know if it was
Not only
just,
did she know about that, she knew everything was happening in CZW and all Japan.
I don't know if it was just a jokey comment or not. But was someone saying like, "Oh yeah, she was on the boards. She was like a subscriber."
Oh, the board, maybe, sorry,
on
that
the
was it, not
board."
Power Slam subscriber.
Yeah.
I'm confused with something else. Maybe that was it. Yeah, she's on the boards. Wow. So yeah, hell yeah, get China in.
Hell yeah. That was me referencing a quote by Triple H a few years ago, by the way, dear listener.
Oh yeah, people
Just
don't know
in
about
case.
Oh, the
that.
Google
it's
thing.
like,
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of that is him listening to the powers that be. He is the powers that be.
I'd like to think that he had his hands tied, because not only was Vince's boss, but also he was married to his daughter and also China's his ex. So it's just a very he was in a corner there, like
such an influence on so many women
yeah.
and men
And on the business as a whole. Yeah.
and people in general. NXT call-ups.
Roxy P.
Oh, you already said that, haven't you? Yeah.
Roxy Perez. Get her up there. Tricky Williams. Get him up there. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Trick Williams. Get up there. The Meta Lasses. Because...
You want Trick Willie to leave?
Yeah.
I think it's too soon for
It's time
Trick
to
Willie.
pass that torch.
NXT's dead if he leaves in the main event scene.
It's time to pass that torch to Obafemi. And he can lead the way. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. But I don't know about Noam and Oro, but definitely the Meta Lasses, because they've been trialed on the main roster and stuff already. Maybe I have taken too many stars away, because I've also put the D'Angelo family and Fraxion. I might stop there.
NXT's now 20 minutes a week.
Well, I think you're forgetting that NXT's function is to fuel the main roster with stars of the future, not exist on its own.
It's got two things though.
Okay,
Now it's exist
right.
on its own
Oh, it's a
and
TV show
do
now.
that. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Maybe I'll take away a couple of those last ones there. Fraxium deserve it though, I mean.
They do.
I'll leave the D'Angelos down there. Down there.
Phew.
Up there on that pedestal that is NXT.
I think Roxanne and Trick will stay, just to go off Jack's there.
Ooh.
I think they'll stay in NXT this year.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I think the ones who get moved across, not up, across to Raw or SmackDown,
Diagonally.
will be Tony D on his own, because I think he's proven he's up there in terms of what he can do inside the ring. Fraxiom as a tag team will go to a tag team division. Steve from the world famous tag team of Steve and Gilly and Steve. Stephanie Vaquer will get promoted because I think she's too good to be there, and I think they'll want to make Julia more of a focal point with the title. I think we'll get Stan Deliver, and then Steve will go to the main roster. That's what I would do anyway. The Meta 4, or at least the Meta 2, as Jack said there, I agree with that one. And Jada Parker.
Oh yeah, man.
That's the ones
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Yes, she's excellent. Get her on the main roster straight away.
She has it.
Yes. Do you see how excited? It wasn't Jada, actually, it was Lola Vice, wasn't it? Do you see, I saw on Squared Circle this week, Booker went way overboard when Lola made her entrance.
Oh,
the name
mate,
of the title of the post was just like, someone give Booker a spray bottle.
yeah. It was like, in The Mask. Is what he's at the bar. Boing! Right. Yeah, he was very happy. So Lola Vice, I can see doing well.
Yeah, Lola as well.
I think it's a great gimmick.
Yeah.
It's not very sophisticated. Doesn't need to be. Just kicking ass.
Yeah.
I can see the Metaphor going as I'm split. I can see the Metaphor going as a group because they're great together. But also like the idea of no one coming back going, I'm back! Wait, where's half the group? And just like recruit others. Go on, Stephen Gilly. Come on. Join our group.
We can dress like Scooby-Doo.
Come on, it'd be really funny. And just nodding politely. So I think that'd be good. NXT, it's good for NXT, but for the main roster, the benefit from either of those combinations. And I see Obafemi as needing to get out of there. And as nice as it would be to see him batter people every week on NXT, God, he'd be good on the main roster.
He's a tent pole now, Maffew, though. He's a tent pole.
What do you mean? I've got a tent pole watching him.
I know, well, everyone does, but, he's going to hold up the roof of the tent or whatever.
That's Trick Willie's job.
Well, Trick's another one. You need more than one tent pole, then you've got a wigwam.
Now what do we do? Eddie Thorpe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lives in one. I apologize. Okay, Maffew. So, yeah, because Obafemi said...
I thought you were just going
Native American.
I just thought you were doing it because he's not a big enough star.
I don't actually think he goes
I
home.
felt dead naive there. Sorry. Anyway.
Sorry, be like when sometimes tents have a porch. Eddie can hold up the porch.
Yeah.
Tents have a port. Oh, right.
Yeah, big fancy tents. They've got rooms.
Glamping.
I've seen other people have these, but I've never experienced them myself.
No.
But yeah, Obafemi is someone, I think he loses that essence the more he loses. So I think the fact that we like him on NXT is because he doesn't lose that very often. And if he does, it's to 19 gangsters.
The Tony feud was a misstep, still in my opinion.
Yeah, we made the right decision by having him off TV for a bit, so everyone forgot about it.
So you've watched NXT this week.
I have.
Did Ava just give the Heritage Cup back to Dempsey?
Because it wasn't. It was via DQ.
I don't
She's
care.
kind of right.
Referee's
Not
decision.
sure.
No.
Let's just go back through all of wrestling history and change all the decisions that have ended in...
Oh, you're right, because people in history did it means we can't possibly change things and get better. Yeah. Can the Heritage Cup change hands via DQ? It's never happened before.
Okay. At least it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, but it was good because Lexus King was just like, but I won.
Well, he did.
Like, give me that?
This is the same
woman.
This is the same woman who couldn't stop Eddie Thorpe getting a title shot because he'd already put pen to paper.
A bit of paper, Ava.
The only thing she could stop is a door to the face.
That was the moment of the year.
She looked like a champ. But yeah, so you look like Lexus
Ava.
King was doing the all right. I'm
It's
sorry.
time
Time
to
for me
go.
to return to the old
Time
me.
to go, Ava. It's time to go.
go.
Get her, get Stone, get Stevie, not from Gillian Steve, Stevie T. Get them all gone, all three of them.
Oh, so you draft her the main roster.
Yes,
what would
I
she do?
So she would go to
Wait.
SmackDown and Aldis would come to NXT.
Who did they see when... who did it end up being when someone walked into the room and it shocked Mr. Stone and Stevie? They both,
Oba.
That was Oba.
Yeah.
for-
the
That was the
Iron
build-up to
Survivor.
Why
Oba
was
making
it-
his return.
Why was it... Oh, because he hadn't returned yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
They overused that because you're like, well, was it Oba saying hello to Andre Chase then?
No, it clearly wasn't.
That's why Mr. Chase was shocked. He's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what was the Mr. Chase thing about? We need a follow-up on that. We need to know who's in that corridor.
I'm watching NXT tonight.
It's a homeless person asking for
Forget
change.
about the traitors, that can wait. Forget about Squid Games, that can wait as well. NXT first.
I love that guy going, why are you doing Squid Game Part 2? The money. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, fair.
Don't make any sense him going back, does it?
By the way, damn it. You said Hall of Fame predictions. I don't know why I thought I'd bring this up because it's so stupid because it's not going to happen. But just for the funny aspect of it, Ole Anderson.
Okay.
Because Vince would never put him in, like because of how incredibly rude and insulting Ole was.
Arm would accept for him.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah.
Is
You know, your relative. What? You're on about?
is Steiner in, Scott?
The Steiners are, yeah.
the Steiners
Like,
are, yeah.
last year or the year before?
Oh, well then, fair enough then.
That's what I mean. It's like the bringing more people that were like, you're not allowed in. It's like, no, all right. Because the only way they would put Ole in is now he's dead.
I just thought Scott hated, not Vince, but Triple H. So I
He
thought it was even
does.
less likely now that...
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Well, no, it was Hogan, wasn't it?
No, he hated Triple H and Stephanie. There was an interview on our old channel back in the day where he called them effing C's and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but that's just, that's how wrestlers greet their friends.
Scott Steiner in it.
Yeah. Hey, do you want some money? Yeah, okay. Show up, say this, leave. All right, cool. most disappointing Hall of Fame speeches of all time. It was great. Randy Savage said hello to a cow. Anyway, thanks. Biggest return.
I've gone very pessimistic on the returns front this year because I think WWE is too cluttered with stars at the top.
Ooh.
And I just couldn't foresee any big ones in AEW. So I think the biggest return, and I'm probably wrong here, there's going to be wacky stuff happens every day that you can't foresee. There will be returns. But I just couldn't think of one. So I think the biggest return in terms of the impact it could have on a promotion is Kenny Omega's impending AEW return.
Yeah.
Because he's been gone for a long time now. I don't know why I started talking like that. He's been gone for a long time now. I sound like Brian
Devo?
Clough. Oh, right. Yeah. Or Devo, yeah.
It's not the best return of the year, but it is in the top one.
Yes. So yeah, Omega. I don't know how long he's actually got left because he wrestles such a hard hitting style, and his body's he's had so many issues and stuff. But I'd like to see him have like a good final run. Looks like he's going to be feuding with Okada, I think.
Well, if Gabe Kidd leaves anything there,
Yeah.
Gabe Kidd might end him.
Yeah.
Blood clot and all those words.
Yeah, watch out for that Bash Street Kid, Kenny Omega.
The thing is, Gabe's been saying some stuff about Tony Khan, and I just from knowing him, I really don't think it's been agreed that he can say this about AEW. He's just running with it.
I haven't seen on it because some of it's just like, all right, okay, fine. This isn't for me, it's for the Americans. But like, I did see the one where going, wait, he's wrestling me in a few days' time. This stupid company didn't say anything about it.
They're acting
I was like,
that's fair.
You know, you are supposed to be a bad guy, right?
He's making a good point.
Damn it.
They've not promoted it. They're acting like Kenny's first match back is going to be with Okada. Yeah. I'd be fuming if I was Gabe. In fact, my biggest return is Gabe Kidd to AEW after he turned up at Forbidden Door once.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the only person that wasn't from the class of 2017 that I think that company seems to obsess over and think that's the only part of Japanese history that has ever happened. So I was so happy to see a young lad there.
He was like bickering with Roddy Strong. That was his thing.
Yeah, ringside. He didn't wrestle. He just
was weird.
Showed up and
he was in part of
a tag match.
Yeah.
It must have been there to tell Nato where left and right were. Bless him.
Oh.
See that bloody interview he did?
He can't see, man.
He cannot see. It's like Sonny, that bloody Moxie match he had makes so much sense.
I'm hoping he doesn't. He's got a big singles match. He's the co-main event of Wrestle Kingdom. He's wrestling Takahashi.
He's wrestling?
He's wrestling Takahashi, his stablemate. You know, the little redhead lad who runs around all over the place and is mad.
Yeah, Feathers McGraw.
And does mad things. That's who he's wrestling, yeah. They're doing like a baby.
So has he got himself fixed then?
He's had an operation, apparently, but I don't know how well he is.
That's possible.
They wouldn't rush him back. New Japan wouldn't do that.
That Trent question mark, he just does the dive the outside, no one's there.
So yeah,
he's going to be on the other side of the ring going, I'm not even outside.
It's him and his pal in the co-main before Zach, yeah. It's a weird card this year. It's a very weird card. There's a Tokyo, what's it called? Like Tokyo Terror Ladders match. It's the least New Japan thing you've ever heard.
Doing a ladder match?
They're doing a ladder match, yeah.
Who's in it?
There's 4 teams in it.
All right.
Like
that's pretty AEW.
The War Dogs.
Terrors,
yeah, Tokyo Terror.
War Dogs.
There's a team called Catch 22. I think it's Akira and Phantasmo or someone. No, it's not
Catch
Phantasmo.
22?
Yeah, I know. It's so original. There's a team called the Ichiban Sweet Boys. I want them to... And there's another team as well. I can't remember who's in it, but yeah.
That's what I hear Jack talk about New Japan. It's like, oh, is that what's happening?
I didn't mean to sound like I was so disdainful when I said the Ichiban Sweet Boys. I'll have a look while you move on to the
biggest return is Gabe Kidd and the Sweet Boys.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, the 2 biggest returns have already been announced, obviously. John Cena, that's the biggest one. Yep. And the Pointer Sisters.
Yes.
Outside of that, Becky Lynch, I guess, is what I was, again, like Jack, I was scratching my head thinking, what is the big return? But yeah, Becky Lynch and Kenny Omega, or the 2.
Outside of that, I think you were right. There's not much there. It's Joe Hendry at the Rumble, if that counts.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's on the Jericho cruise at the start of February.
Oh, that poor bastard.
I don't know if that was his big announcement. I hope it wasn't.
No.
But yeah, he's at the start of February.
He won that NXT award, and I don't think they'd have let him win that award. He won like big moment of the year in NXT or something.
Yeah, it was good. The most predictable awards ceremony 2024. Bless him, NXT. Yeah,
but I don't think they would have let him win that award if he wasn't coming back.
I tried to vote on the NXT awards, and it gave me like a question that had like people from 2021 and the answers for the multiple choice. So I stopped.
They're crap on the NXT. They're that's Ava's fault, though.
I know that's Ava's fault. She's obviously in part.
She's the
website.
Who's the wrestler of the year? Trey Gargano.
Right. NXT female superstar of the year was Roxanne Perez. Diddle-a-doo, 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 diddle-a-diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo. Could they not just write them out
and Oba win the male one?
Bullet pointers?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they did a thing where they teased, like, oh, and the winner is, Nova came out and goes, I'm the best, me, blah, blah, blah. And then you think, oh, is this leading up to, no, it's not you, actually. It's Trick Willie. But nothing was made of it. So it's like, oh, it is you. Yeah, okay, fair enough then.
Like, no, it was
match of the year, though, was our match of the year.
Oh, the triple threat.
Yes, they had JB accept it on behalf of, well, you know, everybody else.
Oh, God, it was Dijak, wasn't it? Yeah.
Tag team of the year would be
Fraxios.
Fraxios, yeah.
It's got to have been. Imagine if they'd given it like JB and Yoshiki Inamura.
Why not? They've had a great start.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get ready for that.
Oh, there you go. Match of the year was the triple threat. Yeah. Moment of the year was Hendry's debut. Tag team of the year, Fraxion. Female superstar, Roxanne Perez. Male superstar, Obafemi. And best PLE of the year was Stand and Deliver, which I can't disagree with.
Of any promotion.
Or Heatwave, I guess, could have been in there.
I've found the people in that tag team match if you want really quick.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the Intergalactic Jet Setters, which is Kushida and Kevin Knight. versus the Ichiban Sweet Boys, which is Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita. Catch 22 is TJP and Francesco Akira, and the Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors and Dan Maloney. Yeah, you got Tokyo Terror.
Dan Maloney. Oh, okay.
That's the opener of the main show. It's classic Wrestle Kingdom.
I've got a mate who's flying over.
Have you?
Yeah, from Bish. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be amazing when he sees running water.
You've also got such matches as David Finlay versus Yoda Tsuji, Doki versus El Desperado, Shingo Takagi versus Takeshita. That'll be match of the night probably. That's a big one.
And the main event is
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino.
His eyebrows.
Moxley's that's the main. It's weird.
Whoa.
It's so weird. I know. I don't know what they do.
His eyebrows are still on point. I was just checking out Dan Maloney's eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
yeah.
the NXT UK days? Like, they've got a horrible upbringing and I lived on the streets fighting for every penny I earned.
Yeah.
He had the most beautiful eyebrows. I've ever
Yeah,
seen in
really
my life.
manicured.
Very manicured.
A gorgeous man.
Aye. Biggest turn.
I'll go out on a limb then, and I'll go for Cody Rhodes midway through his title reign.
You're all in on this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just can't like people be pure, can you?
No.
Okay.
I've wanted it for so long, and he did that.
It's because that one story.
I was in this media call once when he was talking about I'm a Luke guy. Some people are Vader guys and some people are Luke guys, because everything has to be through the lens of Star Wars apparently. And he went, "Oh, I'm a Luke guy forever." And I thought, no, you're not. And then he dyed his hair black and feuded with Malachi, and then nothing happened. Now is the time.
No, it's the time.
I'm getting flashbacks to that when I was drunk talking to Rampage at the last North after that. Because
Oh,
he
yeah,
sang
you
his
were
theme
saying,
there.
weren't you? Oh.
Oh, it's such a dick. I was just an idiot. I'm so glad you beat Trent Seven. Are you my friend? Shut up, John.
They went up to Trent and went, "Oh, you get him next time.
No,
You're my friend."
Too scared to talk to him. He puts me ill at ease. I just feel like he's mocking me with his eyes all the time, you know? He's got that way about
hello,
him.
Jack.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Matt Berry if you wrestled. Yeah. Okay, who have you got? While Jack reflects on his things, what have you got, Ross?
I decided to write down all the lyrics to Flesh into Gear by CKY to get to the final line of I realize your insecurities will get the best of you. I'll get the best of you. Seth Rollins will go full diddler after a crushing loss to CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Ooh, I like it.
No, it's funny having Punk lose.
He's been a bit insecure, hasn't he, Rollins, in the build-up to this match they're having on Raw next week. So I think the insecurities, as the song says, will get the best of him. And he'll go full diddler after WrestleMania. And it's about time as well. It's about bloody time.
I think you could do it either way. You could have, I don't want to spoil yours if yours is this, but you could have Punk go heel as well.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
Do you not think he's a more natural heel, Punk?
I mean, I think everyone who's ever met him has said that, but I mean, it's just he's such a popular dude now.
Yeah, but
they're both really popular. I think it's just like, well, why?
He'd be a great heel, and it would make Drew even more justified. He'd be like, see?
Face Drew. Oh, I mean, no, it's...
Drew will never be... Drew will be Drew forevermore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting cheered by doing
If you
this
agree
thing
with him,
anyway.
you do. If you don't, you don't.
Biggest turn.
Doesn't have to be WWE. Cope will turn heel. Dark Cope.
First name, don't. Ha ha ha. Whatever.
Can't.
Oh, that's better, yeah.
The marquee reads CC versus CC. Christian Cage versus Can't Cope.
Was the match
The
good?
marquee, like, who cares?
Him and FTR, was it good?
It
Was that
all
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was just to send the crowd home happy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause
it made Cope look strong because he battered Mox. That's his name. How
call him
dare
that.
you?
I can't do it.
Laughing at a man's
I
name like
refuse
that.
to call him that.
It says Cope versus Job.
I don't like it.
What the hell was I talking about? Oh, biggest turn. Well, I mean, if I'm going all in the Gunther turns face and joins Judgment Day. Friends with friends with tender benefits.
Yeah,
That doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah,
Friends with tender tendencies.
yeah. Is that what they're going to be called?
I hope not.
Tender tendencies.
Yeah, it's just them eating chicken together. That's the picture. One of those really lazy
So
photos.
yours is a Gunter face turn,
Yeah.
which is already it's already going that way, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. He had the time of his life chopping Dom, which is ironic because it's setting up, obviously, them being friends, but real respect's real, as they say.
Yeah.
Apart from that, an AEW biggest turn. I can't say really turning at this point.
Turning AEW.
Ricochet, right now, Ricochet's on something where he's turning even more evil because of
What's going
Swerve.
on with him?
And I hope that'll be, all right, cool. Hurt Business going, cool. We'd love you to join us. Now, yeah, you beat the hell out of Swerve. Fantastic, mate.
He's got a big match at Wrestle Dynasty as Ricochet. He's
Is he?
wrestling Zack Sabre Jr., yeah.
He will lose.
It's like they've not promoted this. No, he will lose, yeah. But it's like they've not,
That's why they're not promoting
they're not
it. 'cause it's
promoting it
gonna-
at all. It's weird.
Yeah.
Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega. I'm staggered by the lack of promotion for this show. It's like Tony's remembered it and gone,
It's probably because, it's interfering with their plans right now.
Wonder how
Why do they
much-
want Ricochet
got
losing?
to fly to Japan.
How much Forbidden Door gets promoted in Japan? Do you reckon that's like why this is being promoted? As long
Dabbing,
as
I
it
mean,
is?
in errands of New Japan wrestlers saying dismissive things about AEW on their social medias.
If you're in Japan watching this podcast and
Hello,
are in Japan in July or whatever month Forbidden Door is, June, is it? It's in the summer sometime, isn't it? How heavily is it promoted?
I'm
Let us
just
know.
looking at some of these matches now, and I remembered that the Sons of Texas are on the pre-show. And I remember the other day,
Dustin and
the
Sammy.
other week, I remember Maffew going, "Who? The Sons of
Sons
Texas?"
of Sammy and Dustin. Like,
Yeah.
oh, right.
Zack versus Ricochet, Takeshita or Shingo, the winner of the night before versus Ishii. Yota Tsuji versus Jack Perry. Shota Umino versus Claudio.
Jack Perry.
Shota Umino versus Claudio Castagnoli.
Send him a one-way ticket.
David Finney versus Brody King.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. All right.
Bucks challenging for the tag belts against Great O'Khan and Mystery
Do
Partner.
you see that story that came out over Christmas? That apparently the Bucks wanted to lose a squash match for the titles to the
Yeah.
Outrunners.
I don't
But the plans
believe
got
it.
changed. I thought you were the people doing plans.
Yeah.
I don't believe
They're
them.
always saying we were about to do this, right? Oh,
It's very Shawn Michaels lie that.
just this close to doing the thing that everyone wants because we've gone online.
Mercedes is having a match against Mina
Okay, fine with that.
it's a winner takes all match for the strong women's title and the undisputed British women's.
That's the one I was talking about
Sorry.
before. No, I got the two mixed up anyway. You're
No,
right. You were more right than I was.
And then there's an 8-man lucha gauntlet match with 4 New Japan wrestlers and 4 CMLL wrestlers, all to be announced.
I was going to say, really excited. Oh, okay, right. I don't care.
This show's happening in 3 days' time.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, John.
It's
whatever.
4th and the 5th.
That's
Wrestle
amazing
Kingdom and Wrestle
to
Dynasty.
be announced.
Yeah.
I reckon Samantha Irvin will turn heel in AEW.
Oh.
She'll debut this year as the manager of Trevor.
That's what you wanted to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She wanted to
There
be a
you go, there's
manager.
your wanky pick.
Or did you want to be a GM?
I don't know. She wanted just more than the ring announcer.
Yeah, right.
More of a performer.
It would help get heat. It's a classic thing. Look at my attractive lady. And everyone goes, oh, boo. It'll work. Especially when he's a dork like that. Sorry.
Yeah, we hate seeing dorks succeed. Next one is new indie standout.
Oh, I've just gone for the same one I nominated for the Culdies, who didn't win, but I've got to stand by my
Sure
pick
that-
now. It was Titus Alexander.
Oh, that guy, right?
He's wrestled in Deadlock, for example. He did a bit of Noah wrestling, I believe, or one of the, maybe Dragon Gate. I think it was Noah, one of the green ones. Although Noah's not green anymore, is it? Oh,
It's blue
it doesn't make sense.
because that's the corner that the challenger stands in.
I thought
because they're
Noah was-
challenging.
I thought Noah was white and red now. Blue.
Oh, I'm talking about 0-1. I'm really sorry.
0-1.
I just, you know what? I found out something
The
yesterday, and I
kickboxing.
instantly went, I know something, even though it's not what he was talking about. I'm sorry.
But yeah, he's really good, and I think that if he does sign for one of the big promotions this year, maybe not instantly, but I think eventually he's just got all the tools. He's great. Titus Alexander.
All the tools, Titus Alexander. That'd be a good gimmick. Tool time.
Yes,
In my
it would.
life. Yeah.
That'd be
It's
great,
tool
yeah.
time.
It's a home show improvement. Oh, God, please say something.
Mine's got the appearance of Spike Dudley's Twinkie cousin. He has the wrestling ability of a saint. He can fly like a plane or flip like a coin. He is 21 years old. Starboy Gnarly, Starboy Charlie.
Starboy Charlie.
Starboy Charlie. He's had one match that I've seen with my eyes, which was against Nick Wayne, that man off AEW. And he is going to be a good thing. He has been wrestling for over 10 years, I saw this morning. as
What?
I
What?
used the
No.
Google. He's 21, yeah. He's been
No,
wrestling
he
for 10
hasn't.
years. Yeah,
He's not British. Only British lads know how to do that.
He's been doing something relating to wrestling for 10 years.
He's been on AEW, though, hasn't
He's been on once.
Has
Well,
he?
at least once. Back in 2023, in March to be precise,
Yeah.
unless that's the Americanized date.
Is he-
Could be August, who knows?
Can you describe his vibe, his aura?
Flippy,
Okay.
but he wears dungarees that are loose fitting, like
Yeah.
Spike Dudley did back in the ECW
Oh,
days
that's why you
especially,
picked
yeah.
Spike. I was like, how did you pick that? Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
It's just it's Nick Wayne, but a bit more chiseled with the muscles, I'd say.
Oh, wow.
Some might say a bit more flippy. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was struggling, and I went to Google, and lots of sites were saying Starboy Charlie, Starboy Gnarly is the one to watch.
He's being
It's
tipped.
very nice that you could have gotten away with not saying that, but you still decided to cite your sources. What a good
Well, I don't like to be a fraud, Maffew. I don't watch.
No, it would be good
New
next week.
Japan.
Like, Starboy Charlie won that match and the title. And you're like, who's he? Who are you talking about? I have no idea.
My initial thought, I don't know if it counts, there would have been Jake something, because he's massive, right?
Yeah.
But he
He's
wrestles,
literally called Jake something.
wrestles for TNA.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a big hairy chest. Ooh,
He's good, him.
But I don't know if he counts because he's done stuff for TNA quite a bit, hasn't he? So
You could make the argument that being in Impact is at the same level as being in
Yeah.
Indie,
I was
blah, blah,
thinking
blah,
about.
but I get what you mean.
I was thinking about saying Speedball because he's not been. He's left Impact now, hasn't he, or TNA?
we're waiting for him to rock up in AEW, aren't
Yeah, surely.
we? It was meant to be the Continental Classic, but it wasn't.
He'll be Bandido's
The face of the Revolution ladder match,
Yes.
Yeah.
managed by Taz.
Yes.
Let's give him the Brian Cage push.
Yeah, it's a nice pick. 'Cause I don't know who he is. I've seen him wrestle. Yeah.
I've seen one match. I know it's like when you see your football team linked with someone that you've never seen play before,
Yeah.
but someone makes that Twitter compilation.
yes.
That's
Goals,
what I've
skills,
done
and
here.
highlights, yeah.
Welcome to AEW.
Yeah.
Starboy Charlie.
I think the fact that you don't even like pay attention to the indie scene, but you know who he is a good indication of how good he is and the buzz around him. So, hey, well done, Starboy Charlie, for getting the attention of Ross.
One of my favourite YouTube videos. Of
I
all
mean that seriously as well. It sounds so condescending.
I've got a loose understanding of what's going on. Obviously not as deep as you two, but yeah.
One of my favourite YouTube videos of all time is Welcome to Real Madrid, Postman Pat, goals, skills, and assists. And it's clips from an episode of Postman Pat where he plays football. He's unbelievable at football. He's dribbling around all these kids.
unbelievable.
And there's one point where the ball goes up for a header and he just soars. It's just amazing.
Wait, he's playing against Kid?
Well, it's a mixture. It's just the
Is that
people.
like that Michael Owen pick? Oh, well done, mate.
The opposition goalie is the Geordie school teacher. Is it Mr. Pringle?
I don't remember
I
him.
can't
All right.
remember.
He's
yeah.
blonde. He's a school teacher in Postman Pat's town.
All right.
Greendale. And at one point he gets distracted by Jess the cat and Pat just knocks it in. No sympathy. He's like, I'll have that. There you go.
See, it's why we like the Northern League.
But like they've
The
edited,
goal was scored because someone was distracted by a cat.
but they've edited it so there's like that like very generic dance music over the top, like in those football compilations.
Yeah.
Like, doom, 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 doom.
So many wrestlers to pick from. Thomas Shire is my go-to lad.
Thomas Shire.
You've
Big
mentioned
Texas
before,
lad.
haven't
Yeah,
you?
because it's because I watch a lot of wrestling, sometimes get sick of, oh, here we go, here's this style. Oh, it was a good match, was it? Right, okay. It was very similar to the other match I just saw. So like when I see other people doing different styles, and one thing that seems to be what lads like Luke Jacobs as well, but it wouldn't be fair to call him an indie standout because he's been one of them for years, is the fact that, yeah, big, hefty lads hitting clotheslines and thinking they're old Japan from the 90s when people watch them. I'm all for that. So Thomas Shire, in the UK, everyone that's good known now, isn't it? It's hard to say.
You can say Luke
Luke
Jacobs for sure, I think.
He's the world champion of two companies at this point. I mean, bloody hell.
I know, but it's only Brit Rest. The world's bigger than that.
Okay.
I think
Not to
he's-
some people, Jack.
No, yes.
Yeah, you know.
I think if Luke Jacobs were to sign for one of the big companies, we'd all be like, oh, here we go. So I think you can count him as that.
Yeah. It's always nice when, like, months later he does something that Americans notice and someone goes, message me going, hey, it's that kid you mentioned. You know, the guy who's just started. You're like, oh, yeah, him. So, yeah, Luke Jacobs, Thomas Shire, either lads.
Obviously,
Going moo
Well,
like that. I think we should have Stan Hansen.
I would have said Leon Slater if not for the fact that he's now already
Yeah,
TNA.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't even say, oh, you know who's a good up-and-comer?
Yeah.
Leon Slater's like, no.
The secret's out very fast now.
Now we have to call him overrated. That's what happens now. Too good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sick of hearing about that really talented wrestler.
Yeah, that,
I can't see my mate Henry Faust because he's my mate.
He's
and
my
people
mate
like-
as well. He's not just your mate.
Well, I don't even know him, right?
I knew him first.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I met him on the Diamond Strip.
Oh, cocaine was there.
No. With a wrestler? No.
Yeah, how ridiculous.
No, it was before he was ever a wrestler. It was he was mates with
It did drugs, then became a wrestler. He's doing it the wrong way around,
He
mate.
was mates with my mate from school's sister because we went to the same school, but he's a bit younger than I am.
Oh, so you hate him. I get it.
No. I used to when he was on the door at North because he always used to be like, "You're not coming in." I was like, "Henry,
Oh, he's funny.
it's me from school, man." And now he lets.
It
now
must be
he-
like that, the door people at North, because when I rocked up, they're like, oh, bloody hell, it must be a big show if you're here, Ross.
Oh, they're all cheeky boys. Those yellow shirts. at
I'll
North.
turn around and go, oh, they will.
What, that's not a compliment to you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see even Ross is gracious with his presence.
You should have been like, I thought this was ghetto golf.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I don't think he's there anymore.
Ross sells wrestling's fake and leaves.
No, Henry's very, very talented boy. Check him out if you don't already.
Yeah,
give him a plug.
Check him out. And finally, Netflix predictions. Ooh, it's an interesting one.
Mine, I've written a bit of a paragraph, so I'll read from a paragraph.
Go ahead, pal.
Oh, damn it. The window's closed. There we go. I think it could make wrestling bigger, like we've seen, like the comparison everyone makes, but like we've seen in the case of F1. That was a docu-series, and this is different, but it's similar, maybe shedding light on a, not niche, but like a not quite mainstream thing, like WWE, and making it more mainstream. That would be good on the whole, I think, but it could also have a damaging effect on the product itself. I think if there's a big influx of new casual fans, we could see a dumbing down of the product for more long-term viewers like ourselves, or even newer fans who got on board even in the last decade or so, and we could all feel a bit left behind. I think if Netflix makes WWE go huge, we could lose the great strength of Triple H's booking, which is his long memory and the consistency of character motivations. If lots of new fans, in the men's division at least, if lots of new fans jump on board, I think there's a risk of prioritizing short-term storylines, more bite-sized, memeable stuff, now that we're off TV and onto a streaming platform, maybe pandering to the internet in a bad way. I also think the online discourse is going to become even more toxic and messy because it won't just become WWE versus AEW, but also old fans versus new fans. It's going to be terrible.
I think it's going to be
skeptical look there.
Happy 2025.
Yay.
Well, can I skip ahead of you? Or?
What?
Can I skip ahead of you?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Just to counter your point, I thought like the complete opposite. Like you just say, oh, we're going to lose that narrative structure, that ease of access, and that long-term storytelling. I'm like, why? It'll never be easier to go back to a previous episode and see the thing they're talking about by going beep, 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 beep. Ah, there you are.
I agreed with your point at first, but then you started talking to me like I was a bit stupid there, and I'm going to...
Your Honour, I retract my... the thing I just said.
No,
phone.
No,
because,
it's a very good point.
People have been pointing out Netflix is available to a lot more people than any TV network now across the globe. So I was like, it'll be even easier for people to connect to. The dumbing down, I'm like, well, surely they've gotten this with the stuff that they're doing now, and it's working because of the storytelling they've been doing, and which has been second to none. And again, it's on that platform that's all about storytelling and going back and watching stuff. If the people will be confused that Netflix won't cancel something after one season. I know that'll take some getting used to. But thank you. But no, I think of the complete opposite. I mean, obviously, wrestling discourse is going to get worse because it gets worse every year.
Yeah.
Old fans versus new fans. I hadn't thought about that relationship. Like, I knew it before Netflix. You're just a jumper on it.
I'm an old school fan. I remember The Shield. Yeah. When it's going to be like that.
Oh, God. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I am here for that.
My face.
I am here to argue with children all day now.
My face when these new kids think the Judgment Day is the greatest stable of all time. This is my greatest stable of all time. It's just The Shield.
I knew Edge when he was not Hope. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they'll do with it. I think he's going to be using this. It's nice to see, after, again, not talk about Vince yet more, but WWE's been stuck in the dark ages for so bloody long. To see someone doing this, and not just obviously because of the financial positives, but to go, yeah, this is how people consume what we still call TV, which is now an outdated principle, unless Wallace and Gromit's on Christmas, of course.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be, they're going to take full advantage of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing
Fair play.
the stuff. I'm going to make full use of it. I think wrestling has needed something like this for a long time.
Well, we'll see how it pans out. I'm sure it won't be somewhere between with lots of nuance.
One of us episode of the podcast. Was this the worst episode of Raw you've ever seen, Ross?
What's yours, Ross?
Raw will be different lengths each week depending on what happens. Sometimes it'll be 3 hours. Sometimes it'll be 2 hours and 5 minutes. Sometimes it'll be 2 hours 45.
That'll be interesting.
Okay.
But I think it'll not have a rigid time frame to fill. It'll fill what it needs to fill. I think we'll start to see more stage shows involving the wrestlers on Netflix, marketed as specials, like your comedians have. I think we'll see an hour of Sami Zayn on stage. That happened in real life last year. Damien Priest had a stage show last year. So I think we'll get a lot more of that kind of accoutrement programming in front of a live audience.
And they'll call it Stand Up for WWE.
Oh, I retract that last one. because of what Maffew just said there. And then eventually Cody Rhodes will appear on the floor as lava and get to meet Rutledge Wood. Rutledge Wood. AEW's had an episode in the past. Orange Cassidy, Chris Statlander, and Trent were there. Didn't do very well.
No.
That'll be another thing for the tribalists to throw at each other. Wow.
Oh, the
Cody Rhodes and the Creed brothers got to the final. Man.
WWE did better than AEW. I was like, Tony Khan, dead.
I remember the first time after we talked about it on the podcast and I finally saw a team win. And he just stood there in the room. It's me, Rutledge Wood.
Hey!
You get to meet me. I hope they got another prize as well.
They got those crappy little trophy, didn't they? That's all they got.
But also, you get to meet me. He was some like NASCAR pundit or something.
I still don't know.
Yes.
Rutledge
I've
Wood.
got no idea.
He did host the barbecue showdown though as well during lockdown.
The
time.
barbecue show.
Wow.
The barbecue showdown.
Ooh.
All right, what's
It's
that?
like Bake Off but with barbecue.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, you know what? I'd watch that. Yeah.
Better
that
than
sounds
Bake
good.
Off. Up the meat. But I also predict that certain areas of North America will miss a chunk of the Rumble pay-per-view, but after that, it'll all be fine.
Ooh.
Just because of what? I know there's not going to be anywhere near the audience that they had for Jake Paul versus Tyson, but there'll be a smidgen of that audience, and there'll be technical difficulties because it's the first time.
Yes. Yeah,
I
maybe.
thought about that.
But it'll be fine after that, don't worry.
Okay. Of all the pay-per-views I don't want to buffer, the Rumbles, it's the Rumble.
It'll get you time to Google out and then see whose theme it is and what.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never was bad. Try watching on 240p. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm positive about this.
Fair enough.
I'm positive as well. I made a prediction in our other video we did about pitches for this year that we need to have fun but to be disciplined while doing so. Don't want too many sexy reds about the joint. The ones who don't care about wrestling. The ones who don't understand what's going on and therefore take away from what we're watching.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that as a wrestling fan going, ooh, the outsiders. I just mean in general, anyone watching Sexy Red on the wrestling would have been like, what is she doing here?
Get it sexy.
Yeah.
You-
What are you adding to the show there, Sexy Red?
Kiss my tots.
Apart from your twerking.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only Jim Ross who likes that. Probably. And Booker T.
Booker later, yeah.
Yeah, man, I hate these people who come along and contribute nothing to wrestling. So the Boom guys are going to be doing well in AEW. this
They're
year.
on the intro to Dynamite. They're in the video.
Are they?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know. They're in the intro.
Hang on, let me just. I remember sitting there this morning going, ooh, how have they made the cut? That's exactly what I said, word for word there.
No, I can't be
Ooh,
having
how did they make the cut? I'm going to mute my laptop because
I can't be
it is-
having
Hey, I tell you, I'm so excited
It
to
is
see this.
a licensed song. Unless, Joel, you want to cut the audio? Do you want more work
Nah,
to
we
do,
don't
Joel?
do
It's up to you.
No,
Can
no,
do
no.
if you want.
I'll do it without just to. Oh, to cut the intro off. Fantastic scenes. Cheers. The Max.
Yeah.
I used to watch that on.
Yeah.
You get the stuff sorted out, don't
Definitely available in the
they?
UK.
Well, those were our 2025 predictions.
They were.
Some
They
good,
were.
interesting things there.
And the podcast still goes long.
It does.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Let us know your predictions in the comments. That's what we say at the end of these
Yeah,
things.
Yeah.
why not?
Like and subscribe.
Boom!
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
The mailbag. First one of the year. Hey, diddlers.
Hey.
Listeners since the name redacted days. As of this episode, Friday, January 3rd, 2024, you will be able to listen to the one episode of the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast every day for an entire year. Congrats on episode 365. I looked up TV shows that have over 365 episodes. Family Feud, General Hospital, Coronation Street, etc. These obviously have way more than 365. If you had to watch just one TV show and nothing else for an entire year, what would it be? Woof woof, moo moo from former Juventus goalkeeper Gigi Buffon, aka Tyler from Maple Ridge, BC, Canada. P.S. Picture of my dog Kofi attached. Adopted the day before Kofi Mania, so name fell right on my lap.
Delightful.
Lovely.
Oh.
It'd be interesting if you attempted to change the name after recent happenings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now that Kofi's a
Heel.
dick. Yeah.
Oh. It's like, the dog betrayed me for no reason. It's like, well, you know.
What
see
a
that one coming.
lovely looking dog.
It is a smashing
All right,
looking
Joel.
whooper.
What? It is. That's a great dog.
That's a great dog.
Who cares about the question? What would you, if you had to watch a TV show? Oh,
It might. I don't know if it's got over 300 though, over 365, but it might be Robot Wars. You know.
Oh, yeah, you have to like keep repeating them. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
It's just whenever me and Owen, we used to do this thing where whenever we hit the end of a season on our Football Manager streams, for the week after that, we've stopped doing it recently, but we'd just watch an episode of old Robot Wars, which Owen had never watched. So he was like, what's going on here? There was one where in the first season, I think, where someone, you know, like sometimes the teams have got like the two like older blokes, but then like a little kid as well in the team. It's like, oh, he's come along for it as well, and the kid's so invested in the robot that gets smashed up and that. And there was one where the kid they'd lost at the last hurdle and they weren't qualifying for the next round. And as the credits are rolling, and Craig Charles has done his whole like on Robot Wars, bye bye, and all that, and then it cuts back to the pit, and Philippa is interviewing the little kid, going, "Are you all right?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." She goes, "Did you think you were going to win?" And he's like,
What?
And the kid's like,
I think I was going to win.
The kid's like, "Yeah, you'll be all right." Yeah. And then the kid like walks
She
off.
You're ruined.
And she looks at the camera and goes, "Aw." I'm like, "Philippa, you didn't need to do that, rubbing it in."
Fantastic.
That kid will now be like 45 though.
And has never gotten over it.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Ross?
US Office for me. One of, if not my favourite shows. There's over 200 episodes of that as well. So you won't get bored as quickly. And by the end, you just think you know them, like they're your friends at home.
I did see someone talk about the re-watch The Sopranos. They get near the end of it, and it's like, oh, I'm going to have to say goodbye to my friend Tony again. It's like, oh. Probably Star Trek at this point. I've become an entire bloody Trekkie person.
Have you?
I don't know why I'll try to speak English then. Just because of, I've watched nearly all of them now. I had a lovely time. They've been my companion wow, I've lost the ability to speak, I'm sorry. My companion's thing when I've been like super ill or...
Is that your comfort watch?
Yeah, it became it. So well, now let's see if there's any good. You know, Next Generation starts off rough and there's some very good stuff later on. Deep Space Nine's amazing. Voyager is mostly like, all right, I can't wait for the exciting thing to happen. And then the series ends and you're like, all right. But,
So they're just flying through space?
But they're so easy to watch. They're such an easy watch.
Are you a Kirk man or a Picard man?
I try watching the original series and I'm just like, every time I watch it ends up being one of those really bad episodes. So I'll watch like 3 of the really good ones and move on with my life.
I've never watched it. I don't know much about it at all. I just remember it was on a lot when I was a kid, and it would have been either the Picard years or the beardy one. Who's the beardy one? The beardy one.
Richard Branson.
Yes, when he's the
You mean the guy who's in Next Generation? That's Riker.
right. So Picard is thingy Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Right. Okay. It would have been that sort of time, I suppose, like early 2000s,
Yeah.
late 90s. And I never knew what was going on, but I always thought the different coloured shirts meant different coloured things. Do they not, or do they mean?
Yeah, the
different
different
like
places on the ship
roles?
to be. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So engineering's yellow.
What's
but
red?
Data, in fairness though, Data wears yellow, and it's like, but you're not an engineer. And he goes, yeah, it's because if he wore red, it completely changed how his face appeared. I'd have the lighting, I guess. So it looked horrible if he didn't have yellow on.
Okay, fair enough then.
I'm going to bore people now if I continue talking about stuff, so I think I will carry on and say thank you very much for the question, and your dog is lovely. Happy New Year, nonces and diddlers.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I am writing this on New Year's Eve 2024. I have sat down to watch my favourite New Year's Eve themed slasher movie, just like I do every year. The film New Year's Evil is about a killer who murders someone as the clock strikes midnight in each of the 4 US time zones.
What? How?
And features I'm trying to figure out how that works. And features an incredible 80s new wave title theme that totally fingers in the Cultaholic podcast sense of the word. Now that NXT has hijacked this title, it's become much more difficult to find clips, GIFs, and memes of this incredible film. Similar to this, I used to work with someone whose shoot name is Braden Walker.
Okay.
Since I am the only wrestling nerd in my office, no one else knows about the sensational career of the ECW original who used that name, ECW original. I mean, yeah, it's technically true, I guess, and did not understand why I laughed out loud when I first saw the name tag on his desk. My question is, what wrestling thing, be it a show, wrestler, move, etc., that shares the name of a real-life thing has most affected you? Signed... Footy McKick. Former Newcastle upon the Times TIMES. Soccer club fullback or whatever. I only like fake sports. Ryan from Tucson. Thank you, Ryan.
I really thank you very much. I have not got a clue what the answer would be, but I have found not the synopsis, like the blurb, like the little teaser description on Letterboxd for New Year's Evil, 1980. Don't dare make New Year's resolutions, ... unless you plan to live.
That's good.
During a live punk rock New Year's Eve TV program, the presenter gets a phone call from a psycho calling himself evil, saying that when New Year strikes in each US time zone, he will murder someone. Excellent. That sounds good.
Any US? So is it the same guy in 4 different
I
places?
guess he must
then?
travel across every hour. He's got to make it to the next one.
The next time zone.
He's like Santa Claus.
Yeah, with murder.
Yeah. Like how fast is this dude?
Why
Why am I asking these questions?
Watch the film.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll have to watch it. The killer is actually a plane.
I'm just reading some of the reviews, but a lot of people have given it low star ratings, but they've also clicked the like button. It's like a Street Fighter, I think. It's like a guilty play, yeah.
You know what you get with a film like this.
A new wave punk murder in every time zone holiday in mess of a drunken time. And by that, I mean I'm usually hammered every year when I watch it, like right now. Happy New Year. That's what people have been leaving on the reviews and stuff. Might have to watch that. Yeah.
So what's a wrestling thing? Sorry, no, that's not is it at all. It's something that shares something in wrestling, so you can't hear it.
Really struggling me. I was hoping someone else in the room would have one.
No, it's difficult.
We've never come across one in our working lives. Me and Jack, at least.
I don't
Is
think
there a
so,
wrestler
yeah.
with the same name as somebody else?
Steve.
There's a
Steve Austin, the $1 Million Man.
there's a Jack King on Cage Match.
Is there?
Yeah, he was I think a Dutch wrestler in the 2000s.
Oh.
He might have wrestled in no, surely not. But yeah, if you go on Cage Match, it's not me. It's like I think he's like a Halloween Jack Skellington type lad who did hardcore matches called Jack King.
Oh, so Jack Pumpkin King, right? Okay.
Something like that, yeah. I was hoping you'd have heard of him. So I've got one. It's me. There you go.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's
I'm
me.
the problem. It is me.
I've got nothing here, pal. I'm sorry.
Oh, but someone's mixed up. Someone's put AKA Jack the Jobber and stuff, but it's not me. But they've mixed our two profiles together, I think. Because if you go on,
Wait, because you have a profile on Cage Match.
no, they've ruined this poor guy's Cage Match by saying he's also called Jack the Jobber, but it's but then you go on his history of matches and it's him wrestling in like Bruges and like somewhere called like Waarland, North Holland and Netherlands. Yeah,
That
stuff like
makes
that.
sense.
I've never been to
That's
Holland.
all Dutch to me.
He lost against Toby Blunt in 2014,
Oh, up the blunt.
but then the same show he beat El Sombrero Loco. So fair play to him.
Oh, Sombrero Loco, the famous.
Crazy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, shouts out to Jack King. It's not me. If Cage Match could take my name off there for him, I think he'd appreciate it probably.
It's like, oh, I've got all these reviews and comments. Oh, never mind.
Why are you trying to get with Melina?
I've heard you're a pervert now, father.
In kayfabe.
In kayfabe.
Thank you.
Wow, this is really depressing. I haven't got
I
anything.
know.
I've done it. I've helped. I've done it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I really appreciate the question and the jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got nothing. Thank you, Jack, for saving us there. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime nonce.
We need to change the start of these emails, though.
Jesus wept. With last week's Culties, wrestling's most prestigious award has now had 7 iterations, not counting the half year. This means there is a fair bit of lore, stats, and interesting facts to draw from.
Oh, yes.
This is true. For the first time in Mailbag history, here is a quiz that doesn't involve Maffew talk about wrestlers' winkies. What? But rather previous Culty winners.
Jules just pulled out a piece of paper.
How much do you remember about your previous choices? Probably nothing. Let's give it a shot anyway. Questions and answers attached to this email in case whoever's reading wishes to participate, which would be Joe, so you haven't seen this. Have fun and see you in a few months for another quiz on horny things Maffew has said about various wrestlers. Oh, it's you. Enjoy former Arsenal forward and Katie Abdo's side piece, Thierry Henry.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Wow.
Salacious.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Thierry's in love with Kate.
They're just
Kate
friends.
married someone else. No, he's in love with her.
He was weirdly. Did you see how mardy he was on the next episode after her wedding?
Yeah.
And he was being weird.
He didn't get invited to the wedding. Understandably so.
Yeah.
Malik would have been very threatened, I think, by the presence of Thierry.
Yeah.
Thierry. Anyway, Joel, was there
Go on.
anything inappropriate to delete after the
No.
That's all right.
Doesn't
Looks
sound like
all right
us.
to me. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Get yourself on screen, Joel.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
come on,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what the paying customers want.
Paying?
Well, They
The
pay-
customers won.
They pay with their time.
Yeah,
Very
they do.
true.
God, they do.
That's a grim way of putting it, but yes.
Okay. There have been a fair bit of multiple-time winners of the same award in Cultist history. However, only one person has won the same award 3 times in 3 different years. Who are they? But I've read the answer for this, and there's 3 answers, so I don't really... So there's
Is that multiple choice?
No. Well, no.
So is this my first guess was going to be WWE, but are we counting promotions or are we counting just people?
That's a point, yeah.
It should be wrestlers, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, just
'Cause
rest.
I'm
It's
sure
just wrestlers, all right.
WWE's won a handful of promotions. Okay.
Danielson?
Chad Gable, underrated, I reckon.
Oh, that's a good shout.
So I did him
Yes.
just recently.
That is.
He won in 2018, 2022, and 2024.
Wow. But now there's 2 other things.
Well, that was the one, but then... all right.
What? Joel, are you all right?
Yeah, it just... This guy said there's only one person who's done it, but then he's also said Gunther has also won Match of the Year 3 times. In 2020 versus Ilya, 2022 versus Sheamus, and 2023 versus Drew and Sheamus.
I guess
So that's
maybe,
another one,
maybe
but-
only one person's won 3 individual awards. Or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
so. I think
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
what I mean,
yeah.
What was the other?
understand
What was the last one?
Hangman won Feud of the Year 3 times.
Really?
Versus the Elite
Yeah.
versus Kenny and versus Swerve.
Wow.
Well deserved.
But Chad Gable was the answer, yes.
yeah,
Sorry,
fair.
Yes.
Okay, there have also been a fair amount of wrestlers who have won awards in more than one category. However, only one wrestler has won 2 different awards in the same year. Who were they?
Oh.
I think
MJ.
I know this. I was going to go Becky Lynch.
I'll nail my MJF flag to the pole. The mast. That's the word I'm looking for. The mast.
Yeah.
My flag is on the mast.
That's where you put a flag. It wasn't Phoenix, was it?
No, it was Becky Lynch, yes.
I think she won gimmick and charismatic.
Correct, in 2018.
Yes.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh dear.
Oh, Pizer does it.
All right. This year saw the end of the biggest undefeated streak in wrestling when AEW didn't win a category that it won previously every year. What category was it? Bonus hard mode. Can you guess the winners?
It wasn't show of the year?
Oh yes, sure. It was.
Oh, match of
Yeah.
the year then.
Oh yeah, they won show of the year. No, because
No, hang on.
Streak would be the same
Call the
thing.
No,
police.
no, it's got
Call the
WWE, yeah,
police
yeah,
is
okay,
one
well
match
done.
of the year. Okay, what else have we got?
Promotion of the year, but WWE's won that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a version though. You can't be that.
it's not.
What else we got? Gimmick, charismatic. Maybe it's charismatic.
Wait, is it feud of the year? Because
We gave it a Drew
Hangman.
and Punk, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does it got?
What was the bonus point again?
Oh, this year
Can you
it
guess the winners of the
Okay,
feud of the years in AEW?
Well, we've got 2 of the Hangman ones there.
Yeah, do the Hangman. Well, 3 even.
What was year 1?
Yeah, Hangman.
Elite. Oh, maybe Cody.
Cody Dustin, mate? No.
Maybe.
No, wait. When did we start?
So we said Hangman.
2019.
Yeah.
No, we did 20.
No, but AEW started in 2019.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So
Matthew,
we've
the company needs to exist for it to win something.
Hangman Elite and Hangman Kenny.
Yep.
Right. What's the other one then?
And there was Hangman Swerve.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh.
That's an easy one.
that
So we need to find 2 more feuds.
Oh,
2 more.
before then,
What was the first year?
there
Did,
wasn't-
did we bother doing it in
Match of the year was-
2019 for them?
Sorry.
Because
Yeah.
it only would have been around for a couple of months. Okay, Cody Dustin.
Yeah.
No.
No.
For feud-
did we
for
say?
initial
Did we
feud.
say Jericho Hangman?
No.
No.
It's a weird one.
Is it the
I
Nightmare
don't.
Collective versus...
No, I don't.
Moxley Omega.
No.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a
There's,
weird one.
you might be able to get the one in 2022 a bit easier.
So after Hangman.
Punk and
It wasn't
AEW's
Bucks,
real
wasn't
life
Bucks
stuff.
Lucha Bros.
Oh, maybe.
No, they had the match of the year. They don't have feud.
No,
all right.
no.
Does 2022 involve Punk?
Yes.
MJF.
Yes.
Oh yeah. right.
of course.
So then,
And
the
then
first
2019.
year-
Give us one from 2019.
It's a weird one. I don't remember this bit. One of them's Cody.
Right.
Cody versus...
Cody versus.
MJF.
No.
Yeah.
Jericho.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
What?
Was that
feud.
good? I don't remember that.
WWE wasn't very good in 2019.
Oh, yeah, you know what? The breath of fresh air and everything else like that.
Very true.
Apart from
Cody Jericho's the setup for Cody
Kofi and
MJF. What? We put Cody MJF there? Oh, well, whatever.
yeah, maybe that hadn't happened yet. Really.
Yeah.
Cody Jericho.
I
Maybe
can't
it was
remember anything
really,
from that.
maybe it was really excellent at the
It's
time.
a long time
Oh,
ago.
there was it was the Inner Circle versus Cody and his lads, and there was the whole segment where they punched through the glass up in the
Oh,
stands
yeah.
and everything. It was very exciting. Early Dynamite. Cody used
Wow, what a really crap year for WWE.
Cody used MJF's scarf to wrap around his fist. So
I do
he
remember
punched
that,
through the
but
glass.
I'd like, you know what, that's it. Feud of the year for that.
It just felt so exciting at the time.
You know, I'll give you that.
Restore that feeling.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
on Cope now to restore it.
however, AEW continues to have a stranglehold on 2 other categories. One that it has won every year since 2020, and another that it has won every year since 2019. 2 streaks that have yet to be matched by WWE in any category. What categories were they?
Show of the year. It's Revolution.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's from 2020 onwards.
And
And then the other one's from 2022.
2019.
2019.
So every
Tag team
year.
with it? No,
Shiver me timbers.
no.
No, because we gave it to Fraxion this year, didn't we?
could it be? Well, tag team's a really new one as well. We didn't always used to do that.
Very, yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, was it Wrestler of the Year?
No, because Sheamus has won it, hasn't he?
I think so.
Although, was
Yeah,
it
because I voted
before
for him
then?
and Ross was like, that's amazing.
It
I'm going
could
to
be.
change my pick to
It
him.
could be.
So happy memory I have in my head when I'm feeling down.
What else do we do? We do underrated,
Underrated?
but that's WWE.
But yeah,
we've
we've had
won
Gable.
that. Improved, we've done.
Charisma? Oh, no, because
Becky
won
won
that.
that. Or maybe that was before
struggled
then.
this.
Oh, Christ, Joel.
Give us the answer, Joel.
You want the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, give us the category.
Well, the category is the
Oh,
answer.
the
Oh,
answer,
sugar, yeah.
It was best non-wrestler.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it was Excalibur in 2019, Taz in 2020, Arn Anderson in 2021,
Yeah.
Regal in 2022, Nigel in 2023, and then Taz again in 2024.
You said the last podcast that there was one culty that you regretted. You should have given it to the other one on the way home, and you were like, was it Taz?
No. I
It was.
wouldn't regret
I was
that. No.
convinced it would have been Samantha Irvin
Was it
winning.
Feud of the Year?
What did you give it to?
'Cause you gave it to the Mania build-up, the
Yeah.
Cody.
I just sound like I swear that, I didn't mean to say that.
You
I
said
should
sheared.
have, thank you. I should, which is something you can do, I should have made a better effort to say that feud then gave us 3 or 4 different feuds that came out of it, rather than just, it was good for 3 months, and I was just regretting that because it just sounded like I disregarded everything else that Drew and Punk had done this year because the SummerSlam match wasn't that great.
I was very arrogantly convinced that you'd realised that you made a mistake giving Taz non-wrestler of the
How
year.
dare you think that?
The whole crux of the argument was that he's not here, so we miss him. And I was like, how does that work?
He's my backup dad if my proper one's not available. You think I'm...
Who's your favourite band of the year? Well,
Taz.
I really miss Green Day because they didn't release anything this year, so I'll give them band of the year. I'm fuming.
But he has been here this year.
He has, yeah.
And he
right,
got into a fight with Green Day one time, so I'm glad that you picked that
apparently
band.
so, yeah. He said that he would obviously have eaten Billy Joe Armstrong if he wanted to, so, yeah.
You listen here, Billy Joe. What's the next
Why
question?
Why is he up there? What?
Because Taz is only small.
Oh, I thought you meant because you'd killed him and he was up there. Taz had...
I'd do it again if I had the chance. Just point at a cloud.
No, Billy Joe's a very small man as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
It would have been a great fight.
that'd be amazing to watch, yeah. Go on.
Not Taz, that's Billy Joe Armstrong.
The winners are universally dominated by WWE and AEW, with one exception. Only one award across the cult's 6-year history has been won by someone who did not work for WWE or AEW at the time. Who were they and which award was it?
Jack's Japanese lady.
I don't think she won. Suri, I don't think she won.
Oh.
She didn't win, no.
But it's a good guess.
Hendry.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Is it a TNA person?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was
5
convinced.
stars.
Oh, underrated. Leon Slater.
Did Leon win?
No.
Bollocks.
Is it a 5-star wrestling superstar?
No. No.
Oh.
Do you want me to give you the company they were in?
Yeah.
Go on.
New Japan.
What?
What?
We don't watch that anymore.
What company's that?
It must be from 2019 then.
It was from 2018. This
Oh
award.
my god!
Was it? And it was
Underrated, then maybe he was.
maybe
Match of the
underrated.
year.
No.
Nope.
No.
May-
Not underrated either, no.
Is it? Is it
It's a big,
charismatic?
no, big category. Big category.
Big
Show of the year.
No.
Wrestler of the year?
Yeah. Wrestler of the year in 2018.
Kenny Omega,
No.
Kazuchika
18.
Okada.
No.
Well, then who?
I don't remember this at all. You're making stuff up.
Yeah, I don't remember
Hey,
this.
this isn't my.
I'm blaming you, Joe.
Who?
The scapegoat Jack Perry.
Tetsuya
2018.
Naito.
No.
Nah, go on. What's the name?
2018.
No way.
I'm not gonna name all the
I
New
can
Japan.
do this.
Will Ospreay.
Yes.
He's won it before.
Huh?
Yeah, he won Wrestler of the Year. But, he was when he was
But this is the only award New Japan's won.
Right. I just
Rest of the year, 2018, and he was
I
New
never thought
Japan.
I never thought Ospreay had won the award until this year. The rest of the year one.
No, yeah.
Oh right, okay.
I can't picture us doing the Culties in 2018.
No, same.
Don't have a look at us doing it. We're all fresh faced. But he was. What was he? New Japan full time then?
Yeah.
No,
I
you
guess
know, I
so.
never really seen as that.
No.
Being a prominent Englishman.
Interesting.
Fair enough. Then. Well, good for him.
On the other hand, one person has won the same award in 2 different years, once while working for WWE and again while working for AEW. Who was it and what
CM
award?
Punk.
Brian Danielson.
Oh,
Oh, Danielson.
No, it's a good guess though.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Oh God.
What have I got
I
there?
don't like the look of this.
A poo shirt.
Oh, I remember that, but what's that?
That's a yellow submarine.
Is this a 2018 Cultist?
Yeah.
Oh, the submarine. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's not going to be CM Punk for Feud of the Year then, because he did it for MJF that one year and then Drew for the other year. No, because I voted against it. Paul.
Yeah.
Is it? It can't be Jericho. Surely not. No, we wouldn't have done that.
No.
Is it?
I've already read it out
It's not Cope.
You've already read it. Okay.
in a previous answer, yeah.
Osprey.
No.
WWE and AEW.
Oh yeah, WWE.
Mercedes Moné.
No.
No, she didn't win any this year.
No.
I don't know.
FTR.
No.
Oh,
No, no.
that would have been a good guess.
Swerve. No, he didn't do anything, did he, in the WWE?
Yeah, unless he got underrated. Swerve.
I don't
No.
think we didn't know.
God, Joel, put us out of misery.
It was William Regal, best non-wrestler. 2018 in
best
WWE and then
non-wrestler.
2022 in AEW, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
On 2 occasions, Jack thought Ross's pick for most improved was bollocks and was fuming with Maffew for picking them. Which picks were they?
Ooh.
I thought they were bollocks.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
How dare you be
Twice.
positive?
Okay.
But I always come with a 30-point AQA answer.
I know.
I know. I don't think I would have been that blunt. The Cullies is always a cordial affair. No, it is.
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
think
it
it is. I reckon one of them might be. I'll probably have been in my era when I was like, actually, they've already been good for ages, Ross. What are you talking
Oh, you
about?
would be like, no, but I've got the stardom pick. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Is it one of them LA Knight?
No.
Oh.
I've got the years here if you want
Okay.
the years. One was 2020 and one was 2022.
Oof.
2020 wrestling.
And I just didn't think they were improved, or I thought they were like already good, maybe.
I guess it's more. Does it fit the category?
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Because they're not
I've
exactly.
got no idea.
Yeah. Oh wait. Is,
Oh, no.
wait, is one
It's
of them?
cum.
Is I thought one of them was
No.
like.
It's
I
not cum.
I
bollocks.
think one of them is WWE.
One of them is WWE.
Bollocks.
So it's not.
No, I'm not
honestly, yeah.
surprised.
Most improved.
Yeah. And you didn't like that?
It's an individual award.
You'd think wrestler, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No.
And then was one like Triple H's booking or something.
No, but the other one's not really a wrestler either. But it is a human being.
Oh, is it
As opposed to W. No.
No, or
Who is it, Joel?
Pat McAfee.
Ah, well.
What? You
His
like that?
first run was fantastic.
Okay.
He went from 0 to hero. Which
to
to
be
me,
fair,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Is
I'm
the
still
Jubilees?
I'm still against the WWE pick spiritually.
I think that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
why do you think that's fair, Joel?
Well, you know, I'd have said a wrestler for it. You know.
I would have said. a
well,
wrestler.
that's why you're on that side of the camera.
get him told.
It would have been. That wouldn't have been the trigger point when I got annoyed. It would have been when Maffew gave it to Ross, and I'd be like, right, well, what's the point?
Probably, yeah.
What about this person I just remembered existed last night, Maffew, that I've
Hey,
copy pasted their
hey.
Wikipedia page?
Promotions can improve.
Yeah, are you saying promotions can't improve?
All right then.
Well, that's why you've got
Next
the
year,
category.
I'm gonna pick a match that
Sure,
started
sure.
off crap and then got really good. I'm gonna go.
Well,
that
no,
match
because
was
you can-
most improved because over the 15 minutes that it was happening, it improved.
That would be
so much.
really funny. I promise to consider 5 seconds before giving it to Ross.
Because a promotion of the year can be the best promotion, but it can also not be the most improved.
That's true. That's true.
Because it could have been there already.
You know what really conflict with him? Nominate Jack for most improved next year. Because then he won't know what
The
to do.
integrity of the awards will be out the window by that
Yeah.
point.
Oh,
Can't do that.
not the Culties, formerly
Yeah.
known as the Diddleys.
No, but it's the most prestigious.
Do you not take them
award.
seriously,
Yeah.
Matthew?
I always take them
You're the
seriously.
judge. You're,
Sounds like
course.
you're the academy.
Laughing in the faces of the former Diddleys.
I'm laughing at the idea of doing it.
And he wears jeans.
The difference between thinking about it and doing it.
He wears jeans to the award ceremony, like Magnus Carlsen.
Hey, exactly.
Flouting the rules.
I'll be asked to leave. Go on, Joe.
That's it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Katie Abdo side piece. Appreciate this. I can't wait to get assassinated character-wise when your next lovely mailbag.
Can't wait.
Over a month's time.
Thank you very much. Any things you want to send to us? mailbag@cultaholic.com. Well, it's a bit of a shorter one as we're all recovering from obviously the lovely festive period. So we're going to do the producers bit now and then finish with a Reese's Pieces.
Lovely.
Because the thing that you wanted to click on is the main thing of this week anyway.
Yes.
So hope you understand that. So a big shout out and a merry, merry New Year to Reno2200.
Hey! He's from the future.
Or the present, because now we're in the... Never mind.
That is true. Well, no.
No, the 20...
Yeah, he's always in
that
the
year's
future.
this.
Yeah.
Noah Anderson. Levi
Anderson.
LaRue.
Went in for the kill. Did it for the sheer thrill of it all.
In his jeans. Levi.
Oh, Jimmy Gillen.
Gillen! Gillen in the name of...
It could be anything.
It could be. There's too many. There's just too many for Jimmy.
When do you nail these? We've lost our chutzpah.
Yeah, we have.
We have.
Larry Robb.
Larry Robb, master of the Patreon. He's... I can't remember the line now.
name
He was a
Larry
cat that
Robb.
really was cool.
Yeah.
Tear of Grace.
Ooh, Brett. The best there is, best there was. Best there will be.
Ooh, Brett.
His name
That's his name. That's his shoot name.
Lord Bushi.
Boosh.
And finally,
Wait, what was Lord Bushy's? What was Lord
We
Bushy's?
just need to go back shouting them, don't we? Just
Kendrick Alltop.
All top.
Kendrick.
Hey now, Kendrick Alltop. Get your show on. Kendrick. There we go. We've got one now for Kendrick. He's locked in. Bushy is still an issue. And Jimmy.
Shoosh.
Smack my bush up. Boom!
We've done it. We've sorted it.
I feel bad
We
for
bring
Jimmy.
the bow.
Jimmy! You feel bad for Jimmy?
Yeah, he didn't really get one.
Jimmy gets two.
Jimmy had a whole list of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Gallon
about
of
the
milk
list.
as well.
Yeah,
Gallon
that
of
was
milk.
close. That was
Killing me
Gilling
softly.
milk. Look, you're killing us with this, all right? So
Yeah.
thank you very much. There'll be more of that next week. Here's a Reese's Pieces from the very recent vault. Good evening, diddlers.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hope you're all keeping well in these crisp December days. I have been a fan of ye lads since the Name Redacted days, which was even back before I started watching wrestling again. Due to this, I'd like to send you all a big thank you for helping me get back into the medium.
Well, thank you for watching.
One thing I've noticed from following the wrestling YouTube scene is that the topic of hot takes seems to catch the old algorithm. So why not capitalize on this, eh? Below, I have a list of a number of hot takes I found across Twitter. Oh, God. YouTube comments. Oh, no. I'm my own stupid head. Oh, no. Your job, other than entertaining us, is to say whether you agree or not with the hot takes listed. Have fun, diddlers.
I like this.
All right. There you all sit down. Okay. The NIL deal has been a fantastic business decision for WWE. Moving away from signing indie talent in the middle of their careers and building those in their mid to late 20s will be more beneficial in the long run.
I agree that it will benefit WWE. Yeah. Okay, I agree with the wording of that, but not the moral heart of it.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I don't think it's as cut and dry as that statement makes it seem.
But he was right. It's a fantastic business decision for WWE.
Well, they're going to take over the world, so yeah.
Losing Swerve is a bigger loss for WWE than the loss of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson due to his age and potential.
Disagree.
I think I agree.
Would he ever have been used to the point where his loss would have been felt as much as the other two?
That's a good point.
That's the thing. He clearly wasn't a Triple H guy.
No. Do you remember those hit row segments in the early going?
Hero.
I don't think Swerve was there. That was post Swerve, wasn't it, on the main roster?
Yeah, but he
I
was
do
part of them.
apologise.
But no, I remember him doing some rippity raps and stuff, yeah. It was clear that he was trying to become what he could become, but they didn't really let him fully.
Yeah.
B-Fab's still knocking about.
Yeah.
She might win the Rumble. Her
She
and Jimmy Uso are going to win the... Jimmy told us he would.
Ashante D getting his new girlfriend. Good for him.
God, he was in Hit Row, yeah.
Yeah, Ashante
And then
D.
Top Dollar just main evented a TNA pay-per-view.
Just signed a new deal with TNA.
Yeah. Joe Hendry wrote the Creed song about him. Can you please get fired? Oh, no,
Yeah.
you are banned from diving as well.
That was another good one.
Isn't the next line like, it's happened twice before?
Happened twice before, yeah.
That's
Happened
harsh,
twice.
Joseph.
I hope they're friends.
Get him,
in real
Hendry.
life.
That's what Henry's like when he's not in WWE.
Michael Cole's cheering him on. Get him!
Yeah.
Get his ass!
Yeah, WWE would have never had this version of Swerve. That is
Fair
AEW.
enough, fair enough.
They probably want him now is this, which is like, okay.
Oh, I reckon they'll be interested when his deal's up in 5 years, whatever it is now.
Oh, we don't know if you had control of yourself, you'd be good. Oh, sorry about
He
that.
should just retire. He'll have made loads of money by then.
There will be more Ospreys, Omegas, Styleses, Danielsons, but we will never see another Lesnar for the look, legitimate amateur background, and legitimate UFC credentials. He is more one of a kind and will likely rarely be replicated.
I agree with the second part of that, but I disagree that we'll never see another one because that's a wild thing to say.
We might never see another one in terms of the UFC credentials and the legitimate credentials, but in terms of a look, we will see another Lesnar.
Yeah, I agree. Big monsters
Yeah.
and athletes and
If
people
Braun
who do
Breaker was
amateur
just a bit
background.
taller, we'd have another one.
Yeah.
Obafemi is legitimate credentials away from being Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I'm sorry Gunther never did a pancreas, but yeah, he's got some of the amateur background. I like calling it pancreas, sorry. Yeah, you can mix up those things and the look and everything else like that. It's, again, monsters in wrestling is a tale as old as time.
I get what they're saying about the
But UFC credentials,
combination of
that
those
was
things.
that period and that time. Even with the TKO brand, you can't see that happening.
But never is a crazy thing to say. Never.
Idea of Dana White come. Sorry, this person's off the card, but don't worry. Obafemi will be replacing. It's like,
I love that.
He would win.
Yeah.
he's booked to win. Yeah. Dana would love that if that's what happened to that company. Athena has been a top 3 women's wrestler over the last 2 years.
I mean, probably, yeah. Certainly in America, yeah. But you're taking away the UK scene, you're taking away the Japanese scene there. But I'll say in America she has, yeah.
I haven't watched enough Ring of Honor to say whether that's true or not, but what I have seen is lots of praise, overwhelming praise, so it could be true.
She retained her belt, by the way. She's still the champion.
2 years now,
it
is it?
seemed like at Final Battle she was finally going to lose it, and then she just won.
Yeah, what Ross just said word for word. I'm told, yeah, you should watch Ring of Honor for this, and I never do.
And also, it did main event over Jericho. He didn't main event. Madness.
What a
And,
great guy. Thank you, Chris.
Wow.
Jay Lethal didn't lose to QT, even though you were both willing it to happen. But
What?
Lethal came out as Black Machismo, and he won.
Lethal can't lose to QT.
Absolutely not.
Refused to lose. Fire him. The pendulum has swung so far in regards to Charlotte Flair that she has now become borderline underrated. Well, she's still among the best wrestlers in the world. What? But people disregard it due to her booking.
I agree with that, you know. You're blinded by how much you shove down your throat that you do forget that she is very, 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 very good. And I know that people will go, well, Kairi's saying, but that's one wrestler she doesn't really gel with.
And Nia.
I would disagree.
And Nia.
Yeah, sure. I would disagree.
They
and
had a
say,
shoot fight on Raw.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what you were referring to. I'm sorry.
And then they had a fake shoot fight the next week, and it wasn't as fun.
Yeah, and I was like, everything's fine, guys. You're like, clearly not. But yeah, people say this, but I'm like, no, she's had some great matches, and she's had some matches that weren't good. She's had great chemistry. The Rhea Ripley match at WrestleMania, not that long ago, was fantastic, but she doesn't have that all the time. I don't think she's. Again, I forgot the term where she's like the British Bulldog type is what I'm trying to put over. Where
That
it's like
sounds
she's
scathing.
as good as the person she wrestles. If she's against someone that she can have a great match with,
Like
an
a match
Asuka
with
or whatever,
Rhea at Mania is a good
Yeah.
example. Yeah.
fine. If she's not against someone like that, she will then wrestle at that person's level.
I agree.
Isn't that the case for everybody, though?
No.
People can
no.
bring not different characters for different people. So that's why I defend Bulldog, because people go, oh, Bulldog wrestled great and you wrestled Brett, Shawn, etc. But
What's the best example of a really bad wrestler against a really good wrestler having a fantastic match?
Ooh now.
Oh, yeah, doggy.
Ooh.
What's on my head when I'm hanging out my ass? Recently. Well, I mean, we saw QT Marshall versus Daddy Boom. What's his name is?
Daddy did drag him to a
Yeah, kicking and
You
screaming.
can't,
QT
no,
Marshall
you're
fought
not
off.
meant, no, that's not the answer. That was Butlins, and you know it is.
It's probably like some.
Hell yeah.
It's probably like a Flair one or something,
Yeah.
or like Michaels versus Vince at WrestleMania, something like that.
Yeah, something with bells and whistles on. I think Charlotte's good. And the booking and the kid, you got me this time. That makes
I
you forget.
agree that the booking tends to overshadow her actual accomplishments. I'll go with
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, she's also had some rubbish encounters.
It's hard to. I look at her really similar to Triple H, as in like it's harder than with other wrestlers to acknowledge her good points because you get sick of her and you're like, oh, come on. But I think on the whole, I'd lean more towards you, Maffew, than Ross. But Ross has a good point. But Ross has a very good point, though.
Our child picked us in the divorce.
You've turned the wheel again.
No more Charlotte Flair matches if you come to live with me. Lucian Price of OTM will be a breakout star in NXT when the time comes.
Poor Bronco. Disagree. Team Bronco for life.
Which one's going out with Lola Vice?
I can't remember.
One of OTM is. Whichever one
of
is.
Of course you know this.
That'll be the breakout star.
It was Lucian. I think, who was involved in the door hitting Ava. So disagree. He's got heat for life now. That's it.
I think, based on what we've seen so far, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, right now I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, but I'd happily be proven wrong.
Great look and
I'm not-
everything.
it's not because I doubt him. It's just because I haven't seen enough of it.
Yeah, but he hasn't been showcased yet, have they?
Right now the price is wrong.
That is a hot take, though.
Yeah, but that's what he's asking
Yeah.
about, this person. Claudio is not a world championship talent. He is amazing in ring and has a great look, but is missing the it factor to get him to the next level.
I disagree, and I'm going to disagree in a wanky way.
Go on.
He was the top heel in Chikara, and it was amazing. I know Chikara is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, wrestling against ants. He's
No,
really
but
good, yeah.
against Eddie Kingston and stuff like
He's
that.
a big ant.
And I think that there he proved that even though he's not maybe the best talker, I'd certainly say he's improved over the years. I do think that he can have a stable around him or whatever, and he can be the figurehead of that, and he can have really good matches and be an arsehole.
Yeah, I'd say if they didn't do the thing with Moxie attacking Danielson, Claudio had done that and stepped up.
Yeah.
Choked him with a bag.
He was the one
a
who-
Swiss bag.
He was the one who hit him first. I
Yeah,
guess.
I think that would have worked. It sounds like this one, if AEW had like a split roster, like a SmackDown Raw thing that we thought we were going to get with Collision Dynamite, I could see Claudio doing that. But with AEW being so stacked with talent and stuff like that, you're like, you're not as good as, or the complete package, I should say, as a Mox or
Whenever any
whatever.
wrestler, you hear like an interview with any wrestler who's been in WWE or AEW with Claudio, and they say, who's the most underrated? Nearly all of them go, oh, it's Claudio. He's the most underrated. I know that what they think might not translate to what the viewers think necessarily, but I think he could be a world champion, yeah.
How many times have we seen a world champion with a manager? That's all he does,
Yeah.
So, yes, he is a world championship level talent.
Yeah, hot take. AEW would be seen in a much better light if not for the Adam Cole injury last year. That caused a spiral that they just can't pull out from.
Agree.
It was the butterfly effect there, wasn't it?
I disagree because I think that the organizational and booking problems in AEW, it might have delayed it, but I think we would have ended up where we are now anyway.
Yeah. Even if he had been healthy, it still would have been like, oh, really?
I need to watch their match at World's End, but apparently the big storyline.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
But the big storyline beat at the end was that Roddy and Kyle and them are all on the same page now.
Yeah, it's like,
Well,
okay.
then what?
First of all, they were sort of like, okay, we're good.
Sorry, no, I shouldn't have.
But
I shouldn't
no, like, oh, finally, these two are finally going to get it on. Finally. And it was like, not that, like,
Yeah.
they weren't conveying the sense that they hated each other very well. It was still, oh, make sure you do the Panama Sunrise bit. It was just like, not like I hate you and want you dead.
Roddy took him hostage.
After Cole lost, then the brave, like Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy Strong came out and they like triple teamed him. And like we're together again. And it was like a mild pop. I'm like,
You're
of
not doing
course.
this- you're-
Not only are you a loser, but
Why
you
do
just
they
triple
keep-
teamed a dude
why
after
do
the
they-
fact.
why do they
You all
keep-
suck.
Why do they keep reminding us that he was turned face for no reason? Let's keep having him do heelish things.
Yeah.
There was another match I didn't want to watch because do you remember when we laughed about it, but when I was going through the final battle card last time, and we all laughed because it was like, I think it was Lee Moriarty defending the pure title against
Oh,
to be announced. It was Nigel.
it was.
Apparently, it was very good.
I got told it was very good. Hot take. Jada Parker is a future WrestleMania main eventer.
Lock it in.
I think, yeah. I think she's got she's good enough, certainly, to main event. And she's only at the start of her career. I think she's got the charisma. And I think once she gets on the main roster, she'll be like, loads of people will love her, especially these neo fans who come in from Netflix who've never seen anything like. Yeah. Ooh.
She's just got that legitimacy about her. She just needs that partner to be the WrestleMania main eventer. She'll hold up her end of the bargain with the promos and whatnot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I could see her against.
I could see her getting good heat.
I could see her against Rhea. I could see her against Bianca. I could see her against Becky.
Charlotte.
Everyone's
favourite Charlotte Flair.
We can't all agree at the same thing, so it's no longer a hot take. No,
I could see
help
her
you guys
against
out.
Booker for all the years of commentary. Just shut up.
The Iron Survivor is the second best WWE gimmick match after the Rumble.
I think it might even be.
Okay.
I don't want to.
No, don't say it's better than the Rumble. You can't say I'm
After the Rumble,
I don't know,
saying the Rumble's
guys.
ridiculous.
I just think if you.
You can't say it on
I
camera.
just feel like the Rumble.
Say it in your bedroom at home, by all means.
This is a hot take. Go on, Jack.
I think in terms of it's got the advantage of only been going for like 3 years, but in terms of consistency, it is better. But in terms of what it means,
They're saying it's better than the Rumble.
But in terms
it's
of
like second best to
well,
the
then I
Rumble.
disagree because I think it's better than the Rumble. No, I can't bring myself to say it. I can't say it. The Rumble means so much, but the Rumble hasn't been great for a while.
You have to sacrifice all your soul for it, you know.
The Rumble hasn't been great for a while.
It is the second
Wait.
best gimmick, though.
Apart from last year, the men's one.
2020.
You think you know what? I'm biased because we were watching it like live at the box. We thought it was all amazing.
Oh,
but,
Cody
like,
and
you
Punk.
think the men's like Rumble was good?
I can't remember much from it. The last Rumble I
The
really...
women's one was okay. It wasn't amazing, but like
the women's one that Rhea won was good, and the one where Lesnar eliminated half the field was good. They're the last two that I remember
you
thinking.
like this like last year's?
I can't remember much apart from Punk saying like, you're Dusty's kid, and then Cody eliminating him.
We'll have to revisit this question in about 27 years' time.
Yeah, you go.
Joe, make a note.
Yeah.
But I'd say if it's not that, then yeah, I'm like hyped up to see Iron Survivor.
Yes. It is definitely just behind Rumble.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Nia Jax is arguably the most improved wrestler of the last 12 months. No argue with here, pal. Especially considering the disdain when she resigned late last year. Resigned. I spelled the same.
I have to disagree, just because she regressed a bit, didn't she, towards the end of the year?
Yeah.
And she didn't win the award.
I don't necessarily blame her for all of that. Again, she was doing fine when she's like, I'm wrestling like my size. She had that match with Bailey, and Bailey was like, all right, time to do a head scissors. Don't know what the thought process there or who was agenting that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I blame whoever said, go and do that.
I agree with you, Maffew.
Thank you. The RKO is the greatest finisher ever due to its out-of-nowhere gimmick.
That's not a hot take. Everyone loves the RKO.
It's crossover to mainstream culture and the fact it's done by one of the best ever. Diamond Dallas Page. They didn't say that. I added that.
I don't agree. I don't know. I guess that depends. It's what's your favourite more than anything, doesn't it? But there's no doubt in the rest of the statement. I'm just not sure if it's my favourite of all time. Therefore, making it the greatest.
Happy
of all
things.
time. Yeah.
I also don't agree that Orton's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I think that he's one of the most naturally gifted wrestlers of all time, but sometimes he couldn't be asked. So
The biggest reaction's doing nothing.
And that's part of wrestling, isn't it? But
I mean,
I think
that's
that
the end goal, isn't it?
when you look at like peak Orton, you think, God, he could have been doing that we could have had so much more Orton. But would it have felt special? I don't know.
I get you. Are there any other finishers that have got that crossed over?
Stunner. Or
Stunner.
just the attitude era just big.
Yeah.
People's elbow.
You see people's elbow, maybe. Yeah, you see people like that popping up now and again. But
The RKO has done like way more than.
Taker and Foley. I know.
I was gonna say, yeah, that moment, yeah.
That moment made it across.
But yeah, I think the RKO in terms of the crossover, if someone just crossover appeal, then absolutely RKO.
Yeah.
Io Sky is the best women's wrestler in the world.
I would agree with that.
She's up there.
No doubt if there was another name written down there who was just as good, I'd agree with that as well.
I think when she's on form, Mercedes is the best women's wrestler in the world. Or Rhea. Maybe. Don't look at me like that. When Mercedes has a dance partner who she can really dance with, I think she puts on the best women's match.
I agree, yeah.
I also
That
think
bulldog type.
I also think that in a very different style, I think Willow's up there too.
There are lots of good women's wrestlers.
And probably like half the Stardom roster as well. I've got to show.
There we go. Yes, you're right. She is destined for stardom. Thank you, Jack. The Lexus King face turn has actually worked. Oh, now we're getting the good stuff.
Yeah.
What face turn?
100%.
He's turning heel. You're not watching NXT.
No, my reaction to when you broke the news earlier that the Heritage Cup has been ripped away from his hands. That was
quite right.
crestfallen. That would not have happened 3 weeks ago.
Because he didn't know that Regal helped him. I don't think it's working. The fact that we argue every week about whether it's working.
What do you mean? What does work mean?
I said I don't think. I said I don't think it's working.
I know. I'm just getting worked up. No good reason.
All the people buying it.
I don't feel care.
Apparently, the people I speak to online are like, yeah, it's really good. And I'm like, you're doing this to antagonize.
Do people
us, aren't you?
care? I didn't think people cared.
Some people are, and I'm going, okay, lads, you got us, come on. They're like, no, we'll think this is good. I'm
He's
like,
really your Ridge Holland, isn't he? The Ross's.
Oh
yeah.
no! Don't say that name.
And he, say my name, man.
he'll tut here.
I'm up here.
I live in a chimney.
His Twitter of a new year was great though. He was just posting like really weird pictures of himself, not like.
Whoa.
Go on his Twitter.
Rich Holland cancelled.
It's just he's trying to be all like, "Ooh, look at me, I'm Rich Holland," but it's just like it's a weird,
it looks terrible.
A weird picture of you, Ridge.
Okay.
Hate.
That's just a normal
What?
picture.
No, go back up.
Did he take a? What's he?
Hate it. I love it. With that
What?
picture, he's taking a random screen grab of him biting his bottom lip.
I just think that the cropping of it makes it look really weird. It looks like he's wearing no clothes.
He could pick any picture in the world. Doesn't hire people to professionally take photographs during shows, and that's the one he's gone with. Hashtag disruptor. Hashtag redeemer.
I think he's.
Watch out! There's two big flies coming towards you from the right there, pal. Bloody hell.
It is weirdly cropped.
It's just of all the pictures you could pick, to pick that one is a bit weird.
It looks like he's sat in a well.
Go on a bit more. There's more evidence done there.
That's
That's
a
a gift,
gift.
yeah.
Hey, someone showed us
There you
gifts.
go. I see 2025. It's him just stood
He's
there.
taking print screens of like videos.
He's waiting for a golden shower there.
Oh,
All right.
Hey.
enough of that.
Hey.
Moving
There's
on.
that one again.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, it's the 29th, not the 25th. I can't see. What did that say above there, Joel? Punters.
Stop it.
Punters everywhere.
Anyway, we'll move on. Axiom isn't.
That's all right. It's very blurry, but it's a step in the right direction.
It's dramatic. Yeah.
It's horrible.
Merry Christmas, you bastards.
Okay, that I
He's a
can get
great
behind.
heel.
You
If
bastard.
Pac had
You
done exactly the same thing,
bastard.
we'd all be like, "Ooh, Pac's the greatest of all time." But just because it's poor Ridge,
Yeah, that and.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah,
They
that's
are.
it, mate.
Fucking
No
rich.
difference.
equally good in the ring.
That's it. Where we are.
It's no slight to be not as good as Pac. To be fair, like that's that's levels.
It depends how close you are to Pac.
Okay.
And he could not be any further.
Yeah.
Where further?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're not wrestlers, though.
What,
No,
we're,
that's
we're closer to Pac than.
No,
Is that what you meant?
no.
Honestly,
It's
you get
not-
one cage match profile. Now look at you.
It's not like that Brian Scalabrine thing. Have you seen the Brian Scalabrine thing? He was an NBA player who was like the laughing. He was like the tightest bramble of the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, Brian Scalabrine, God." And he started playing against like internet trolls to prove, like, he said, "As far as I am from LeBron James, you are even further from me than I." He would just dominate these lads. Yeah.
Oh, I know vaguely what you're talking
He's a
about.
big
there.
ginger man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Axiom isn't actually a kid. It's actually 2019 Johnny Gargano under the mask as he kicks out of every move. Ooh!
Disagree.
Scathing
I
criticism.
disagree.
That's one half of our tag team of the year you're talking about there.
I'm guessing this was written before he got murdered by Obafemi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Axiom's selling now. It can't be Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
It's no longer a hot take. It's the other one.
I don't think it's A-Kid either, though. We don't know who it is. A-Kid disappeared.
Oh, yeah, that bit I completely disagree
Yeah.
with. That's just silly. But that's the type of thing I would have said a few weeks ago. But, like, no, he does actually sell now. Excalibur is a more infuriating commentator than Booker T. What? At least Booker is entertaining, even if it's for the wrong reason. What? How's Excalibur infuriating? Because he knows the names of moves and what agree. No.
Example.
Go on.
Adam Cole's Photoshop.
Yeah, that was bad.
Just a
Scott.
guy show one.
One moment.
That's all I'm saying.
Booker's drunk for half the show.
It's great. It
And
gives us
Vic knows
endless hours
So
of
who do you think's going to win
entertainment.
this match? I don't know, mate.
Fantastic.
It's hard to compare
Oh,
because
okay.
Excalibur's got more responsibility than Booker,
Yeah.
clearly. If Booker was
How's he infuriating?
I would absolutely love 1 week, though, if they swapped. And Booker was the play-by-play AEW guy. He's got to do, especially the bit before the main event.
Man to a yeah man in reverse. Oh.
Especially the bit where, before the main event, where he's got to run through the 25 matches that are coming on.
It's just like a bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous thing.
No, I get what
These are why people click these things, to get mad. Lash Legend is a future star in the women's division. All right, I was wide awake.
What's he disagreeing with that for?
That's like the most truthful one so far.
Yeah, that's really true. Have you mixed up Lash Legend with someone else?
Lash LaRue.
I'm still mad off this and this Pepsi Max Cherry, which are a good
Lash
drink. And I'm like,
Legend.
no, wait, she's all right, isn't she?
She body slammed.
You know what it
Otis.
is? You got Lash Legend, you instantly think of when she was rubbish. No, she is good
She's
now.
really improved, yeah,
I'm
she's really good.
sorry, Lash Legend. I'm just, I'm at the boiling point.
And she's charismatic as well. She's got the
Oh, I
banter.
hate that.
I think she could be a future star, yeah, definitely.
That's the most safe one so far.
I'm going to calm down now. That's Legend. You have improved greatly. Yes, I think you could be a future star in this business. Brett. Oh, all right. Back to being mad.
Oh, no.
Brett was as much of an arsehole as Sean. He just got away with it because he was a dick to his wife instead of his co-workers.
Oh, justice for Shawn Michaels.
What did Brett do that was an arsehole?
What?
What made that? What did Brett do that
When
was
he
bad?
cheated on it 20 million times and then wrote about them all in his
You've read
autobiography.
the book, yeah?
I forgot that he had read that. So, damn it. Oh, you've actually got research here.
I had a
I'll
threesome
stop being
with
cocky.
2 lasses in Tokyo and they crawled into my bed like kittens. And I remember reading that going, ugh.
Oh, yeah. And he's so happy and
They
proud.
kissed my puffy, swollen lips from my excellent match I just had.
They all said it with tears in their eyes. It was the best match they'd ever seen.
No, I think Shawn Michaels was probably a worse person, just. They're all wrestlers in the 90s. They're all arseholes. But
Yeah.
I think that Brett probably had he was less selfish in the business than Shawn. Still very selfish, but he had Shawn birthed like the Young Bucks, and I can't be standing that. You know?
Maybe that's what it is. Sean's like discrepancies are more within the business, therefore more people like regularly talk about them, whereas Brett's were more outside and just in his book.
I bet Shawn Michaels never cheated on anyone, for
Yeah.
example. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course
Yeah.
not. There's no stories about Sean. It's like,
It's not written down in the book.
I think Shawn was an arsehole in and outside of the business. Brett, as far as we know, was mainly an arsehole just to his loved ones.
That's fairly accurate.
I also think Brett had a really horrible time with his own family kind of turning on him. And I think
Oh, God, yeah.
it was a two-way thing.
To me, at the
At
end,
WrestleMania that time.
No,
Oh,
they all
no.
once they realized oh my God, one of our sons happens to be like the best wrestler ever. Let's milk him dry with all the money. Let's get everything.
Yeah. No, but people don't like Brett because of, obviously, he had pride and respect
Oh.
for this. And people are like, haha, what an idiot. And I'm like, well, I can't get behind that. What? Just because you don't have pride and respect for your things in your life. But yeah.
Sounds like a Brett promo. Just because you don't have pride and respect.
Hi, every day when I wake up. Anyway, Nathan Frazier is still the worst talker in the history of talking.
Nah, Rich
Not
Holland.
history of wrestling.
You just mentioned
history of
Bret Hart.
talking.
Rich Holland.
Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
I'm awake now.
No,
Ridge is
Rich
worse.
Holland, but-
Ridge is worse than Nathan at all.
He's improved though, Ridge.
he has.
He has this
Yeah.
year.
I know Nathan's annoying, but at least he gets you out your seat a little bit.
Like Booker T. This
What,
is
to switch the station over?
No, not at all. When you fall asleep watching Ridge.
I don't want to go target this regular target of ours again, but this is on the same roster as Kalani Jordan that we're talking about.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, yeah,
But what if
you
we
win
find
this
out-
one, Jack.
If we find out eventually that Kalani is a robot, then it's all paid off. It's wonderful acting. I'm a wrestling
She's
robot.
like Toni Storm. She's playing the role of a robot. Yeah. No, I think Kalani's improving as well, much like Ridge is.
Nathan Fraser still being the worst talker is funny because he's supposed to be face now, but then you're like, hey, great wrestling. As soon as you see him backstage talking, you're like, oh no.
He can talk. He doesn't flub his lines. He can talk.
No, but it's just one of those accents that
what
just want
he's-
to strangle him.
And it's what he's saying.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
now,
amigo.
But now,
I got you a match.
they're playing into it now, though.
I could have played for the, what was it? The Football League
He
of
could have
Jersey.
he could have made it
EPL.
The EPL.
The EPL.
The English Premier
And then
League.
they showed footage of him playing.
He was skinning some lad on the wing. He was in the park.
Dog and duck, yeah.
Here we are at the finals at the Jersey Stadium.
It was like a really lumpy field. I remember it, and he's just like. he
made the tryout.
He looked good. He looked really good.
Oh, he
The
looked a
mayor
fair
of
player.
Jersey came on to
I don't
watch
think
it
he
as
would have made the
horse.
Premier League, though.
No.
And to be fair with Nathan, it was the stuff he was given as well. The hard-hitting home truth
What, that
segment.
square ball that got
Yeah,
you forward there in the
No,
EPL.
the home truths was a bad. Yeah,
All right, we'll talk about wrestling.
that segment was a.
He was supposed to be a prick.
It was
though.
a
I mean, that
hospital
the-
pass.
Was he supposed
No,
to be
he was a
prick?
face.
Oh,
He
God.
was John Oliver.
Yeah.
And it was also
Without
dramatic
any
that he
wit.
seemed to have aged and changed dramatically because Florida does that to people.
I think he's always looked the same. I don't know where we get this from.
It was just maybe because we had close attention during lockdown, so we had nothing else to do, so we'd stare at his face going, is he all right?
There was a lot of bollocks, and I'm glad that he's come out the other. He's classy.
It shows how good he is in the ring, even if he can't sell. But the fact that he's still able to win Tag Team of the Year.
You mentioned this the other week, and I've never thought
He
about
was
it.
in the bloody Iron Survivor, and then he had a bloody tag match
He had
with
a
his bloody
bad week
tag
for
partner.
selling just before Christmas.
And the
yeah.
whole crux of the match was based on him selling the thing, and he's just like, oh, hello, Phoenix Splash.
He was trained by Rollins, so he's not going to do it, is he?
Oh, of course.
Rollins.
Or hit the Phoenix Splash.
We saw Rollins wrestle Triple H for what felt like an hour and a half at WrestleMania, and he spent the whole match selling his leg.
That's the
kept
one
on going to
match.
the top rope to jump on it.
But I think
you
that was,
idiot.
I think that was maybe Triple H's. It was a
Yeah,
Triple
it
H
was very
match.
Triple H
Yeah.
match, anyway. Thanks again for all the hard work you do and for taking the time out to read this. If you did, we did. Thanks again, former Chelsea, Liverpool, and Sunderland striker Fabio Baroni, aka
Yeah!
Gary from Ireland.
Good old Fabio Baroni.
You can't get
you're
that
not like
wrong.
that.
It's Barini. He's like my
Fabio
favorite.
Barini,
He's like my
I'm sorry.
favorite player of my adulthood, probably.
You should be happy you wrote in.
You pronounced it. You butchered it.
Oh, sorry.
It's Barini.
Sorry, Fabio Barini.
Barini.
Yeah. Wait, how do you like him? He's Italian.
Oh, because he always scored in like important matches for Sunderland. He wasn't actually our best player or anything. He just would pop up when necessary.
All right.
Good lad. Very handsome man as well.
Thank you, Gary from Ireland.
Thank you, Gary.
Cheers, Gary.
If you have any Reese's pieces or just things that just talk to us about, apparently it's what we got a lot of emails about. Yeah, you can. Mailbag at cultaholic.com. Shut up.
That's the end of the podcast now.
He also played for Swansea on loan. Sorry. Carry on.
He also played for the EPL. Well, this was a lovely start to the year.
Normal service resumed next week. We'll have a little dabble with the old dynasty.
Yeah, we'll talk about. Well, I don't think we're going to do full weekend wrestling notes for Wrestle Dynasty, but I'll bullet point some major happenings.
Fantastic. I
You
can't
don't-
wait to hear what you
I was going to say, you don't even have to watch it.
Yay.
Although as your host, role as a host on this globally famous world wrestling podcast,
It is.
I've lost the plot.
He's
here.
the only
No,
one.
okay, carry on. This
He's
is the
the
next
only
thing
one
you're
of us
saying.
who watched it this week, though.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was good this
I
week.
was looking back before it, at the amount of times I was going, was that a good match then? Was Cope good?
It's cool. It's going to take. Hopefully next week we'll be used to saying that. But until then, you've been fantastic, Jack. What have you got for us next week?
Thank
until
you.
next week, I should say.
There's a list going out that I didn't write, but I put my voice to about Goldberg's streak. Not a list, sorry, a true story of Goldberg's undefeated streak.
Oh,
in
lovely.
WCW. Thank you to Richard Tubman on the edit, and thank you to Justin Henry on the script.
He's great, him.
He is good. Weekly Twitch streams every Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time. Me and Owen are now managers of Fulham.
Ooh,
Tony Khan's in the game.
does what as a name or is he actually?
He's
there,
one of the
or
staff at Fulham, yeah.
So,
the staff. What you,
Well, he comes up as
ball
like...
boy.
No, but you go on his stats and it's like people management, 20 out of 20. I was like, no. But yeah, that's what I've got.
Ah, lovely. What have you got, Prop?
Patreon next week. I'll have World's End WTF moments. I'll get to it over the weekend, and that is it. Just about. More stuff will happen. I do streaming on a Tuesday afternoon at 4 p.m. GMT. Hold and give on the YouTube. That's where you'll find it.
And what are you streaming?
My Sunderland career mode, where I'm manager of Sunderland.
He's made it to the EPL.
I've made it the EPL.
Oh, well done, mate.
As manager of Sunderland.
Sunderland.
That's how the locals say Sunderland.
I tune in sometimes and then I get sad because he keeps on berating the players and I think, oh,
I'm one
they're
of
trying
them
their
FIFA,
best.
one of them FIFA players who's controlling the players, but when they do something wrong, it's the player's fault.
Yeah.
Sometimes the game
Ross,
gives
Ross
you...
saying, shut up, Baroni.
From what I've seen, sometimes the game, like you'll fire it in defeat and the player just won't be able to touch it.
Oh,
the touch
yeah.
is just miles out.
This
yeah.
year's game is the worst FIFA game of all time. Of all times. The basics they can't get right anymore. Those fundamental basics.
Yeah.
Those world-class basics that Jake Humphries likes to mention. I haven't mentioned him. I don't even watch his podcast anyway. Yeah, I'll do that on Tuesday. You'll see me have a meltdown. It happens every week. They make it really difficult for no reason. Like one game I'll win 2 or 5-0. I don't want 2 or... I'll win 5-0.
2 or 5-0.
And the next game I'll get beat 8-1. It makes no sense. I'm not playing any worse. I'll just have a little breakdown. Terrible scenes anyway.
They do sound very entertaining. Joe, what have you got for us?
I've got absolutely nothing. I'm about to start some new lists to work on, but I have no idea what they are. So, nothing to plug.
Matthew, what you got?
Now,
Right.
I've had a think now because Tom hasn't even showed up today because me and him watched Sonic 3. So
nice.
Gay old time having that.
Any good?
Lives. If you're a Sonic fan, yeah. It was also very much a kids' film. We were the only people there who weren't kids or had kids to accompany whatever, be bored. So we weren't told to shush. With a few looks from people.
Oh no.
Like,
What
can you shut
were
up?
you doing?
Like, look at that reference. Look at that reference.
That'd be a nightmare.
Boy, Tom, I'll say this.
Little Timmy along to see Sonic.
So, you know when you're at the cinema and you want to tell your mate
and there's
something.
two smarks in the background.
And you're like,
That's Sonic marks.
hey Ross, I'm going to whisper this to you, but I'm going to be quick.
Yeah, but you're with Tom. Tom can't do that.
Tom stopped whispering or being quiet and used his like speaking voice. Right. Hey Tom, how are you, man? I'm like, oh, can he whisper?
You can't be.
It was so funny.
You
like,
can't judge
oh,
Tom for getting excited around Sonic. It's his favorite thing.
He was practically yelling. And God love him, but I'm like, we're in a cinema. We got kicked out of the Everyman. Like, oh,
Oh, good. It's a good story. It's good. Was that today?
no, it was a few days ago. They dragged me out. And
I thought it was a morning screen. I was like, oh my God, not in the morning screen.
yeah, that's why I was saying I'm tired.
I'm
I
just
took all the
picturing-
drugs and watched Sonic 3.
Picturing Tom sat at the back of the cinema just whispering something, all of a sudden he just whaps out Barry the Shark, starts doing the voice at you.
Honestly, man, it was like, I forget the exact bit. It was just like, did you see that? Like, Christ, Tom, yes. Well, yes. Wow. Just went out the window. It was tremendous.
Oh, good.
So again, I only watch Inside films. I can watch it with Tom. It's magnificent. So yes, we have been Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. Being Jack, being Ross, being Joe, and myself. Patreon.com/Cultaholic. Mailbag. Whatever. Now I'm going to say something. I'm going to point at the screen. What we're going to say.
It's time to run or something like that. What did it say?
Time to yell at the cinema.
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
Where's me rings gone? I've lost all me rings.
Where's me rings? Yeah, like in a Yorkshire accent on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Where's me rings gone?
Yeah, Knuckles man, gives me rings back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, no.